What it do? What it do? What it do? We in the building. We in the building, man. I'm on smiles today. Once again, we got little to the game boxing and sports with the co-host OTB Boxing Class 101. Where, where we turn casual fans into diehard boxing fans.
Facts, facts,
Salute.
facts.
Salute,
Salute,
family.
Brody. Salute, Brody.
Salute, man. So, I'm feeling great today. I don't know what I don't know why I feel so great today.
Yeah, you been on one all day, man. Might I add, man? You definitely deserve it, man. Go ahead.
Oh man, salute to the chat, Mr. Mechanical. Salute to you,
Facts,
fam. What's
facts,
up,
facts,
love to
Mr.
the game?
McCandle.
Salute. What's your point? Number one fact. Salute to you,
Salute, salute,
family.
salute.
Man, what a great weekend, man. Like first off, before we even get to the main topic, man, the PBC card was a good card,
Oh
man.
yeah, it was fireworks.
You know what I'm saying? Like all knockouts is set for the first fight, Cody Crawley and Josecito Lopez. She man, Josecito Lopez, he look old, bro. It's time for him to
Well,
hang it up,
we
I think. What you think?
man, we knew that, and it was up to Cody Crowley and him. I told you, I felt like that fight was just one journeyman passing it along to the next because Cody Crowley didn't show me anything to make me think that he would be a champion.
Really? Not a champion. I'll agree with you on the champion part. He
He's gonna be a journeyman. He's
yeah,
gonna be
I would say Cody Crowley's a he's a B class fighter.
exactly. He's gonna be a good, yeah. I mean, measuring
Yeah,
stick
measuring stick.
for
Yeah,
next up. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, and these prospects that's coming up.
yeah. Because Josecito Lopez had some pretty impressive wins before that. I mean, the Keith Thurman fight he lost, but he looked good. And I think after that he had one or two knockouts after that, and then it kind of COVID happened, and shit kind of dried up a little bit. Boom, he turns around. He 37 years old. That's senior citizen age for a boxer. You
Facts,
there,
facts.
especially you've been knocked out a couple times. You've taken a lot of big shots throughout your career and everything like that. But salute to the warrior, man. He kept fighting. Um, Robert Garcia was asking him, like, hey man, I should stop this because I mean, like, you're not gonna win. Like, what's the point? And he wanted to go out on his shield, man. I have to respect that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man. Definitely got to salute that. And I had did my first telecast this week, man.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, did my first live broadcast thanks to New Era Promotions,
Okay.
throwdownsports.com. Had some viewers in from New York, man. Definitely had some viewers from New York. So
Okay.
yeah, I
Okay.
mean,
Okay.
definitely it was slick though.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like when they say live though, boy, and you live like
You live, right?
yeah, like man, we live.
Figure it out.
Yeah,
We out
that
here.
was
We on here, man. That's
yeah,
what's up,
man. But
man.
once they got rolling, it was slick. But I say that to say this, man. I had to really give it up to all of the journeymen, man. Without the journeymen in boxing, without the Josecito Lopez's, or Cody Crowley gonna become who else did we give it to? Who else got it? Gamboa.
Gamboa.
Yeah, I mean, um, but you gotta give it up to the journeymen in boxing, man. Without them, we wouldn't have a measuring stick for our prospects, man, and it would really be hard for boxing to survive. So as much as, yeah, I mean, we get tired of those type of acts, and yeah, I mean, I got to salute to them because they gave the sport they all. And man, I seen a 40-year-old amateur. I mean, yeah, 40-year-old amateur boy get out there and give it the fight of his life, boy.
For real.
Man, he say I'm Mexican. Man, shout out to the Mexicans. I mean, to the Hispanic community that's tuning in. But man,
Yeah,
you just
man.
gotta salute the journeyman, man. And as
Yeah,
much as
absolutely, because they help build the sport. With they health, they blood, sweat, and tears. These guys are true warriors, man. Not everyone could be in the 1%. You know,
facts,
they're already
facts,
in the 1%, but they're not the elite of the 1%. Not everyone could be, what I'm saying, in the elite of the 1%. So those guys, you got to give them their props because 9 out of 10 times, those guys right there, you catch them in a street fight, you're gonna get your ass knocked out. So
Hell yeah. And the average person ain't gonna be able to say they shared the rings with the likes of the individuals, which they do by the time they hang their gloves up. So definitely gotta salute them. But Josezito Lopez is definitely time to hang it up. I couldn't agree with you more, bro.
yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute to the guy, Jerome King, my brother from another AJ.
Salute, salute.
G5 Gabe in the building.
Salute, fam.
Terry Roberts, what's up with you, fam?
Facts, facts, facts.
The brother who is real. Salute, fam.
Salute, salute, salute.
All right. What's going on, AJ? Yeah.
Facts, facts,
Yeah, we gonna cook for a while and then a link will go out, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna have
facts.
to, we still building the chemistry here and we're gonna continue to just talk this boxing, man.
Mhm.
Uh Aesop. Okay, well let's go to the other guy, Jose, what's his name? Venezuela, down the dude down with the Benavides clan.
Mhm.
What's your thoughts on him, man? Quick knockout, came out of nowhere.
I think he got it, man. But I seen some things that make me really say that they better be careful how they progress him. I'm hearing that he ready for a lot. They put him in there like he ready to jump up there with the likes of these individuals because he slipped Teofimo yet before sparring. You feel me? So he got some track record. It ain't like
Right.
he just knocking out bums. He done put a champion down before
In the first
on his
round.
way to camp. You feel me? Early in sparring. So we
Early.
know the talent there, but I still want him to be careful, man, because I seen some things like he don't really set his punches up well. He got great transition. He trained great feet. That's what I like about him. His feet is good. He got good feet, but head movement is typical. And you know, you once you're gonna be there to be hit, man, you got
Right.
to be careful. So it's some things in his progression I really want to see before he jump on that stage. But I like the kid though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I heard of his track record. What was exciting was that it was one of those spontaneous knockouts. It just was like shit was just going at a certain rhythm. Bam, bam, it was over. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that was exciting. Dude, head bounced off the canvas. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, look, they look when you Latino in the sport, that's an edge because the Latino fan bases they gonna back their fighters, man. They're
Facts,
gonna they're
facts.
gonna support their fighters. They're gonna back their fighters. Shit, I'm pretty sure Al Heyman eyes lit up when he saw that. I think this dude got don't he got like eight knockouts, like
Yeah, eight
first round
knockouts.
knockouts or some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah. And he put which tells you that he got great timing. You know what I mean? That's great timing. When you got great timing, you don't gotta set your punches up because you timing a weight transition, you timing a step with a jab. You feel me? You timing something like it.
Facts, man. You guys asking where's Drake? Drake got some legal things going on right now, so he got to take care of that, and he'll be back at some point. We praying for him, we wishing him well. I
Facts,
know today's a big day for him, so
facts,
he'll probably fill those in that need to be filled in. I'm not going to speak on his business, but
facts.
we praying for Big Drake.
Most definitely in our prayers, Drake.
So Mr. Mechanical says the Riverside Rocky and Gamboa need to hang it up. No cap. Yeah, I agree. Both of them. I mean, I'm just shocked at the toughness of Gamboa, man. I mean,
Man, Gamboa been tough since he came in the boxing, boy. He's been tough. Now, that's one
man,
thing you can say about him. Like, and
man.
since that Terrence Crawford loss never defined Gamboa as a fighter,
Facts.
and that's impressive when you can have such a devastating loss and then be so accomplished, gold medalist. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Unified champion when he
Mm-hmm.
going into that fight undefeated. So
Mm-hmm.
he was the shit of his own rights.
Facts. Facts. Facts, man. Aesop Cruz, what did you think about his performance?
First of all, oh yeah, they did say that the scales was off. They say the scales was off. So he actually made weight. He was actually ready the whole time. But he didn't show me nothing that I ain't expect to see. He
Okay.
still didn't show you an active jab. He still
Yeah.
didn't transition his punches to put his person away. And with that type of style, that butterfly style, you feel me? That style is built off timing.
Yeah, it is.
Because you like I said, man, you closing the distance off of that roll, off of that slip. So you need to enforce some type of activity from from the other person you fighting in.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a smart enough fighter to time your slip, then your ass in trouble. So
Facts.
it just looked to me like he ain't fought the right fighter yet. But
Okay.
they put him on that stage though. What you think is the ceiling for Eastside Cruz is my question for you.
I think the ceiling is putting him in there with Ryan Garcia and him knocking Ryan Garcia to smooth out of boxing. That's the matchup I want to see.
You think you think he can set his punches up well enough to
He,
close the distance on Ryan Garcia, who got a good jab and fast hands.
yeah, he do got a good jab and fast hands, but so does
When he
Tank.
use it, you're right.
Right. So
My
does
bad.
Tank and Pitbull. I feel like Pitbull might be one of those guys who fights to the level of his opponents. Maybe he will. I don't think he was as up for this fight as he was for Tank, knowing what was on the line.
Right, right.
Uh, Gamboa's been through a lot of wars and everything like that, but Pitbull needs a jab. He has to work. He's got to work on that jab because he would have got Gamboa out of there if he would have just used a jab. I mean, the,
Whoever's training him need to just come on and subscribe to OTB boxing class. We'll teach him how to transition his punches. Cause, Cause you can see that shit coming a mile away.
facts.
Them punches like he loading up for him. So I'm like, man, I don't know who you expect to knock out. You got to be in the club to hit somebody like it.
Facts, man. One of the things I saw with Aesop, Pitbull Cruz, as well, he was lunging a lot. A lot of his punches were defensively irresponsible. A lot of lunging, but you could get away with that shit, I guess, when someone's hurt. You hurt them right away, and they on Queer Street for the rest of the fight. But that could be cleaned up. He's setting himself up for some level of stardom. It may not be superstardom, but he's setting himself up for a certain level of stardom. So, like salute to him, man. This guy, he made the most out of his opportunity with Tank, and he's building off of it, man. And he was ready on short notice. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts.
Ready on short ready on short notice, man. So you gotta salute that, man, because people always say like success is when preparation means opportunity. Yeah, he got his opportunity. He was prepared. He got an opportunity on short notice with Tank, and I was impressed by his performance. And when I heard a lot of people saying like, "Oh, Tank, he's fighting another small guy," but when I seen Pitbull Cruz fight before, I was like, "That's not an easy fight." Oh, here go my brother. Just my brother jumping up on in here. Hold on.
Aye. What's
What's
up?
going on, Goon?
What's the dilly, baby?
What's going on, man?
Slow mo. What's good?
Man, we
Salute,
just
salute.
we can't call it, man. We ain't here just cooking a little bit off of the card this weekend. We going over
It
the
was a good card.
undercard.
It was a
Yeah, it
good
was a really
card.
good card, man.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of action. We stated we I feel that Gamboa and Josecito need to retire. Jose, yeah.
Facts. All facts.
Yeah, they need
Yeah.
to. The sad thing is, with boxing, especially with a guy like Gamboa who grew up in Cuba, gold medalist. He is boxing.
Oh yeah, he was like he was up there. Like
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all keep up with the amateur boxing like I do, but like he was up there.
yeah.
Yeah, he was a dog in the amateur boxing, but amateur boxing is different than the professionals, bro.
Pros. Yep. Yep.
And then we don't really consider that shit. Like he won Pan American games like
Yeah,
2-3 times type shit, like in
yup,
his weight division.
yup.
But man, we don't get no credit from Olympic Games, Pan American Games. You know what I mean? For whatever reason. So we ain't never really get at a whole lot of credit. The gold medal neither. And I was
Think
impressed.
about
I was
Lomo
more
though.
impressed to see him unified up there when he got that second belt.
Shit,
And
think
that,
about Lomo. Lomo was like he's gonna go down as like one of the a Mark Breland of the amateur
Right.
shit. You feel what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Right.
But by
Right.
the time they come over here, they old.
Right, and because they don't, all of them fight like 300 fights too.
Yeah,
And Tank,
they
one
got
of
like
them
four,
fighters. Tank
500
got a
fights.
300 fight amateur career.
Yeah, you brain dead by then.
Yeah, that's a
Rigondeaux,
lot
he
of
was another one.
boxing, man.
Yeah, it is. And that's a lot of hits upside the head.
Yeah.
Gotta say that. Gotta say that.
Definitely, man. So yeah, the undercards, I thought they were fire, man. I mean, the first fight was all the fights were action packed. Cody Crawley, he just don't have no damn power.
Bro,
Uh,
Caleb Plant, bro. I was texting you. I said, bro, you look just like Caleb Plant.
He Caleb Plant 2.0.
For
You know
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
what I'm saying? I wasn't impressed, but I did see some skill. Like there was a good
Yeah, he
amount of
got
skill
flashes.
level that was there.
Mhm.
The question is, how is that skill going to look against somebody who's just as good as him or maybe a little bit better? You
I
know,
don't see I don't see no flash and bang, so not to discredit him. I ain't here for that.
right?
But I can agree with what you're saying right now.
Yeah, I just I'm just saying, Josecito Lopez, he's an old fighter. He did what he was supposed to do against Josecito. But the question is, once he step up in competition, with someone who's young, who got some power, who
What
actually
about
has
him
some
and Keith?
skill.
What about him and Keith?
Keith too experienced for him.
I agree. But
I
He
Keith is a 6-round fighter though.
he have to catch his man on the right night, on the off night.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
agree.
now if you put him in the right fight and he catches man on the off night, or either I tell you what, if he get with a trainer like Breadman, you know what I mean? Like he get with a trainer like Breadman, or like because we didn't expect Julian Williams to beat what you call it,
Yep.
eh,
Yeah.
Jerry Hurd.
Facts.
We didn't
Yeah.
expect him to win that fight at
I agree.
all.
I
And he
agree.
went there with a game plan
And look good doing it.
and tore his ass up in the
For sure.
pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
for
mean,
sure.
so Cody Crowley get with the right trainer. Yeah, I mean, I feel
But shit,
like
his trainer that he got right now didn't want him.
say he didn't.
No, remember they said on the thing, like he said, I'm gonna keep coming up here till you get tired.
Yeah, see, he gotta
Yeah.
find somebody,
But
man.
no knock against him though. Like, he did what he was supposed to do.
And they got him together. He ain't bad. Like,
No,
yeah, I
he's
mean,
not.
he's a B level. Yeah, I mean, I agree
Just
with
no
you.
flash.
I
He
agree
don't
with
have
you,
that
boy.
boots effect where you like, damn, this motherfucker might be that guy.
Right.
right.
Because he can't really sit on his shit. It ain't nothing really he do great, but it's a lot of things he do good. So, you know what I mean? His ceiling gonna always be limited to me. But
Yep.
I will say, if he get with the right trainer, then
Who you
trainers
think
bring
right for him
things out
then?
of fighters. Salute, Queen
Salute
Cassandra.
you,
And,
Queen Cassandra. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look. Y'all could talk about that. I really don't give a shit who his trainer is. This nigga ain't exciting to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
I already know you get ready to go shoot.
this nigga is he the first. Look, man, I didn't even take a sip yet. Let me take a sip.
Yo, don't.
He
Hey,
ain't.
look. Let me ask you a question though before you go, bro.
Uh-huh.
How white are your teeth right now?
Oh man, look at them.
Oh
Look
man,
at him,
show
man.
out. Show out.
They
Oh, he about
white
to be on
today,
this
man.
bullshit.
They white today, man.
I already
So
know.
I don't know if you know OTB when hating on Bud makes my teeth white. So I'm just gonna allow you to know,
I
when
love
they
my
say
brother because he
how white
keeping
are
a
my teeth.
band-aid on that one right there.
Yeah,
Oh
how white are my teeth?
man.
I stole
I
that.
already know it's gonna be a long show.
I stole that,
Yeah.
man.
I
Pack a
already know.
lunch, bro. Pack a
I
lunch.
told him real. I say, man, my co-host on one today,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
got it. I'm
I
about
stole
to have
that.
to
I
hear this
actually
They
shit the
gotta
whole
fight.
show.
They gotta fight.
Yeah, I
And
actually
look, you heard, hey, Kwame, you heard what my pops just said, right?
what he said.
Say it one more time, pops.
They gotta fight now.
They gotta fight, bro.
Oh
Like
yeah, they gotta fight.
we
Yeah,
don't
they
give a
fighting.
fuck. They gotta fight, bro.
Yeah, they fighting. They fighting, man.
Yeah,
But
they gotta fight.
yeah, I stole that from the late great Paul Mooney. He said, yeah, he was like, yeah, I say nigga. He said, I say nigga
I
10
seen
times a
that.
day. The man should make my teeth white.
Man, you about to get flagged, bro. Chill
Hey, I
out.
seen it. You know what? I
They gonna
seen that
flag
too.
your ass.
I
Chill
seen
out,
that.
I
bro.
like word. I was like, hating on Bud
That's
Crawford
dope.
make my teeth white. You know what I'm saying?
Ammonia
And
nut,
look, but you
man.
like to skip Bayless for LeBron though, bro. You know you love that nigga too.
Oh yeah. I
For
no,
sure.
I really do love Bud Crawford.
Yeah, I know you do. I know.
I do got love for Bud Crawford like big time. I heard he's a real cool
I know.
individual, and I just respect greatness.
For
Like
sure.
he's
For sure.
greatness. Like
Yeah.
discipline.
Hey, listen, bro. This what the problem is. I hate to. I'm sorry, Kwame. No matter who win or lose that motherfucking fight, dog, both of them niggas was still great before that. Somebody
Right.
just gotta lose.
Right.
That's it. It's the
Right.
fashion that you're gonna lose in. If you get
Right.
washed, we.
Y'all gonna be some sad niggas on this show.
But if it go the other way around, y'all gonna be
Crazy
the
as
sad
hell,
niggas.
man.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's
So,
true, but
yeah.
see, this is what y'all haven't realized with me yet, and it's going to sink in. It's going to sink in. I'm not wrong usually.
Me neither.
I'm
And
not
then when
wrong
I'm wrong, I
usually,
could have
man.
been right.
Because I'm a person. Look, I'm a person that I look at matchups and intangible stuff. I don't just go, oh, this person had this style and this person had this, so this person is gonna win.
Right.
I'm trying to tell y'all boys,
Kind
listen to me.
of like what I told you in this Ugas fight before they fought. I said, well, when I was watching film, and I said, bro, if he even attempt to fight this motherfucker like he fought Sean Porter, he getting washed. I said, I'm gonna call it a 9.
Yeah, I
That was
called
a
it a
round
9.
off.
That's the thing, man.
I called it a
Film
9.
don't lie.
Yeah. Oh, you said
Film
9
don't
too?
lie.
Yeah, I called 9.
Yeah, we both did. Yeah.
I called 9, man.
I was a round off.
I
So
thought he was gonna finish it though. I said he was gonna finish.
Yeah, I know. Man, I know.
well, he had the heart to want to finish. Ugas didn't want to lose his belt.
Nah, nigga, he wasn't gonna hold out like shit. He's trying to win.
I thought he
bro.
was gonna.
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna finish,
he's a true dog.
You can't be mad at him for trying to fight to win, bro.
Nah, man, I
But
saluted.
what
I
I
saluted the
do
effort. You
get
gotta salute that
upset with-
effort.
What I do get upset with right now is, and I'm gonna be real brief with this. They didn't let Bud enjoy his victory, even though Sean's father stopped it. And we both knew that Sean, I felt that he could have continued.
Mm-hmm.
I never made no bones about that.
Mm-hmm.
Ugas could have continued, but like, dog, just stop the shit. Like, this shit is just like stupid at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could like, bro, I'm gonna sit on this side of your eye so you can't see me, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. So,
Right.
like, come on, dog. Like, let's not do that net. You know, Kwame, what I'm talking about. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Both
yeah.
motherfuckers won that fight. And that's it.
Look, yeah, I mean, I always said that too. Like both.
Yeah, I hate that shit, bro.
When they're fighting,
hell
but
nah,
that's the thing. When you on social media, you're dealing with so many people
Fuck.
that you're gonna hear
Fuck
some dumb shit. That's just
dumb shit. Like,
that's just what it is. The
Fuck that. Rest
the
in peace,
problem with
Patrick
it,
Day. Shit. That's all I'm gonna say to that. Rest in peace, Patrick Day. Shit.
yeah. The problem
Really
with hearing
dying in that ring.
the
Yeah.
problem
Yeah.
with hearing the dumb shit is because I'm like the Earl Spence like quote unquote mascot. So it's like when the fan base say dumb shit, then people come back and be like, yeah, Kwame, you said this, and I'd be like, nah, I never said that. Because there's certain things I just don't agree with.
you don't agree with that
Right,
shit.
right, right.
That
Yeah.
like people just say some goofy shit because it's just a matter of let me just one up the other side. You know what I'm saying?
And I hate it. Like, stop. Oh, they both won. Do y'all want to see this motherfucker fight or not? Like, dog,
Those
it don't
people
matter.
gotta
if Sean's
produce a
father stopped
narrative.
it or the referee
Right.
stopped it. It's a stoppage. That's it.
If his daddy hadn't stopped it, he would have been in trouble.
And I said the
Yeah,
same
he
thing, but
coulda
we
got-
don't
he
know.
coulda got seriously.
Yeah.
He could have got like I mean, he already seriously hurt.
Yeah.
It ain't cool to wake up with a
Nah, bro. I
broken
don't know if y'all
ribs,
ever woke
broken
up like
nose,
that after
broken
that shit, bro.
face.
That shit don't feel good, bro.
Man, we just was
Nah.
talking about this shit. What was it? 2 weeks ago with Erickson Lubin. Shit.
Yeah,
I ain't got no space for that shit. Nah.
None, bro.
Just like I treated that, I treat Ugas fighting the same manner, man.
And
EJ
listen,
went
bro,
out there and looked spectacular. He executed his game plan, and he used his feet. And so, I mean, I gotta salute him, man.
Yep.
And he brought the dog out of him, man.
He did.
That was the first time we seen the dog come out of EJ in a while, man.
Yeah.
You ain't seen that dog since he was
It's been
hungry.
in a while.
When he was hungry, everybody got some dog in them when they hungry.
I'm gonna switch gears for a minute before we start to cook on the fight, man. I want to give both of these great trainers a salute and respect, man.
The boys is ready.
This was a battle of the game plans. I listened to Derek's game plan. I didn't really understand Paul Salas' game plan because he had to speak in Spanish, but he did something that he did some things in there. Ugas did some things in there that posed some questions for EJ in the first.
Bro, didn't I tell you? Did you go watch the video?
I can agree.
We 6.5 thousand likes. I mean, views up by now, man.
Okay, you got a new one? You got a new one?
Nah, man. I'm talking about that video on this fight.
Wait. The breakdown.
Yeah.
That's a great
He
video.
did the same thing we knew he would do. Like I kept saying, EJ ain't got no head movement for real. Now he gonna move up and down, but he not gonna move laterally.
Yes.
So he's gonna be there to be hit.
Yes.
You guys is gonna hit him with his best shot.
And ain't gonna be shit.
Have to take it.
And ain't gonna be shit.
EJ took it.
Yeah.
And once he took it, that
fight
jab got
went
the popping.
Exactly like I thought it would go.
Then that straight left hand
started
started
exactly
coming.
like I thought it would go.
That side was messed up. The fight was.
Then them three body. Then he started working in threes. Bang, bang, bang. It was like a symphony.
That fight went exactly like I thought it would go, bro. Like I'm like, if you just look at Ugas in the last few fights that he fought, that's not a good matchup for him fighting Spence like that.
Right.
Not EJ. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can fight Sean Porter like that because Porter's scrappy, he's rough and rugged, but he ain't gonna really hurt you with nothing like that. EJ gonna hurt you to the body, like he gonna snatch your soul from you, bro.
Body snatcher.
Yeah, he gonna snatch your soul from you. So
but
if you stand in front of him like that, you're a sitting duck. Period.
But you know what? You know what though? A lot of so-called Bud fans / Spence haters didn't think EJ had power. And see, when I told y'all
how
he
could
was
they
fucking off.
They not?
Yeah, well,
hold on. Who said that, man?
A lot of
we're
people
not going to address any stupid. There's too much knowledge up here.
EJ is not a one-punch knockout artist, but he accumulation of punches. He gonna beat the shit out of you.
But let's keep it 100, right? A lot of y'all was like, you say, EJ gonna stop her. Oh, he couldn't even stop Mikey.
Well, yeah, I said that. EJ ain't
said it again for me. I missed the last
part. A lot of people was like, he couldn't stop Mikey. So I mean, they saying that he really didn't have power.
Of course. And you know why they said that though, right?
Oh, because Bud was stopping everybody. That's why. And they needed to give Bud a 1-up. That's why they said
no, it's because Bud is a better finisher. Period. He's a better finisher than EJ.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
No, he's only saying that Bud has stopped everybody at 147. He's not saying that he's a better fighter, but at 147,
so who y'all think
Bud done stopped everybody at 142.
EJ is bringing the beefcase. Yeah, he bringing the
so Crawford got to come to him now because he a better man.
They both got to come to each other. They both want to be undisputed, so they got to make this shit happen. I understand that. I understand that.
That one belt ain't shit. I don't give. He ain't even.
Hey,
Kwame, you hear Pops talking that shit?
I hear Pops talking that shit over there.
He's talking that shit.
I fuck with Pops. Pops know what he's talking about.
Neither one of them undisputed. What is you talking about?
And he got an I Love New York shirt. I fuck with Pops.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. But you still need that other belt to be undisputed.
All right.
So let's make a deal, nigga. How bad you want? How bad you want it? You can't tell me you want 80-20.
Spence got the most. The fuck you talking about? You and your boxing fan. Earl Spence got the majority of what he want.
We know that already. So do you want to fight me or not, man?
I ain't tripping.
Yeah, you want to fight me? See, my daddy don't even want to fight me, bro. He don't even want to fight Bud.
Earl Spence the motherfucking man. Bud ain't the man.
You see this shit, bro? Kwame, you better not be recording this shit and put this shit up.
This shit recorded. See.
All right, man. We gotta. All right, man.
You know what, Goon? You know what, Goon? See, I'm not gonna give you so much grace anymore because I can tell you was raised better than the shit you say now. I can see that now.
You ain't shit. I tell you that.
You was raised better than the shit you say, Goon. All your daddy is over there saying to you is some common sense shit.
That nigga ain't never fought a motherfucking boxing match in his life. I have, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me fight.
Go ahead, man. We trying to cook, bro. Go ahead, y'all.
But yeah, man, these two trainers did an excellent job, man. What was worrying me about Ugas in the beginning of the fight was how he was countering Earl's jab to the body under his jab.
I seen that. He did Sean Porter like that too. Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that's different. You know, like
he don't have no power though, Kwame, though. Like, that's the only problem.
That and that attention to the body that he shows early in fights is why he get hit so much.
Look, I'm not gonna say he don't have no power because
I mean yeah,
we can't say. I mean, he's dropped.
I retract that.
And look, when he caught Spence clean in the 6th round, he hurt him.
Yeah, he hurt him a couple of times.
Yeah, he hurt him.
But listen, okay, so remember I sent you a text earlier today. The dude that was on the co-main event, the Russian dude from Ukraine, Stasionis, whatever his name is. The difference between him and Ugas is he's a heavier puncher, bro. And Earl could not. They both will fuck each other up. I don't know who will win.
Yeah, but Earl don't have to fight him
Earl
like that.
Earl can box it. Bingo.
Outbox him.
Exactly.
Did well boxing.
Bingo.
And Stanionis just got a good jab. Once you eliminate that jab, that's why I forget who I seen whoop his ass, but somebody whooped his ass before, and they eliminated that jab and sidestepped him all day. But he got a pretty ass jab.
That's a different element that Earl has that he don't. You feel what I'm saying? So his styles make fights.
Right.
But look, if Earl stands in front of him like that, it's rock'em sock'em robots.
Right.
If Ugas stands in front of Earl, we know. Right. We knew what was going to happen on that.
So
if that happened.
So now, moving on from that, this nutritionist did a hell of a job, man.
For both. Hell yeah.
This nutritionist,
hell yeah.
I mean, that was the biggest I've seen Earl. I'm not going to say
he look good, bro.
I'm not going to say like I still like the Earl, the Lamont Peterson version of Earl. I feel like he was a little bit more agile than the Earl we seen on Saturday night. I feel like the
strong.
I feel like the Earl we saw Saturday night was
strong as a motherfucker.
He was heavy. He was a little heavier and he was strong.
He was strong, bro.
Brute strong. You know, and it's not a good thing when he can hurt you with your guard up. When he's punching through your guard and the punches are still concussive, man, you know, because I mean, I felt like some of those shots he hit Ugas with, he didn't even get maximum leverage on him, but it was like he was hitting him with like some like boulders or some shit like that.
Sometimes it's punch placement too.
Facts.
And his punch transition, all his punches set up the next punch.
Yep.
Jab, that pretty ass jab he got, that set up everything. After that jab,
and what I noticed with him, he just want to get close, like Julio Cesar Chavez, because he know he got a high output work rate.
Yeah,
and that's to stop you from punching. You feel what I'm saying?
Punching threes out there. Plus, he don't got no head movement, so that's the total counter for me not being able to get my damn head off the line. Is staying active.
Bingo. And like if he doing that, you're not punching and you're on the defense and you're moving back. If you get with a boxer puncher that can move and they're not going to sit in front of you, you have a different. I'm not saying that like he can't neutralize that or nothing like that, but you have a different fight. Ugas is fighting like he's the boy just beat Lubin ass.
Fedora.
You feel what I'm saying? Like you in a pocket like that, and it's amazing that he's that big that he can fight like that. Like I fuck with it, but Charlo gonna knock him the fuck out.
Yeah. That
ain't even gonna be good, bro.
Good.
I would say Ugas did a really good job. You know, he's
in spots.
In spots. But the problem is, I told you guys, I see Drake be getting mad at me because he say, "Oh, you just be stuck on one word." But when I use a word, I use the word, you know, for a purpose. I told you Ugas wasn't gonna get pummeled. That's what he got. He got pummeled.
We agreed on that, bro.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying we didn't agree. I'm just saying, like, sometimes when Drake and I go back and forth, like he said like the whole dwarfing thing, and I'm like, nah, it ain't. I use a word in the context that is supposed to be used in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Earl,
and I told him that. I said, yeah, that's not dwarfing. I said, yeah, he bigger than by an inch or a half or so, or whatever. But like, I said, dwarfing would be
like this
and
picture.
Lubin.
Derek James and this guy, that's dwarfing.
That's dwarfing. Yeah.
Right. So
yeah.
my thing is, EJ is gonna pummel you because it's like even if you keep your guard up, you still gonna get hurt. You can't.
It depends on the fighter, bro. It depends.
And the difference with that is he about to go into fighting somebody with a 74-inch reach, man.
That's what I'm saying.
But that 74-inch reach is that's Jamal Charlo reach, bro.
Kwame, that's different, bro. Like I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, that's different from a southpaw like you with power in both hands.
Yeah,
but that's what y'all better go back and look at. Go look at how Bud done knock people out with both hands.
Yeah,
man.
both hands, bro.
He didn't stop fights with both hands.
And they both can hurt each other because we didn't see Bud get hurt. Like, and you know what I get upset with, bro, is the fact that they'll bring up Bud supposedly getting knocked down by Green Machine. And if it was a knockdown, the ref didn't call it, so it's not a knockdown. Same thing with Earl this week. Everybody crying about that. I'm like, bro, the referee did not call it. We know the rope saved him. It was not a knockdown, bro. The referee did not rule it a knockdown.
Here go my queen here. She got my back. She said, well, Ugas got 73.5-inch reach.
But Ugas
don't have an active jab.
He was supposed to fight.
He don't jab.
So hold on, Kwame.
That's not an active jab.
So was Ugas supposed to fight an inside fight? Like if you're training Ugas and you're getting paid to do this, right? Is that the game plan that you're gonna have for him to fight EJ? A simple yes or no with
hell no.
Okay. So he's not using his reach.
I mean, you are who you are.
Right. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't be a world-class fighter and then you get into the biggest fight of your life and try to beat someone else you ain't never been before.
All in the cameras, all in the videos.
Man, you know, we got some really we got some really good points in here, man, because Kell Brook got a 69-inch reach to show up swole Bud eye up with a jab.
But we both know that's the same eye. If you touch it, it's gonna do that with. See, this is what I don't like.
No.
Look,
Nigga,
I ain't gonna be on here long.
if
we gonna do this, eyelids. I definitely can't be on here long. Because we know that eye has always been lazy.
I want to talk to your daddy, man.
I ain't fucking with you tonight, dog. Hey, look, you sound like your boy from Harlem, bro. What's my man on the battle rap shit? I'm gonna fucking tell your dad. He told my homeboy Calico, I'm gonna tell your daddy.
Yeah, man. Crazy. Look, Bud is not really. He's not his best defense is his offense. He doesn't make great defensive adjustments.
So you know what made me feel comfortable last night? I feel even more confident last night in Bud beating EJ
Mhm.
off the dominant win that he had. See, I'm
Mhm.
not gonna do what they did when Bud
Mhm.
beat Dog,
It was definitely a dominant win.
but I feel that I feel just a little bit more better than I did on that because Bud showed me that he can get in there and it can get rough, and he can box. He's a boxer. I just like boxer punchers. So I'm keeping a band-aid with you.
Look, man, and look, man, it's nothing wrong with that, man. It's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with.
I'm
It's
gonna keep
nothing
it a
wrong.
band-aid with you, bro.
Yeah, look, man, it's nothing wrong with any of it.
Yeah.
My thing is this. It's the fight. Listen to what I'm telling you, Goon. The
No,
fight.
if he going that motherfucker and able to fight an inside like he did Ugas, I don't see Bud pulling off. But if Bud fight the way that he should, because they think he dumb, BF TV, like if he go in there and box him, I could just see him boxing circles around Earl. But if Earl be able to do what he did to Ugas, then I don't see it looking good for Bud. And I don't already placed my bets. But this year, it has to happen this year because I kept saying that this year.
Right. Well, here's the thing, right? I keep trying to tell you that this fight is going to come down to durability.
Oh, for
And
sure. I agree with you.
one
I
of the
agree.
things that made me feel even more secure about EJ beating Bud is the fact that EJ took that right hand from Ugas clean. He was
That was
hurt.
Ugas now.
Wait,
Stop.
wait, wait,
Don't do that.
wait. Let's understand. This wasn't like a punch that Ugas hit him with in the midst of them
I agree.
actually
I could agree too with
fighting.
that.
This was a punch that
On the
the
button
ones that hurt you that you don't see,
that you don't see coming.
right?
I agree.
And look how he was
Took
still
it.
able to be
He ate it.
together.
He ate it. He ate it.
He ate it,
Yeah.
and it only pissed him off and made him stronger.
You see how I just said that, bro? I
Mhm.
agree with every single thing you just said right there,
And
bro.
and
And I do.
that's
I
and
ain't being
that's
funny. I agree with everything you just said.
yeah. And I think that's why I keep saying the fight's gonna come down to durability because I don't believe Bud can do the same thing.
But check it though. The punches that you don't see coming is the motherfuckers that hurt you the worst.
Right.
Think about it, bro. If you Paulie and I'm Tank, and these are two different ways, which one you think gonna hurt the worst?
Oh, no, I get that.
Okay, so like those
I
are
get
two
that.
different punchers. Those were two different punches
but
too.
but the thing
You got to
is,
put that into the equation too.
oh, absolutely. But the thing is, again, it's not like EJ's defense was so horrible that he took
No,
like
he had a memory lapse or something. I don't know what
yeah.
the
No,
fuck he
but
was
I
doing, bro.
I
and
think
hold on, let me get in
Go
because
ahead, bro.
if I think it's gonna come down to who make the first mistake,
Mm,
and
mm,
and
mm,
given that, yeah, I mean,
mm.
the way that he landed that against that's not just gonna be no two-piece with Bud. That's gonna be
He
a
gonna keep
four
going. Yeah, Bud
and a
gonna keep going.
biscuit. And I ain't saying that EJ gonna make that mistake against Bud. That's why I
right.
told you. I
Right.
feel like in this fight, we could be looking at a chess match and for
That
6,
definitely
7
is.
rounds because it's grade A boxing. Like you really about to have two A-level boxers in there. And people can be looking at this fight like who gonna make it a dog fight now? Somebody got to win these last 5 rounds.
They both got hella dog in them though.
And
Like,
then
Earl just showed his more in certain
we
fights.
know it's gonna come with a rematch clause.
I don't know why it wouldn't.
Ain't gonna be no rematch because
Crazy
It
as hell.
depends on how
Man,
it
you
goes.
think they
Right.
both of them
Exactly.
making
It depends on how the fight
147
go.
again.
Let me
They about
If
to
a
make
nigga get washed, it ain't gonna be no
Bud
rematch.
gonna get washed, bro. It's not gonna
man.
be no
Ain't,
rematch.
ain't
Okay, so
nobody getting washed,
Kwame.
bro. Y'all
We
tripping.
know
It's
we know you got the
wash,
Jamaican
wash,
background and all
bro.
that. So I know where you at with that. And
Thank
this
you.
ain't what I'm saying. If it's a close fight, I fuck with you, my nigga. If it's a close fight, let's just say the Wilder Fury fight, the first one, which I thought Fury won the first one, but that's neither here nor there. If it's a close fight, rematch clause.
It's gonna be a rematch clause anyway, y'all. This is for Undisputed.
So what if somebody get clipped in the 9th or the 10th round? Rematch clause?
It's gonna be a rematch clause
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay.
Whoever loses gonna invoke their rematch clause. Trust
It's
me.
hard to do that when one got 3 belts and the other one got 1 though.
Right, but my thing is
It's
this,
too
right?
much money involved.
The way Bud,
Al and
listen,
them about to put that rematch clause in that
They'd be
contract.
smart
look,
if they would do
the
that.
way Bud
This
could beat you, EJ, he could catch EJ with something coming in, but we know he could punch. He gets EJ hurt, you know, EJ's drowsy, ref has to stop it, he drop or whatever the case may be, right? But the way EJ will beat Bud is more of a overall. This is a guy who's breaking bones. Nigga, you think you get a bunch of broken ribs and a broken orbital bone and shit, and you want a fucking rematch? Man, let
Yeah,
that nigga
nigga,
go to
I'm a fighter.
154.
Hell yeah, I'm a fighter.
So
You got me that time. We gonna fight tomorrow till I beat you.
okay, well, nigga, you
I
better
mean,
go get.
that's how I was brave.
You
I
better
mean,
go get in the fountain of youth or something, or
no, but listen, bro. Like, this is what I'm saying, though, bro. You only looking at it from one angle, the angle that you want to happen.
exactly.
Because you keep forgetting
That's the
that
only
Bud is
angle
that
he
guy
gonna
that's
see
putting
it from.
motherfuckers down at a
But
bad
that's
rate.
what I said. The
And
type
y'all
of
don't
beating,
want to realize that. Like, y'all will discredit every win that he do, and that's why I'm not gonna do that to EJ.
I just
I ain't
explained
And
gonna
that.
not
do that
only
to
that,
EJ.
but I give you a different perspective.
All right.
Bud go in there and try and make it a dog fight because we know Bud like to fight.
He got dog in him. His mama
Yeah,
know that.
Bud a dog. So Bud go
better
in there and
not.
try and make it a dog fight.
He better not.
And shit, we
But
see
listen,
this
you saying he
best
better
EJ
not.
that
But
we done
listen, bro,
seen.
your boy ain't the same though, bro. Like, I'm looking at the fight with the Ugas fight, and you know I fuck with you with certain things that I say. When I say I feel more comfortable with that, I'm fucking with you with that. But I really do, because I'm like, if that was Bud in there last night, that's a totally different fight. And I think we should all agree on that.
The man came off a 7. Listen, a 17.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Oh,
matter,
it
bro.
does.
Nah,
Bro,
we
it
That
about
does
to
doesn't
see
matter.
we about to see a better
That doesn't
EJ
matter,
in
bro.
this
Bro, it
Bud
do
fight
matter.
than
When
we
two
seen
A-class
against
fighters,
Ugas.
when two
Listen,
A-class fighters get in there with each other, A-class.
bro,
We're not talking about A, B minus, B plus. We talking about two A-class fighters because they are the best in the division.
Goon. All right, I seen you before on a basketball court before, right?
Nigga, I'm
You
old
could,
as fuck though.
right, but listen to what I'm saying. I used to play ball. You can have a guy that, like, even from when you was young, you used to bust this dude ass,
Right.
and he ain't on your level. But
Mm-hmm.
if he been in the gym every day and you haven't,
Yeah.
there's a good possibility you gonna get worked.
He might get me. Yeah.
But if you still kind of like you still that dude, because you just that dude, even though you ain't polished, it's like, yeah, you may not look as sharp, but you gonna find a way to pull it out because that's you. Your pedigree is different, and all I'm saying
Right.
is,
And I think that's both of them though, bro. Like, I only think you looking at it from one angle. Like, I just seen EJ on some shit, on some street bullshit, and just his will to win. I fucking love that shit. They both got that shit, bro. You
they
feel what I'm
do.
saying? But like,
Facts.
because people picking and choosing sides, like, all right, I bet on Bud. But if EJ win, I'm like, dog, I just bet on a person that I thought had a little bit more to offer for my bread. That's all that is.
Look,
So people get upset when you be like, I think this guy could win. Like, nah, bro, this is for my money. Because I'm actually betting.
I don't listen. I don't have an issue with it going either one way or another.
I
In
think you
terms
do,
of
bro.
no,
Let's be
listen, you got to hear me out, brother.
Okay, go ahead.
While we're sitting up here analyzing who we choose to win, I don't have a problem with it going back one way or another. You explaining your viewpoint or your perspective on why Bud will win. I like that. I can't just dominate everything and be like, oh, EJ. No, I appreciate everything you guys are saying about that. I'm just trying to make a point to you that that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: Ugas Ugas fought Manny Pacquiao. He fought in a big time, the biggest fight of his life, right? And he won. And he was in there with, regardless if Pacquiao was old, he was in there with elite, all-time great competition.
So
And
why
on
you don't
top
get
of that,
Bud that when he beat Jeff Horn?
well, let me finish my point. I don't care about that right now.
You can't put Jeff
You
Horn
should,
and
though.
Pacquiao
Right.
in the
You should,
same
though.
What I
But you
comparison.
need
should, though, to be fair. You should.
yeah, but what I need,
I walked you into that.
You
I was
tried
waiting on
it,
that.
bro.
no. What I need,
Hey,
I
I
just
really
need you to
walked you into
stay
that one.
on track, because
Go ahead.
it ain't
Go ahead.
about comparing Bud. This shit has nothing to do with Bud. It has to do with Errol Spence. and just stating the fact that Udenis Ugas is a world-class fighter. He's a world-class fighter who was just in there with one of the greatest fighters, arguably of all time, and he won. So he doesn't have as much rust. You feel me?
He's active. He's an active fighter.
He's active. And it's not just that he's active in high competition, big fights,
Lately.
and his confidence is
at
up
an all-time high.
So I'm going to tell you what I said after I watched this fight. I take back what I said about Bud fighting Keith Thurman. I take it back because
what do you mean?
Because I was saying
what? You said what? You said what now?
I take it all back.
Why?
One more
Why?
time. One more time, man, because we
Why?
rolling this shit live, man. I got it.
Yeah, for real.
This is going to be real valuable footage.
I take it all back. I do not want Bud Crawford to fight Keith Thurman. I'm going to tell you why. Because I want his ass for not wanting to sign contracts, for being being a motherfucker who just won't go to PBC and do what's right. You want to sue Bob Arum instead of just moving on and do what you need to do, and you want to stay out the ring. I want that same type of ring rust.
What do you mean?
I wasn't listening. I was not. Let me say this. I was not impressed by his performance against Sean Porter. I was impressed by the knockout. His performance.
No, you was not impressed by the knockout.
It was doo-doo.
No, you was not. No, you was not impressed by the knockout.
I was impressed by the knockout.
No, you was not, bro. No, you was not.
How can you tell me what? You can't tell me what I am or what I'm not.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You was with them. You was with them.
Listen,
you was one of them on that.
Listen. Listen a second, bro. I've always said between Terrence Crawford fighting Benavidez and fighting Porter that I was not impressed with his performances, but I'm impressed with the knockouts because he got the job done. His actual performance from round to round, I am not impressed with in either fight at all. And because we can say this about, let's say this, EJ, we can say this, Ugas might have beaten Sean Porter. When you watch the fight.
I think he did.
Okay.
I think he did.
Ugas might have beaten Sean Porter, right? There was, even with the shots that Ugas caught EJ with in that fight, no one was telling EJ in his corner that he might be down on no motherfucking scorecard in the 10th round. So to me, Errol Spence did a better job in terms of the overall performance. I'm not going to go to knockout, but I'm going to say
I have to agree. That's part of me saying that Bud is the better finisher.
Yeah,
I had a close
and
fight.
I can agree with that.
Errol Spence, to me, had a better overall just performance because
I can agree.
No one was saying.
So we using triangle theory?
No, I'm not using no triangle theory. Just hear my point.
However,
it's not about
right. Nah, I get you. However, in that same context, we can all agree that Terrence Crawford victory over Sean Porter was more impressive than Errol Spence.
He didn't.
No, it wasn't to me.
He stopped him.
No,
I think stop him.
I think
that fight went to the scorecard.
No credit for it, bro.
I'm a witness
listen
to what I'm saying, OTB.
He got no credit for that win.
Listen to me, OTB. I think what he was able to do to Sean Porter and knocking him down and stopping him, I believe that was impressive. What I saw from rounds 1 through 10, to me, that was not impressive. When you got when you got a top pound for pound fighter in the world who only connects 20 punches between rounds 1 through 4, I'm not impressed by it. I'm sorry. I'm not impressed by that.
I said I wasn't impressed with the victory with Smith with Ugas because Ugas sat in front of him. But that's just my perspective. Like, we just got different perspective. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Ugas sat in front of him. Like, that was just the dumbest. I'm gonna use the BFTV thing. That was dumb. That was dumb to sit in front of him like that. When you can make angles, when you beating them with your jab and moving early in them rounds, why would you sit in front of this guy? That doesn't even make any sense, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck if you got a Hall of Fame trainer or not. Dog, that's just like the wrong game plan in that, bro.
Salute, Batman. We see you in the building.
You know, so in the same breath, but they saying that it's Sean Porter's dad throwing the towel in. It's damn near the same thing. They're like, dog, well, you just sit there and let that nigga beat the shit out of you.
Goon. I think what happens, right, is that, again, you're comparing stuff And I'm not like
you just did. You just literally did.
Are you gonna
You
allow
started.
me to
That's
finish?
why I
Are you
went
gonna
with it.
allow me to finish my sentence, or you just
No,
gonna
I'm
cut me
just
off?
saying you was just comparing stuff, so that's why I
Goon,
went there. I
Goon,
followed you.
Goon. I initially said the beginning of my point. What I was saying was I do not want Terrence Crawford to fight Keith Thurman, and I never got to really finish my point because he has also been inactive. He's also only fought twice in 2 years, right? And I don't want him to go in there and fight a top level competition person like Keith Thurman so he can sharpen his tools and then fight Earl.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
I want him to be arrogant like he is. Don't want to sign 2 fight deals so he can have look. Why wouldn't
So Earl ain't never been
let,
arrogant.
let, let
Man,
me
you
finish.
heard what
Here
Keon
we
just
go.
Earl
said
ain't
in
been
his ad
arrogant,
during
bro.
the fight,
Earl
man.
ain't. We gotta
Bud
stop
in the
that.
gym,
We gotta
man. He
stop
was
that.
just in
So
the
if you gonna
gym.
call somebody out for being arrogant, and I'm asking, well, has the other person ever been arrogant? I can't
Bro,
ask you that.
I'm not. Listen, if I'm having a debate with you, I'm not gonna say, and you say something to me, I'm not gonna say is OTB the same thing. We talking about one specific subject. My subject that I'm
Right.
talking about is
Right.
Terrence Crawford not making the fight. So they have put a 2-fight deal in front of this guy. He said he don't want that. He just want to fight Earl Spence.
What is wrong with that, bro? Like, what is fucking wrong
Listen,
with that,
it's
bro?
He's
fine.
saying he agree.
Like I
He's saying
said,
that's
for
what he
me
want
now,
too.
hold on. For me now, it's fine because you know what? Let's just be honest, right? Let's be honest. Let's
You never do with me sometime, bro.
Let's not put our feelings in it about who we want to win,
I
or
don't care about who wins.
we have to prove the Earl Spence side wrong and the Terrence Crawford side wrong. Let's just talk about a situation, right? Now, are you telling me that a guy that sold 135,000 pay-per-views when you see how crazy Dallas was on Saturday should not have been in the fight, should not have went to the fight, should not have gotten in the ring, right?
Nope.
And hold on. Because this the same guy, because I'm gonna cook his ass right now.
You can't cook me. Because how can he get in the ring?
It's real.
How can he get in the ring, Kwame?
Listen,
How can he get in the ring if he ain't signed with nobody?
Easy.
How can he get in that ring, bro?
Easy, because he ain't with Bob no more.
No.
Bro.
How can he get in the ring right now if he not signed in the line with PBC, bro?
Man, when the motherfucking fight was over, who named got said?
Bud Crawford. That's what everyone wants
What
to see.
difference do if I know you gonna say my name? I don't gotta be there, bro.
Bro, listen, bro.
And we don't have to sell this fight. We are talking about this fight a day after the fight.
We know who's next, bro.
It's not about no tickets, none of that. Pay-per-view buys, none of that, bro.
Everybody know these niggas, bro. What the fuck fight you gotta build, bro? Now, if you say you gotta build this fight, I gotta call
after
all
5 years of we've been waiting on this shit.
This shit does not gotta be built, bro.
You know what? You know what I noticed? You know what I noticed?
Here it comes. Here it comes.
I just realized what I'm dealing with on this show. I'm dealing with 2 fighters. I'm dealing with 2 guys who fight. I'm dealing with 2 fighter mentalities.
I don't fight. I train too.
I'm not a fighter.
I'll be accepting more kids.
I'm not a fighter. I'm a businessman. I got a business brain.
I'm a business man.
So me when I look at
congratulations hold on,
bro. Hear me out.
I appreciate that, bro.
Congratulations,
hear me out. Hear me out. Right? Me, just I like the entertainment of boxing. Me, I'm gonna say this, right? At the end of the day, it's still a business no matter what. Bud and EJ are not paying themselves when they fight. It's big money that these guys are going to make. Is going to probably more than their entire net worth in this one fight for both of these guys, right? But, right, you also have to be business responsible too in the situation. And this comes from a guy, Terrence Crawford, who is saying, oh, I want 50-50. Right?
That's gonna be hard.
Not my business. I'm just saying this is just what he's saying. So I'm just using what he's saying. I'm not saying whether he deserves it or he don't deserve it. I'm just gonna put, the facts out there. He wants 50-50.
Why do you care?
Because these things delay fights.
He ain't getting no damn 50-50.
No, I just said it's gonna be hard. Like 3 belts to 1. My daddy just said
this is what I'm saying though, right? At some point you have to see, because Bob Arum said the same thing. Bob Arum said this, and now I'm starting to see it.
Oh,
He said
now you agreeing with
no,
Bob.
no, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch a person's actions, and then I'm gonna make a decision.
Go
It ain't
ahead,
got
Cook.
nothing to
Go
do
ahead,
with I'm
Cook. I want to
agreeing
hear
with
this
Bob.
shit. I want to
Bro,
hear
this shit
this.
crazy
I
as
want to
hell.
hear
It
this.
has
Go
nothing
ahead,
to do
Cook.
with what I'm
This
agreeing.
shit crazy
Cook.
as hell.
I
Hold
want
on
to
a
hear
second.
all
Okay,
of this.
hold on a second. Hold on a
Put all
second.
the
Right?
plugs in too, Key.
Bob
I
Arum
mean,
said. Bob
Kwame.
Arum said that he
He
don't like to
listen to
sign
Bob, bro.
contracts.
I can't believe this shit.
Bob Arum said that he don't like to sign contracts. Rumor is out there that PBC is trying to get this guy that he just rejected a 2-fight deal, right?
I've been
With a
told y'all
guy.
they do shit like
Hold
that.
on a second. With a guy that if he was with Bob Arum and he'd be crying about how nobody wants to fight him, he has the opportunity to fight this guy and build his profile in Keith Thurman, right? He got the opportunity to do it. Now you sit up and you watch how the PBC markets Errol Spence.
Oh,
Bob,
man, you ain't in the know on that one,
listen,
bro.
listen. Terrence Crawford himself, when his pay-per-view numbers came out for the Sean Porter fight, because they was trying to compare him and EJ, and you was asking for 50-50, and then when it didn't do well, he said no one knew how to get on the ESPN app. Those were his own words, right? But everyone know how to get to Showtime. He was watching Showtime at Keyshawn Davis' house watching the fight. So if you want to make the most amount of money, why wouldn't you help build it? Why wouldn't you go there, get an Errol Spence face or whatever? Y'all do have y'all face off. Everyone would have been talking about it. Or even before that,
Oh my
why
God.
not, hold on? Why not go fight a Keith Thurman to stay sharp?
He don't got to. He stay in the gym, bro.
Bruh, to stay sharp. He ain't look sharp to me against no Sean Porter. To stay sharp.
And your boy didn't look impressive to me in the fight against Ugas.
My boy wasn't up. My boy was off for 17 months.
It doesn't matter how long it
Your guy
was.
have
The
fought
fight,
already.
the fight that you win is the one that's in front of you.
Go ahead, finish. Go
That's
ahead,
it,
finish,
bro.
bro.
And previous
Finish
to that,
cooking.
your guy fought my guy leftover.
I don't have a guy. I don't have a guy.
Yes,
I
you
just
do.
bet on the guy.
Yes,
I don't
you
have
do.
a guy.
You got
I'm
a
not
guy.
invested in it like y'all.
You got
bro.
a guy because every time I
No,
say
I
something
don't.
about him,
No,
you say
no,
something
I
about
don't.
EJ. You got a
See,
guy.
you have a guy.
Oh, I
because
do.
y'all have the same nationality. I don't have a guy. I love boxing.
Look.
I just want them niggas to fight.
Yep,
I don't have a guy. I just
and you
pick
also
one.
love anytime I say something about Bud, you also like to say, but what about EJ? So you got a guy.
Right, because you seem to forget about that.
They're not the same people. Why are we doing what game is this? What about
it's kind of like
what about him? You did what about him?
It's kind of like
None
y'all
of that
just
shit
did the
matters.
other day.
Just
It's
like
kind of like y'all just did the other day.
if he show up and he get his ass whooped. So
it
he
don't even
showed
matter,
up,
bro. Like
he showed up, talked all that shit up in the ring, and then he lose that fight.
They will.
It means
this
nothing.
shit would die. The whole thing would die. After
It
Wilder,
means
this
nothing.
shit will be over with, bro.
Listen,
it will be over.
Listen,
it will be over.
I'm
Trust
just
me.
saying,
and then,
I've seen this shit happen already.
And you know what? Since I know these guys are gonna fight next, right? That's why he gonna lose.
It doesn't matter what you say. They got to get in there and fight.
You know why? Because he picked fights with his ego. He wants to fight people and pick fights with
Kwame,
his
you
ego.
not Jesus and God, bro.
He picked
What
fights
you
with
say
his
don't
ego.
matter, bro. What I say don't matter.
He picked
They
fights
got to
with
get
his
in there and
ego.
fight, bro.
He picked
game
fights with his
plan on that
ego.
night is go
Oh,
win.
none of
Just
these
like when
fighters,
James
none of the
Derrick
PBC
James,
fighters,
just like
none of the
Marcus
PBC
Brown,
fighters want to fight
killed in
me.
there.
He said,
Oh,
hold on, hey, listen.
none of the
Derrick
PBC
James
fighters
just
want
got
to fight
damn near
me.
Marcus Brown killed in there, and I was like, bro, he should have been stopped that fight. And Kwame says, oh, he's a boxer. And then when Ugas get in there and get his fucking shit fucked up, oh, it was the greatest shit that happened. No, see, I'm not one of them, bro. I keep it the same.
I mean, I think
I'm that guy to keep it the same.
I believe you have repetitive talking points to divert me off of me making my point.
Like this.
No one cares
if
about
a nigga getting their ass whooped in the ring to the point where it should have been stopped, stop the fight, save the fighter from himself.
What does that got to do?
Because I'm not gonna go in that motherfucker and quit.
What does that got to do with Bud fighting?
It got
Keith Thurman?
everything to do with it.
What is it?
You just
Explain to me what
Sean
you just
Porter's
said got to do with Bud fighting Keith
stopping
Thurman.
the fight, right? And now Earl shit is the greatest ever, but
what does that got to do with Bud fighting Keith Thurman?
I can't finish. So now I can't finish now.
I'm just asking a question.
No.
What
I'm
does it
just
got
trying
to do with Bud fighting Keith Thurman?
I'm just trying to finish my point before I leave. I'm just trying to finish my point before I leave.
Go ahead.
I just literally said, Bud fought Sean Porter. And I already knew he was going to beat him, and you did too, because we both said the same thing. Kind of like the same thing I said Earl was going to beat Ugas in the 9th, but he beat him in the 10th. So they both got the stoppage, but only one is celebrated. That's why I say I'm not one of them. It's a stoppage, bro. No matter who stop it, the fighter quit. He can't continue. The corner throw it in, or the ref or the doctor stop it. It's a stoppage. But nobody seems to can really think like, yo, that's the truth. Because what I just said was a fact. You feel what I'm saying?
Cool.
I'm on that BS shit.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that.
No, but you was one of the ones that was doing that.
I'm not saying that is that subject's not
important. You can't
even
give me that, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying to you, Goon.
Go ahead, bro.
But that subject has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It has everything to do with what I'm talking about right now because they're celebrating Earl's victory. And I was like, yes, that was a good victory for Earl Spence Jr. That was a good victory.
It was a great victory.
I didn't want to see that fight. You know, I didn't want to see that fight because I felt that he was going to do exactly what he did because Ugas was going to fight the exactly way that he fought. But only one victory is celebrated because motherfuckers got more Spence fans than the other guy. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, so hold on a second. So
salute,
Batman.
Hey,
so again, right?
What's up, Goon? What's up?
What's going on, fam? How you doing, fam?
For the last, I'll say about maybe for the last 10 minutes. For the last 10 minutes, my whole focal point was on Terrence Crawford. Me saying I don't want Terrence Crawford to fight Keith Thurman anymore because I feel like Terrence Crawford don't like to sign contracts, and he hasn't been the most active person either in the last 2 years. He's fought twice in the last 2 years.
That's a fact.
Right? They both fought the same amount of times.
Yeah, but I get that. But you don't hold on a second. But
amount of times.
That's true, OTB. But you don't
can't
OTB.
Make a duck a goose.
Right, OTB, and you're correct. But you don't find it a little embarrassing that they fought the same amount of times and this guy was launched out of a car and had eye surgery and they still fought the same amount of time?
How many times do fighters fight a year?
He had a 17-month layoff and a 14-month layoff for two
big
things, and these two guys fought the same amount of times.
How many times
Ask Canelo? Ask Canelo.
No disrespect, Batman. No disrespect. How many times Gary Russell fought? Before the last fight he fought.
Oh, what?
You can't.
No, I'm saying no disrespect. I'm just trying to rebuttal what he's saying.
You can't. Really
big time. We talking about big time fighters usually fight about twice a year.
Okay, so let me. So let me.
Wait, guys. So I know I was over talking people a little bit. There was only 3 people on here at that time. We can't do that with 5 people.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to slide. I'll tell you how to go anyway, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so Batman, go ahead. Hold on. Batman, go ahead and respond to Goon.
Okay.
You can't really.
I know what it is with that though. So like, I ain't even really tripping on that. But I'm just saying, certain things happen sometimes. Most times, big name fighters like that fight about twice a year.
Yeah,
yeah, but that doesn't make any sense because you said most of the time.
Hold on, man. We can't look at things shit with. You can't look at Bud inactivity with nothing extra. Then hold on,
so let me say something.
Hold on, bro. Because you can't look at Bud inactivity with nothing more than you look at Errol being whatever you want to call getting drunk, flipping the Lambo. God damn it. You gotta look at the undisciplined in both categories with both people the same way, man.
But I don't think that there's anything undisciplined about Bud Crawford.
Earl was.
It's a business undisciplined.
Let's keep it 100. The reason Terrence Crawford only fought once a year for the last 2 years is because he's with Top Rank, and Top Rank had no fighters to offer him. It was hard to. It was so bad they had to get Sean Porter from PBC.
Okay, so he fought once a year, but
so
what
he
happened?
didn't have.
Talking about inactivity, bro. Don't shit mean nothing other than you ain't in the ring.
It was no drop off when he fought.
Listen to my point. Just listen to my point. Terrence Crawford issue for the last couple of years. He said everybody was running from him. He wanted to fight Keith Thurman. He wanted to fight Sean. All these guys, when they was with PBC, he said he wanted to fight them, right? And everyone said everyone was ducking Bud and everything like that. And then, you know, they kept
said the same thing.
They kept going after Spence or whatever, but that fight we knew wasn't going to get made. And then he kept stating that he wanted to fight all these other guys. That's cool. Bob Arum, we all know, we're going to keep it 100. We all know Bob Arum didn't have fighters to feed him. He didn't have them.
Bob Arum keep it 100.
Yeah, I said we got to keep it 100. we know Bob Arum didn't have fighters to feed Terrence Crawford.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It got to the point where it was so bad that they had to actually get Sean Porter for his last fight with Top Rank. So
Bingo.
my question is, if you've been inactive because you just had no fighters available to you, now you're not under that situation anymore where now you have fighters available to you and you have a big fight, a pay-per-view fight that we all know that if Terrence Crawford fight Keith Thurman, that'll be the biggest pay-per-view numbers he's done in his career. We
I
all
agree.
know that.
Why is we worried about numbers right now when he next to fight Earl Spence?
Let me, and I'm gonna answer that question.
This is weird.
I'm gonna answer that question because it makes it easier for them to attain more money to pay both fighters what they want, because it'll show that Terrence Crawford also can sell. When they take these numbers to these guys for the budget for this fight, they can only show what they have, and it's very lopsided. Where Earl is very lopsided still.
Bro, why is you worried about these numbers, Kwame, bro?
Because
what did Keith Thurman do to deserve a WBO championship
He's not,
fight?
but y'all see,
well, how can you say what I'm saying is correct, but then say
no? I'm just saying, like you're saying with the
He
number,
ain't
like
did
dude,
shit
you don't
to
work for
deserve no
PBC.
champion.
Like I know you want to,
chance and no
but you
strap.
don't work for PBC, bro.
It's
like,
not about
dude, how you doing it,
bro?
Hold on,
dude.
I'm out, bro.
What
I
up,
want to see
Bat?
these guys fight, bro.
Ain't nobody but Sean Porter do nothing to deserve a WBO championship against Terrence Bud Crawford. And Mean Machine.
He moved up to fight Jeff Horn.
Jose Benavidez ain't do nothing. Kell Brook ain't do nothing. Who else? Amir Khan ain't do nothing. So I'm just saying what you just said.
Facts.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day,
man,
I just don't want to see that shit, Bat.
Man,
You know
God,
how I feel about Keith Thurman, man.
Man.
I don't want to see it either.
I don't want to see that shit, man. And Keith ain't did shit in his career to me to deserve that shit. It ain't even like you should give him that fight just because he on his way out and he deserve it. Yeah, man. Because when you had them belts, he wasn't giving nobody no shots.
Whereas though it will give Bud some leverage when he go to the table.
Thank you.
But other than that, I really think Bud don't want to take the fight because Keith Thurman is dangerous.
Not only, and more importantly, and I'm gonna let you go, Lenore. Right? I'm gonna let you go. I'm just saying real quick. I'm gonna let you cook, Lenore. And more importantly, Bat, then just it building his numbers, it's also gonna put Bud in there with a top level fighter who's gonna make him be sharp when he goes to fight Spence. He's gonna be sharp. Keith Thurman, let me tell you, Keith Thurman to me personally, I think Keith Thurman will be a tougher fight than Ugas, me personally. So now he's gonna come out from having 2 fights in 2 years, and then he's gonna fight a top level guy. He's gonna make really good money fighting a top level guy, and then he gets to sharpen his skills and his tools, and then go in there and fight Spence. But I said, I don't want him to do it anymore.
Kwame, if
okay,
you ain't sharp for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world, your ass need to go get a bread apple brick.
Man, I wish
and sharpen up on that.
Man,
you gonna be sharp for that. That's the biggest fight of your life.
Man, I wish that the other cat was still on Goon because there was so many holes in his argument. It was like a wiffle ball. I mean, I just wanted the piece out of him. I just couldn't get there. But man, but y'all missing the point, man. All Loyal is trying to say is that if I'm team Terrence Bud Crawford, I want the activity and I want to make the biggest pay-per-view I can make so I can have some negotiation power going into the Spence fight. That's what he's trying to say.
What's so hard about that? What is so bad? Why? As soon as you say something like that, they're like, but Earl.
Yeah.
But like, what are you talking about?
We went through this for the last 2 weeks, man. We here now. Now, hell nah, fight each other.
No, I agree. Fight each other. Remember, and loyal. You got to give me
I
my
ain't
credit.
hearing
Loyal,
shit else.
Take a look.
You,
I'm
hey,
this
loyal.
is
You
a
got to
this
give me
is
my
a
credit,
this is a
man.
this is
You
a
got to give me my
girlfriend.
credit, man. Because remember, I told you. I said I don't want Keith Thurman to go in there, and that's part of my reasoning. Is fuck it.
I
Earl
know
hasn't been
Bud gonna
sharp
be
this whole
sharp.
last couple of
I agree,
years.
bro. I
I
agree with you,
I know
fam.
I
Bud gonna
agree.
be
Fuck it.
sharp. Bud was
I
in the
agree
gym.
with you, fam.
Bud was in the gym during the fight.
Huh?
They say Bud was in the gym during the fight. So I know
Okay.
he gonna
So
be
Good for
okay.
him.
So
sharp.
keep okay. Then
So
keep
Hey
that
so
same
man,
energy.
oh, I'm gonna have it.
Keep
I'm
that
gonna have
same
it. I've been
energy.
told y'all Bud was gonna win that fight, man.
Okay.
Y'all
All
know
right.
how
man.
I
Keep that
At the
feel.
same
end of the
energy.
day,
No tune-ups. Let's go.
I,
No
Hell nah.
tune-ups. Keep that same.
at the end of the day,
Bomac said, "Don't worry, we gonna be sharp. It's gonna take more than sharpness, Bomac.
Hey, Bomac,
It's gonna
at the
take
end
more
of
than
the day,
sharpness,
hey,
Bomac."
hold on though. I got an interview with Booby Trapzilla, man. Just came up here and fought. Y'all definitely had him looking good. I gotta salute you on that one.
hey OTB,
Bomac saying we stay in the gym.
hey
That's
OTB.
Tell him,
Bomac.
man. Tell him, Matt. Tell him, Matt.
Look,
Tell him, Matt. Stay in the
listen.
gym.
That's
I don't see
all right.
what's so wrong with it. All I'm saying is,
All right, they
why not
stay in the
fight
gym.
Thurman? So you know what I'm saying?
For
Like,
what, man? No, we not
You're
fighting
not
no
getting
hey,
the
Thurman.
point.
Y'all
What you
remember?
mean? You're
Y'all
not
Stop.
getting.
remember Keith
It's
Thurman
too
talking
simple.
about
listen.
some?
It's
I don't know
hey,
who
I'm dealing
loyal.
Terrence
with it.
Crawford is. Who
Loyal.
is that?
You can explain it in
Can,
Chinese. You
can I
can
Yeah,
say
it
explain it
won't
in
something?
matter.
basic English. They don't get it.
Can I
They
say
don't get
something?
it. They
I'm
don't get
not
it. It's
hearing that,
okay.
man.
The way Bud Crawford been fighting at welterweight. If he going there fighting with Spence, like I just seen last night, he's going to get dogged. At the end of the day, all y'all keep saying he do all this angle movement. He don't do that shit.
Yeah.
He better go to
That
140. He better go to
that
140 and get them
What's up?
legs he had against Coke Style and fight. Because if he fight the
that it,
boy like he been fighting at 147, it's a wrap.
and if EJ get flat footed and don't get his damn head off the line, he gonna get lined up.
Okay.
He always
That's
get
a
his head off
two-way
the line.
street.
Okay. Okay. So
But the
check this
difference
out.
between both of
Check
them,
this.
EJ got a superpower. He's durable.
With that jab?
No, he's durable.
He's
He can take
durable.
a hell of a punch.
That's the part they
Oh
don't get.
my gosh, man.
Don't
We
say
gonna
nothing
do
to him,
that.
Bat. Bat, don't
You
say
gonna
nothing
do
to him,
what?
Bat.
We
Go
gonna do
go to
that.
go to
Their
Danny.
fight's gonna
He
come down to
came off a
durability, buddy.
17-month layoff, and before that, he had a
Can I
year
can I
layoff.
can I
Man,
go
how
can I go here?
durable is he?
Yeah.
Can I
So
go?
wait.
How
Well,
durable is he?
hold on.
He
That
just
proves
came
our
from out of
point.
car accident.
You got
He
that
go
proves
in
the
the ring
point.
with he go in the ring with a puncher. He's still getting hit on his chin. He got hit on his chin a couple of times against Danny Garcia and walked through it.
Facts.
And in that fight with Ugas, he got hit on his chin.
Who
Plus,
Danny
Twice,
Garcia
and
hurt at
then even
147? Who
He
Danny Garcia hurt at 147? I'll
bro.
wait.
he
Ivan
I
injured
mean,
Red
he
Catch?
injured Keith Thurman.
no. Hey, listen. I understand he was past his best, but Adrian, I understand he was past his
Bomac on his
best.
bullshit.
Hey, Bomac, check in, man.
You say I don't know shit.
Talk to him, Bat. Talk
You
to
done
him,
Oh,
got him
Bat.
started,
Let
Bomac,
him get
man.
away with that,
We
man.
got to
yo,
deal with
yo,
this shit.
hey, Bo Mac, your man was getting the shit beat out of him by Kell Brook. He got a lucky punch off.
Man,
Well,
Now,
Kell
now
I don't
Brook
let's
want
go
to.
there.
just
Your
worked
man,
that
your
jab like he
man.
was in
I don't want to
Orthodox.
say.
Hold on. I'm talking to Bo Mac. Hold on. Your man, Orthodox. Y'all keep on talking about this switch hitter shit. He's some shit at Orthodox. He's a fucking southpaw fighter for real. And that ugly club jab he be using, that ugly club jab. Come on, dog. Man, look, man. He just ain't been in there. He just ain't been in there with the top tier level where he getting away with all that bullshit he be doing. But hey, I don't know nothing.
Is that really Bomac? Bomac?
Yeah, it's Bomac.
Oh,
It
okay.
is.
Yes, man.
Hey, brother. Hey, salute to you. But I mean, your boy's gonna get squashed like a pancake, man. Straight up. That's
Hell
it. Up
no.
and down. All that
I'm
flashy
telling
stuff he
y'all,
be
man.
doing, it means nothing.
Y'all gotta
Look,
get the OTB boxing class
look.
101, man. I'm telling you.
Listen,
All
man.
right.
I agree.
You
Look,
about
I
to do
agree with Bomac. I never thought these words would ever come out of my mouth, but this lets me know there is a God because Bomac agreed with me last week about the Lubin fight, and I agree with him today. So there's a God. The fight, you're right, Bomac. The fight is meaningless. Don't fight Keith Thurman. Don't fight him. I don't want you to fight Keith Thurman.
I've been told y'all that, man. For what? For
That's
what?
what I was saying.
No.
Hey, Lord, you gotta
It's
get my
fight him.
credit,
time.
man.
It's
No,
It's
meaningless.
time.
no,
Ain't-
It's
Man, you tell me to
meaningless.
meet you at the flagpole. We ain't going nowhere else.
It's a
At the end of
meaningless
Not to the
fight.
bus
right now-
stop. Not to
right
my
now,
locker.
I right now I wouldn't let him fight Keith Thurman, but y'all was scared of Keith Thurman at one time.
Keith Thurman was scared of them. He
I'm
talking about some
not
who is
OTB.
Terrence Crawford. What has he done at 147?
OTB. I'm not talking about you saying nothing. I'm talking to Bomac. He was in interviews. He was in interviews over there. Over there when Terrence Crawford was with Top Rank talking about Keith Thurman and Sean Porter don't have nothing they want and went and fought Kell Brook. Come on, man. I'll be hip to you niggas, man. Straight up.
I mean, you can't. I mean,
Go ahead, man.
I mean,
let
hey,
him finish,
hey,
man.
yo, loyal. Let's do some housekeeping. Let's just ask straight questions here.
Okay.
Can Bud take the punishment Earl's gonna be able to dish out to him?
Nope.
He can't, and you know why? Because he got hurt by Gamboa at 135. I mean, had him on bandy legs.
That's not only why, but I
know. I'm just saying he's getting rocked by Sean Porter. No disrespect, but I mean, he was getting buzzed by Sean Porter, the pillow fish of Sean Porter with the shots he saw coming. So if he's getting rocked by Sean Porter, there's no way he's gonna be able to take the punishment Earl's gonna dish out to him.
Look, I'm trying to tell you guys this. Mark my words. The fight's gonna come down to durability, man. The fight is going to come down to durability because Terrence Crawford is a fighter. He at heart, he's a fighter. And Errol Spence is going to touch him. He's going to touch him. And Terrence Crawford wants to fight. He's going to engage. And I'm just saying, I just don't think that's going to be wise, man. And it's not going to be something that he can help because that's just who he is. It's not like
if they
not
don't
something he
fight
can
that
help.
fight. What if they don't fight that fight like that?
What you mean he can't fight that fight? He's gonna fight that fight like that.
That's what I kept saying. Like, what if they don't go in there and fight that fight? What if
It
both of them
doesn't-
go
okay,
in there
let
and
me-
don't make
let
a
me-
mistake for 6-7 rounds?
Okay, let me
say
say
we
something.
looking at a boring ass fight.
Okay,
He
let
need
me
to
say something. Let me
He
say something real quick.
need
Let me
to
respond to
post
that,
today.
Batman. Let me
What
say
you say,
something. Let me
Bat?
respond to that. So check this out. The reason why it's going to turn into a dogfight is two reasons. It's Bud's biological wiring. He has a fight or flight response. He chooses to fight. Like he said, he's a fighter at heart. And number two, with Earl being able to cut off the ring, he can't do all that dancing stuff. It's not like even if Bud tried to just say do the Victor Postal approach and just try to keep on the outside, Earl's going to eventually find his way in. It's going to turn into a dogfight anyways. So what are you talking about?
I agree.
You just gonna act like that 74-inch reach don't mean shit, huh?
Hey, Ugas had a 73.5-inch reach, basically the same thing. So what you saying?
Ugas don't hit as hard as Bud, though.
That's true.
That's true, but
You gotta respect that reach.
That's true, but you know what else though? Bud is not physically as big as a guy as Ugas is either.
No, Bud don't hit nothing hard, but with that dumbass clapping ass when he turn off without
Hey, Bat, man. Let him breathe, Bat. That's why I tried to take off. I wanted you to just come to OTV, man. Let him breathe, Bat.
Listen, everybody keep on talking about he got power in both hands. They fucking lying. They fucking lying. He only got power in his right hand when he turn southpaw, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, this is just gonna be a who's this?
And when they get in the inside, that's why he don't know how to throw. That's why he don't fight in the inside that much because he loop his punches a lot.
And he slaps with his punches too.
But see, he tight on the inside in the orthodox stance. That's why he get hit with so many jabs. That's how Kell Brook hit him.
I'm not going to sit around
in the orthodox stance. He's slick in the pocket.
Me personally, I'm not going to sit around and discredit any of Bud's game. I ain't going to do that. What I'm going to say to you, and I said this before, I'm going to say it again. The fight's going to come down to durability, man, and Bud's not going to be able to stand up to it.
I agree.
What I'm trying to tell you guys is they're going to fight. Look, the best chance that Bud has in the fight is to catch Spence coming in with something, fighting backwards, showing his skill, and catching Spence with something coming in, catching Spence walking into something. That's his best chance in the fight
Yes.
because Spence is going to be in his shit all fight,
His
all
best
fight.
chance in the fight. His best chance in the fight is to move around, stop, post up in front of him, get Earl to commit, then go back, make Earl run into something, go and then turn him. Other than that, he's going to get the shit beat out of him.
Thank you, man.
Hey, I mean, this thing,
Man.
Bomac. I mean, listen, I want to see this undisputed fight, but man, I mean, stylistically, it's a nightmare for Bud. I better keep him away.
All these guys saying Earl don't hit hard.
Y'all gonna make me break this shit down this week, man. Y'all got to make me put a video out this week, man. Y'all don't know why I did 6.5 thousand, man. I'm telling you, man.
Man,
Earl
everybody
get
say Earl
flat-footed
don't
too.
hit hard. But this man just broke a rib, an eye, and a nose.
I don't know. Someone got a echo in the back or something. I keep hearing, but hey, man.
I don't know how the fuck that happened.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Yeah. Look, man. I agree with Batman, and it's not that I'm just saying I agree with Batman. I see exactly what Batman see. I see exactly what Batman see, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell. I'm going to tell you. There's only one. There's two punches that Bud throw that worry me with Spence. There's only two of them that worry me. It's that wide ass check hook he throws stepping backwards because he normally hurt a lot of people that in the southpaw with his right hand, and an uppercut that he hit Benavidez. Those are two punches that worry me a little bit. Those are the two punches that worry me.
But listen to this though. Bud don't like body to body contact, dog.
No, he don't. He's gonna try to tie you up.
He don't like body to body contact. And half the time he's not gonna be able to tie Spence up. I already seen it. He's too fucking small. Already seen big guys already try to get and Shorty muscle through that shit. Look,
oh man. but giving Bud his credit, he is stronger than what he just because he's skinny, he is very strong. He has a strong base. He has a very strong base. But that doesn't just because you have a strong base doesn't mean you can take the punishment. Like he got tired of getting Sean Porter for like 2 or 3 rounds in their fight before he adjusted.
Sean Porter smaller than him.
And Sean Porter hit with some body shots. I mean, if Sean Porter's getting tired, Sean Porter
beat him up too, though. Sean Porter beat him up too. I'm back since you said you wanted to say something to me. I'm back. The Goon is back in the building, bro.
Oh, okay, come on, Goon. I want to say something to you. Go ahead.
Hey, look, I fuck with you though, my guy. But like, what y'all saying though, like y'all still doing that bias shit, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he got 2 batteries. Goon got 3 batteries in his back because Drico here now. So
3 for 3.
Oh, is Drico here?
Drico here. Yeah, he got a battery in his back.
I didn't know he was here.
No, you know Drico on Team Bud all day.
No.
It's gonna be a good one.
I just heard y'all say some bullshit, right? So I just heard y'all say some bullshit, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. So I don't know if y'all know this shit though, but Floyd is my cousin and shit, right? Come on, bro, why you ain't turning? He my cousin, right? So Diego Corrales, bro, was all in this shit. What the fuck happened? So all that shit about a nigga go be all up in a nigga face, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga know how to handle that shit. I knew Ugas was not gonna be able to handle that shit, bro.
Crawford's no Mayweather. No disrespect. Crawford's no Mayweather. What are you talking about?
No. And you know what, bro? See, this is why I'm a real nigga, though. I agree with you. But see, y'all can't never agree. So listen, this is what I want to ask. This is why I came back on here. What? Oh, no.
Go ahead, I'm gonna let you go.
Batman, I got you, Batman. Just give me 1 second. What the fuck does Earl do wrong that Crawford could win? Cause see, like a lot of motherfuckers be dick riding.
Here we go.
I just told you he don't have no head movement, and Earl get flat-footed.
So I'm on some real shit right now, y'all. I'm just asking a real question.
What he gonna have
because I just heard all y'all say that because Earl go put the pressure on him, and I'm like, I'm really upset with some of y'all because I thought y'all was boxing enthusiasts. Like sometimes that shit may work with some fighters, sometimes it may not. What does Earl do wrong that he could lose that fight?
Okay,
I just told you.
okay, I can answer. Can I answer that and get somebody else to the floor?
Yeah,
I'm
go
just
ahead.
gonna base it off the last performance because there was some holes that Earl got, but he will clean up again. Keep this in the context. He's been off for 17 months. So, for example, last fight he was lunging in, he was winging some of his shots, so he's throwing himself off balance. Going against a fighter like Bud, you don't want to do that because he's going to counter you. Um, um, he had to get a little bit of his timing down. That's why he was kind of slow in the beginning of the fight. Ugas was kind of countering him over the top with his jab. He was getting hit with some overhand rights, but the reason why he was getting hit with the overhand rights is because he was anxious. He was wanted to be in the ring and wanted to go for the knockout, so he put himself in harm's way. So, and as well as when his mouthpiece came out, he had a lapse of judgment, and then he got caught. So there was some that's probably the most defensively irresponsible I've seen him. But again, there's circumstances to that, and then going into the next fight, it will be cleaned up.
I agree with you, but you can't say in the next fight it'd be cleaned up. But I agree with everything you said because we don't know what's going to happen in the next fight.
Well, the only
All right,
thing with
can I-
that is
agree-
EJ
can I
get hit
go-
in all his fights. Shit,
Can I go?
every fight. Better go watch the video.
One thing
like,
about this, we can't never bring other fighters involved. Like Mayweather and because they ain't neither one of them Mayweather and Earl not corral.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. But like the way that they were saying that though, Batman is like because the dog gonna be on him like that, he's just gonna break, and that's not.
Well,
I mean, he is gonna break.
I don't think that's the. I don't think it's
No,
just
that's
like,
not a fact though. That's not.
but
a
can
fact.
I
That's
put
not
it
a
like
fact,
this?
bro.
Where Sean Porter got at, and where Earl Spence get, if Earl Spence get where Sean Porter got at, it's going to be different. Earl Spence is going to be punching, not trying to smother his work. That's one difference.
Right.
Bud Crawford.
See, this is what I like right here.
Bud Crawford is going to have to move his feet and make Earl Spence run into punches.
Catch something. Yep.
He's going to have to turn Earl Spence and make him run into punches.
Don't Bud do that?
And try to fight with Earl Spence, he don't have a chance.
Don't Bud do that, Batman? Batman, don't Bud do that anyway?
Brother,
he use
not when he been at welterweight at 140.
Oh, come on, man. We done heard that.
I
done listen. I done been on here, man. I done heard y'all describe Spence perfect fight.
Right.
All of that. Y'all describe Spence. But what happened if he don't land that jab? What happened if he do get countered? What
Drake,
happened?
This was my whole point.
I said that, Drake. I said that, Drake.
You see what I'm saying?
He did, and homie did say that. But like,
now,
Drake.
No. Listen, let's talk about if Bud fight the perfect fight. Let's talk about that.
You can't do that.
Let's talk about that. Drink in the building, gang in here. What's happening?
You can't do that in here. You can't do that in here, bro.
Gang in here.
Why you saying you can't do that? He can't do
Welcome to the Earl Spence show, baby.
I just told y'all what if both fighters fight the perfect fight.
We're saying he can't.
If both fighters fight the
gang. The thing is, TC ain't got to fight the perfect fight to beat Spence. He got too many tools in the toolbox. Earl Spence,
he has to fight the perfect fight.
That Frankenstein ass, come straightforward shit that he tried with you, Ugas, ain't gonna work. That Frankenstein with the jab shit ain't gonna work, bro.
They all know that.
It just ain't gonna work. That's 100 right there. Y'all talking about Earl, this fantabulous boxer,
and Boots and Ortiz and all this. They don't want.
Hey, Batman.
Gang in here.
Batman, you actually thought you was gonna hear some film breakdown, right? You thought he made you think he was gonna break the fight down, and then he just went. Bud Crawford is the best. He's Jesus. He walks on water.
So what's the difference when you think that Spence is the best?
I done heard y'all. I done. Y'all done had. Listen, bro. I've been on here for a half hour listening to y'all, and y'all done had Earl Spence walking on water, walking on the moon, moonwalking to Michael Jackson, everything, bro.
We missed you,
but now since we asked.
Drigo, if that's the case, you didn't listen to me. I just told you how Bud Crawford should win this fight. But if he fight like he been fighting at 147 lately, that's Earl Spence fight. He been standing in front of people. So
how is it Earl Spence fought when TC got all knockouts at 47, bro?
You say
Against
what?
who? The only credible
It
person was
don't
Sean
matter.
Porter.
It don't matter.
You
It
talking
don't
about Sean
matter.
Porter one foot out the
It
door?
It
Sean
don't
Porter.
matter.
One
Y'all
foot out the
happy?
door. Sean
Y'all
Porter.
listen, man.
Don't discredit that Sean Porter.
Not
Listen, listen,
discredit.
man.
I ain't gonna do
That's
that.
what y'all do.
Can I say something real quick?
That's what y'all do, man. Y'all try to discredit TC's performance so y'all can
Yeah,
up
we
Spence.
Ain't
You
no
don't
we
have to
not
No,
do
gonna
that.
I'm not
discredit.
discrediting his
doing that.
performance, but
You
he
don't
didn't
have to
fight
do
nobody
that.
until he fought
They
Sean
play.
Porter.
You don't have to do
Stockton
that.
and
This is
EJ
what Bud
Dillon.
fans do. They play victim. This is what they do. They play. We discredit. No one discredited anything about his
Y'all
performance.
happy off that little
I'm gonna
Ugas
tell
fight?
you.
Ugas stood in front
No,
of. If you stand in
We
front of
just discussed.
anybody,
We just
you
talked about
mad, but you mad
the
because you was
comparison they
wrong
make.
last week.
if
You
if
said
if
Earl wasn't
if
gonna
you
stop him. You
stand.
mad,
Oh, I said that. I say
right?
it again. You just fought a dumbass fight. Anybody that stand in front of you can't beat Earl at his own game, bro. Ugas stood right in front of him and
You
let the
think he
man
just
punch him.
y'all crack me up? Y'all think Ugas just stood in front of him? You know
He
what?
did.
Kel Brook just stood in front of him too. Why don't you
He
take a
did.
couple body shots to see if you all agile and limber dancing around the ring?
TC ain't gonna do
Talking
that, bro.
about
TC don't have to.
yeah,
TC's gonna make Earl Spence very
he
uncomfortable in that ring because he's more agile. He's got power in both hands. He can fight coming forward. I mean,
He
and
don't
going
have
backwards.
power in
and
both
Talking,
when
talking
hands,
Earl.
man. Hey,
when
hold
he
on, hold
get
on, hold on, hold on,
hit, he
hold
got
on, hold
knees
on,
like fucking
hold on.
Bambi too.
The
You gotta
man
hit
don't
him.
have
You gotta
power
bring
in
ass
both
to get
hands,
ass.
man. When
Who?
when
Okay.
you
Hold
see
up.
when you see Charles Crawford hurt somebody with his left hand,
When have you seen anybody go the distance with Terrence Crawford, bro?
man, I'm asking you a question. He haven't fought nobody.
Delorme was the
Come
last
on,
person he
man.
hurt with his left
He
hand.
haven't fought nobody with that
How
caliber
can you?
at 140 to say,
It don't
oh
make
yeah,
no difference.
he's running
It,
through these guys.
he
Cause
finishing them off,
I
bro.
remember, hold
What you
on,
mean?
I remember Bob Erm trying to give him Ugas. I remember Bob Erm trying to give him Keith Thurman. He didn't want him.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
They still
Okay.
don't want him.
Well,
I
we
mean,
hit it
but
then.
Drico, to
We
your
here right
point,
now.
Drico, to the point though, anybody can knock out tomato cans, cab drivers, and bums. I mean, what are you talking
We
about?
here
Damn,
now.
you gonna say
We
that?
here now.
What up? What up? Well, yeah,
Drico
Mean
Mel,
Machine ain't no bum.
but if I could
Me
just say
Machine.
something real quick to the point. Now, salute to everybody,
Hey,
you know,
you
to
got
the
some echo,
game.
man. You got some
You
echo.
got a bad echo, bro.
You got a bad echo.
I got a bad echo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, you might
Okay,
have
I'm
to
gonna get out and come back in.
All right.
He's about to say some bullshit. That's why his echo bad.
Oh, here we
Hey,
go.
so you said
See
Me
the
Machine
haters?
ain't no hoe,
Nah, Mean Machine ain't no bad fighter, man.
bro. He got
Nah.
knocked out by Virgil Ortiz, a prospect couldn't
He
even
the
make it to
same. He
championship
the
rounds.
same level as Ocampo, and at 147, shit, it's hard to say he ain't on the same level as Danny Garcia because Danny Garcia
Bro,
ain't
he
beat
got
no
knocked. But
damn body
you
at
got knocked out by
147.
Virgil Ortiz, a prospect.
Danny
He couldn't even
Garcia
make
ain't
it
beat
to.
no like shit.
Y'all keep on saying
He
Danny.
he couldn't even make it to the
Danny
championship
only had
rounds. What are
one
you talking
bad
about?
fight at 147.
What'd you say,
Who has
babe?
Me
Danny
Machine
Garcia
beat?
only had one bad fight at 147.
Shit, he ain't win no fights though.
What I'm saying is, all his fights was competitive, but Smith's fight.
Yeah, they was competitive. God damn it, that. But if you don't win, then that's how they gonna be remembered as.
So
Shit, we
but
not
he
gonna
was
be talking about
he
Danny
was
Garcia at
competitive.
147 back.
Kell Brook wasn't competitive against Terrence Crawford. I mean, he was.
I was
I'm
about
gonna
to
give
say
him that.
Kell Brook landed his jab.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna give.
man.
Listen, I'm gonna give him that. But he was drained out.
Yes, he
Okay.
was.
See what y'all be
Motherfucker.
doing. See what y'all be doing.
I'm telling the truth.
See
What
what
the
I'm
fuck?
saying.
What you want me to do?
Look,
See what
there
I'm saying.
that go.
He
I'm
knocked
telling the
him out,
truth.
but now everybody
Niggas,
that
this
TC
what I
knocked
be
out,
wanting.
something
This what
wrong
these
with him,
niggas
right?
be wanting. They want you to
Earl
tell their
knocked
narrative.
out what
But when you tell
17
the truth,
Hercules, right?
I'm fuck.
Well, we know Drake. We know Errol fought Kell Brook right after Triple G. So yeah, I mean,
But it
Come
this
on,
wasn't
shit
brother.
ain't
when
clarity.
you saw Kell Brook. Hold up. When you saw Kell Brook at Terrence Crawford weigh-ins, he looked like uh 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 uh
The Walking
Taylor.
Dead.
He looked like Josh Taylor last
Man,
fight.
we did do it before and after because I bet you he looked the same way he did coming down from 54 after fighting Triple
I
No,
G.
bet.
no,
I
no,
bet.
no, no.
I
Well, Kell
bet.
Brook looked like a zombie
Bet
for
something.
the weigh-in.
Hell
Nah,
nah.
hey,
Yeah, he
OTB.
did.
I said I don't know. I said we need to look. I ain't back.
Let's look.
Man.
Go look.
Hold on. It's you making us echo. You got to go out and come back in. Yeah,
Go look. Go look. He looked
Oh,
worse.
man tried to get me.
He looked
Man, that man
worse.
looked like he was dead, man.
He looked like a
Yeah,
walking
he did
zombie,
look
man.
bad. I remember him looking bad for that fight, but
And he got drained, bro. Look
I
what he
just
did to
don't know
America.
that it's no difference than Triple G fucking dislocating his eye to fight before.
Man,
But
Drain
what
it and
difference
having
do
the whole broke
what
shit.
difference
But
do all of
Kell
this
Brook
make?
had
TC
both.
is here now, and TC is next, and Earl gonna step up to the plate. So
we
all of
breaking
that
down
don't
the
make no
fight.
difference.
We not saying nothing. We just breaking down the
hey,
fight.
Bomac want to
Yeah,
join.
yeah, we just
I'm
talking
trying to
Bomac
see
want to
if
shit.
I.
join.
Yo, Dree, can you send
And they know I've been having
Can you
buzz
send Bomac a link?
since they got them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Terrence Bud Crawford is gonna have to go find his legs from the post
I
out fight.
don't know how, bro. I got a different phone. I gotta.
He's gonna have to go find his legs from the post out fight.
You hear me? You hear me, Quan?
Yeah. I think I might have a way. I think I got a way.
See, what y'all ain't saying is Earl got faults that he need to work on. Earl really hasn't worked on anything that I saw. He got a snappier jab, but everything else is still the same. He still keep his head on the line. He don't move. He still kind of bent down, hunch. He throws that jab. It gets lazy at times. He keep it out there a minute. I mean, he can't do that against Terrence Crawford, man. Terrence Crawford is a
You say
natural
keep it.
counter puncher.
So what does
Hey,
Bud do
bro,
wrong?
y'all some motherfuckers.
Bud stays in the pocket too long. He can't let Spence get in there. He stays in the pocket too long on his combinations, and he backs straight out sometimes, and he gets
He
caught.
back straight out.
I
And
keep
why does
it
he get caught?
100.
Why does he get caught overhand
I
rights all
keep
the
it
time?
100. I ain't telling y'all nothing else because
I already know. Why does he get caught with overhand rights all the time?
you know what happened.
I
You
I
watch.
know exactly what happens. He gets caught with overhand rights. His
Why you asking
defense
me?
slips, and he slaps with his punches, but he loops with his shots when he gets hurt. So
Do
what does he do
Earl
wrong?
do Earl Spence get hit a lot?
Not really. This last fight he did, but not really.
What?
Not really. He
Yeah, we
carried
can
Yeah,
the
hear
we
you,
heavy
hear
good
you,
shots.
brother.
bro.
Listen, Earl's
Yes,
Yeah, go
sir.
ahead,
Yes,
cook,
sir. Go
OG.
ahead.
All right, let me say this. I'm 50 years old. I'm a big boxing fan. I'm going to tell y'all how I see the fight. I'm down here in Florida. I got a brother live in Houston, but I ain't got nobody in no Nebraska or nothing like that. But I'm going to tell you something about that fight. Y'all got to understand something. Spence is a damn dog. I give him all his props. The man got a motor. That's the biggest advantage he's got in this fight. But the problem is they haven't really done what they need to do with Spence. Spence has never fought a left-hander. Crawford gonna eliminate his jab. And the thing about Crawford throws punches with you. Now, I'm not saying he can't be knocked out, but that's a big thing on him that no other fighters do. He throw when you throw. He's not afraid. You throw at his body, he gonna throw at your face. And Spence covers up when you throw at him. You go back and look at the Ugas fight, and you will see he didn't get hurt when that mouthpiece came out. He got hurt 2 punches before that because he didn't see the punches. Them the ones that hurt you, and that's the difference.
Okay.
Yeah, but he didn't get hurt before the mouthpiece came out. That's the point.
Yes,
He didn't get hurt.
You go
he
back
was
and
hurt
look
on
at
the
it.
uppercut.
Listen to
He
me.
No,
actually
he
was
wasn't.
hurt before
No,
that
he
All
mouthpiece
right,
wasn't.
He
came
was
out.
hurt on the
let the
uppercut.
OG speak. Let the OG speak.
Listen to me. I ain't finna argue with you. What I'm gonna say is they got a highlight right now on YouTube. Go back and you're gonna see a right hand. He hits Spence with a right hand. Spence is real good at throwing his gloves up. That's one of his big advantages. He throws his gloves up when he punch and puts his hand over his ear. He gets caught and he pulls it down and get caught again. That's the shit that hurts you that you don't
I
see. And
I
believe me, you're
seen
gonna
that
see a lot of
OG.
that shit.
We call that staying
I
on the
I, I
phone,
seen
OG.
I seen that OG and Spence smiled at him when he got hurt. That's the time you
Exactly.
talking about? Okay.
But what I'm
I
saying
seen that.
is he was hurt before the uppercut is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
And
I know the punch you're
and
talking
he got
about.
a right hand too where the nigga almost looked like he was drunk and staggered back. I
Yeah.
promise you, Crawford is gonna throw. Crawford will not go in no shell with you. He either gonna grab you or he gonna fight with you. Now, if he can hurt Crawford, yes, he got a chance.
But he ain't never had nobody that's gonna throw back at his ass, and he ain't never fought no left-hander either.
And
Now we
Crawford
go
got
with
power
this.
in his jab.
And
Crawford
Here we
can
go with
never
this.
fought
knock you
nobody
out.
that can-
Crawford can knock
never
you out
fought
with his
nobody
jab like
that's
he did Kell Brook. You know that, right?
These guys.
It wasn't. He didn't knock him out though. OG.
He knocked his ass out with a jab.
What you
And
trying
I
to
he
mean,
did
say,
the
Kell
same
Brook?
thing to
it was
Sean
more of a.
Porter.
It was more of a shovel
Well,
jab.
we
Than
don't
Sean
need to
anything.
argue
Porter.
about what kind of punch it is. I mean, he knocked the
Man,
man out with a punch, a well
he
timed
didn't knock
punch.
the man out, man.
With his front hand. Put it like
Yeah,
that. With his front hand.
yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
true.
but listen, OG, to be fair, the man hit Kell Brook. First of all, Kell Brook was drained number one. Let's just keep it 100. Kell Brook for Errol Spence, and
Oh
he
my
lost.
God.
When he lost, he said he can't make 150, 147 no more. And then when they met up again somewhere in front of Sam Watson, he was asking Spence to fight him at 54. He couldn't make the weight. So 4 years later, you make the man drain all the way down to 147. The dude ain't been active. And then the second thing was where Bud hit the man, and what you guys don't understand is the same eye that Spence fucked up.
That's right.
He
Hey,
hit him in
bro,
the same
I'm not.
fucking eye that
I can't.
Spence fucked up. And as
I
soon as
can't
he ran
argue.
into
I
that
can't
shit,
argue
Spence went
that.
dizzy.
I can't argue that because you know what? Everybody say the same thing. They say when Spence got him, he was fucked up. You can't argue none of that stuff. That's just the way everybody think.
Okay.
Man.
No, but
But
That's
I'm
fair.
going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. This is what a lot of people got to understand. You got Top Rank, you got PBC. Yeah, we all know how that is. It's all messed up. But here's what you got to understand in boxing. I don't like the fact when people say Crawford ain't fought nobody. Let me tell you something about boxing. Them niggas on PBC side, with all due respect, they all are the head men on PBC side. But if we really break down the line, if you take them niggas out of each other's picture, because who we always say, shit, Porter fought Danny Garcia. Porter fought Keith Thurman. Thurman fought, eliminate them. Now let's talk about who did they fight besides themselves. Who the fuck have they beat?
they worked them ways
Danny
up to be a
Garcia, hold on.
I'm asking you a question.
Go ahead,
Danny
go ahead,
Garcia,
Batman.
Danny Garcia beat the boogeyman and fucking Matisse first.
Danny Garcia ain't won a 147 fight since he been in the damn
Oh, you talking about 147? He fought all the tough people. Sean Porter. He fought
Well, he's trying to say
Did you hear
eliminate
what
these
I
guys.
just
Yeah,
said?
what he's saying is
I said the only people they have beat are each other. But who did they beat besides that?
but they were the best guys.
But
so
they was the best.
Pacquiao whooped
They the
y'all
best
best
guys,
fighter,
though.
Keith Thurman at the time.
But those were the best guys in that division, though.
right.
We say
It
that,
really
but do we
wasn't.
know
Why
that?
Broner
Listen,
get the Pacquiao fight before Keith Thurman?
Hold on, bro. Y'all say they are the best welterweight. Who proves that? Mikey Garcia got his ass whooped right after Thurman by a fucking Spanish boy. Who
But that's
says they
because
are the
Earl
best?
Spence put a
You
beat
never
down on
said
him, bro.
Mikey
He was never the
Garcia.
same.
But my
What are you
point
talking
is,
about?
how can
Garcia was good at 147.
But okay, but let me answer that
Mikey
question to
Garcia
the
won a
OG.
damn fight at 147?
Let me answer that
None of
question
them
to the
niggas.
OG though, real quick. The question that he had about what determines who's the best in those divisions.
I'm saying
It's
who
the
have they
ranks
fought besides
and the
each
level
other?
of opposition. That's what determines that.
Okay,
The
now I'm gonna
ranks
give
and
you a
the
perfect
level of
example of what you
opposition.
just said. I'm gonna give you a perfect example of what you just said. You think any of them niggas better than Enos? They all ranked over him.
But Jerron
But they
Ennis is
have better level of opposition though.
They
They have
got
better
better
level of
Exactly.
competition.
opposition.
You say
OG.
John.
Nah,
They
well,
done
hold up,
fought
man.
better
Y'all
fighters.
can't. Y'all listen.
Guys, we got to talk one at a time.
Y'all can't use that when it's good and then take it off the table when it's come to different fighters. What he was saying was Enos is an exception to the rule. Y'all saying that the opposition thing,
All
but
right.
then y'all at the same breath y'all up in Enos. So
All right.
what
That's
he's
what
saying
I'm
is,
trying to
how can
say.
y'all
no,
up?
he's not. We're
OG
not up in
never heard
Enid.
me
We're
say.
not up in
Then why do
Ennis,
you
but
think Enos will beat? Why y'all think Enos will beat Bud and
Who
Spence
said
already? Then
that?
Nah, don't bring Enos.
Ennis
No,
Hold up.
Ennis
Don't
is
bring
in
Nobody
Enos
holding.
said
into this.
that.
What?
Is Danny Garcia better than Jeff Horn?
he is, in my
Not at
opinion.
Is Danny,
147.
is Danny Garcia better than
Not
Jeff
at
Horn?
He is.
147.
Hey,
Yes,
listen,
he is.
listen,
He is.
listen,
Shit,
man.
what was Danny Garcia best man
Hey,
at
It's
147 and what
why
was
do we?
Jeff Horns?
Hey, y'all. why do y'all
better
discredit
than
these
Jeff
people that
Horn?
we don't know? That's what I want to know. Why do everybody discredit the people because we don't know?
Hey.
No, I'm asking.
Well, are we trying to? Are we
Hey,
trying? Are we
y'all,
trying
hey,
to say?
listen. If we
Are we trying to say, OG?
if we going by what y'all saying about opposition, then it'd be Jeff Horn.
Okay, so OG, all we
All
trying to
right.
say is this. Simply is this.
Facts.
You can't
Okay, then.
count these up and coming fighters because they're a whole new generation. Ortiz, and they didn't come up with the Thurman, Spences, and stuff to earn their way. So all I'm trying to say is this: you can't use Ennis on those guys because they didn't come up. Had they come up with them, I'm sure they would have had him on the mix. Like for example, Ennis is fighting for the PBC on Showtime. He's not signed with them, but I'm sure if Ennis was coming up, he would have been signed. So you can't. That's a moot point right there.
Okay, so when y'all bring Ennis up
Hold on,
again,
let my bro
it's gonna
check
be
in,
moot.
man. My bro just checked in, man. Go ahead. What you got to say, bro? Cook.
Who? Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? What's going on?
We open to everybody.
Hey, Earl
Everybody's
Spence the
opinion matter
third.
here.
Earl Spence the third just checked in. Hey,
Man, leave him alone, Drake.
They
Let
already
him
got
cook,
Earl
man.
Spence the third. That's EJ's son. That's the fourth then.
Go ahead. I know he's ready to get on me about some of the stuff I said.
Go
but
ahead,
I'm
bro. Cook.
I'm
Yeah,
looking at
'cause
it from the outside, man. I think a person, that's what he do. That's the reason why he fights in his left hand stance, because he takes away your jab. And now he forces you to be a certain way. And I just think that Spence hasn't faced no left-handers. You think about it, and I ain't using no excuse saying his eye wasn't messed up. His eye probably was messed up. But it's just strange how even before that, they was talking about he don't look good. He probably had a lot of left-hand sparring partners, man. That is a hard thing. And I think they should have been preparing him for that because he knew this was the fight that it was going to be, him and Crawford.
I don't think he was looking bad though. That's people who had narratives who ran with it.
But who
I
has
think
he
he was
fought?
just
Think
a
about it.
17
I'm
month
asking you a
layoff.
question. Who has he fought left-handed?
No, he hasn't fought. I haven't seen him fight.
No, he hasn't fought anyone
He
at
fought
it. I'll give you that,
nobody. He
OG.
fought
Y'all
Nancy.
don't think that's gonna be a problem? I mean, his Spence, everything. Spence is a monster. I take nothing from him, but everything he do is behind that goddamn jab. That's
agree.
how Derrick
I
James
said
trained
that
him.
early.
absolutely.
Everything they do is behind that jab. Even
And
Charlo.
I'm gonna let y'all in on something else. EJ Balance is off too, bro. EJ Balance has been off since that car
It's gonna
accident.
really be off when you don't know which fucking hand coming.
I don't know about that.
That's right.
I'm
Why
telling
wasn't
you,
he?
bro,
Look at
I
Porter.
mean, he was off
Porter,
17 months.
Porter spun him all day long, bro. Spence looked like Bambi at times with Ugas. Come on, man.
Listen. Let me hear about brother Drico because he light work. See,
Go ahead.
listen to what he just. I want you to listen to what
He
he just
wasn't off
said.
against Porter.
Listen to what I want you to listen to what he just said. He said, ever since Earl been in the car accident, his balance been off. Look when he fought Porter. Didn't Spence get in a car accident 2 weeks after he fought Porter?
I don't care.
That's
He got
right.
an accident.
What you mean you don't care? What you mean you don't
make no-
care?
Listen, that
What?
don't make
What you
no
mean you don't
difference
care?
when he lose this time. Is y'all gonna say, "Oh, he was in an accident"? No, when you step up in that ring, you got to be 100%, bro. His balance was off against Porter. Y'all can laugh all y'all
No,
want
it
to.
wasn't.
Porter
No,
was
it wasn't.
spinning him. Porter was
I
spinning him
disagree.
and dipping him the whole fight.
I don't think
Am
his balance was
I'm
off
sitting
against
up
Porter.
I don't think
His balance was off against
He
Hanny.
just
His
flat-footed.
balance wasn't off against no Porter.
Hey,
It
let me
wasn't.
say this.
And Porter
okay.
manipulated the line good. Porter did a lot of foot action that really, that
Yeah.
he couldn't
He used a lot
use
more
that
foot. He used a
jab
lot more of
against.
his feet in that fight.
Yeah, and he manipulated that jab with his feet, and he countered off of that jab a lot.
Sure did.
Y'all got to
Hey,
get to my
Draco.
video at
Hey,
OTB
Draco, let me
boxing
say
class,
this.
man. I'm telling
Now
y'all
you got
this shit.
BFTB boxing. Damn, we got a
Hey,
whole bunch of
Draco,
people
let
in
me
here.
say
But
this.
listen, y'all, wasn't
as
Earl
I bragged
getting
on
spun?
Crawford, check
He
this
was
out.
getting spun, but that doesn't mean that his balance was off. You said his
Salute
balance
to
was
the
off.
grave
No, it
digger.
wasn't.
BFTB.
BF in the
Shout out to
building.
BF, man. That's my
Salute,
guy.
BF.
That's my guy.
Yo, check this
B-
out. I went back
BF,
and
we
watched
pinned the link in
I
the
watched Crawford and
Getting
Porter.
pound for pound sports talk. They got everything.
Oh,
Man,
y'all
the
trying to
one
load
leg-
it. They trying to,
Hey,
hey,
Snap.
bro, they trying to load up, man. He got BFTB. The link is in the stat. Damn.
Hey,
Y'all want
Hey,
Come
BFTB was
up
cooking
and
him
talk
when
your
he
shit. Shit.
pretty
Hey, when
soon
the
y'all gonna
one-legged
have
Billy
I
Derek.
love
beat
it.
ass.
How my
Y'all
homie
go-
gonna go on
y'all
with
go-
Bud? I still be talking my Bud shit. We
Hey,
can
Hey,
when
man,
agree.
pretty
He
soon,
scared of
Take
BF smoke.
turns Bud
BF,
Crawford to the
pretty
BF
ground.
keep getting
soon
your
y'all
ass.
gonna have. Pretty soon they gonna have Derek James in the chat. Hey, Derek, the
Hey,
chat,
man.
the
I
link
said,
is in.
Hey,
don't
man,
ask
Y'all
don't
don't
none
want
of
Derek.
y'all.
When Derek
I
start
love
cooking.
all
If a
y'all, man.
one-legged
Don't none of
Billy
y'all
beat
put
ass.
no money on Spence, though. I'm gonna let
I
y'all
already
go.
put money on Spence.
Don't y'all do that, man. I
I
love
already
y'all.
put money on
Don't
All
put
right,
no
all
Spence.
right,
money
put
on
If a
money on
Spence. He
one-legged
Spence.
fighting
All right,
Benavidez.
Benavidez,
I ain't
and
gonna say that,
so cold,
OG, but
Nelson.
I'm
if
with
a
Hey,
Barry
one-legged
too,
Benavidez
man.
can
don't you?
take
Hey,
Terrence
listen to
Crawford
me.
to
I
the
will be
brink,
back on here. I will be back on here after the fight, and you remember this. Don't none of y'all put no fucking money on Spence. And I'm
I
gonna tell
already
you something
did.
else.
AOG,
Listen
make sure
to
you
me.
here
I
after the
ain't
fight.
Spence is the
saying he gonna
favorite.
win.
if
Listen to me.
if a
I ain't saying he
one-legged
gonna win.
Benavidez
He
can
gonna
take
slap
Terrence
his
Crawford
ass.
to the
He
brink
gonna
of
slap
12
his
rounds,
ass.
Spence,
Shut up, man.
And I bet
Hey,
you.
Spence is the
bro,
favorite.
you
Jose
hear him? They all
Benavidez was a Golden Gloves champ, man.
But
man,
that,
I don't
get
get.
the fuck up out of here with
That
that
man was
Golden
off for
Gloves shit.
18 months and got shot in his knee, man. Stop this
Hey,
shit, man.
you laugh at that
Stop
shit.
this shit,
You
man.
laugh at that shit, but
Hold up,
Benavidez ain't
hold
got
up,
some
Stop
long
hold
this
up,
shit,
arms.
man.
That's
hold
why
up.
he.
Wait, you
Stop.
did not
And
just bring
then
up the Golden
niggas be
Gloves.
talking.
Wait, did you
Hold
just?
on, hold on. When a nigga bring up
Y'all niggas
what
wild.
Hold on,
actually
hold on, hold on, hold on,
when
hold on. Did you bring up the Golden Gloves like that meant something?
No, that wasn't
bro,
me.
It
bro,
was the
listen to them,
AK-47. You
bro.
missed it. You missed it, bro.
They did all that and then laugh at Spence when he was looking for a mouthpiece in mid battle. That's
yeah,
funny.
he won.
That's what y'all should be laughing at, bro.
Oh, he beat
We
a man
Well,
and he
that
beat the
ain't
man.
gonna that
Y'all
ain't
He
gonna
should
happen
be
anymore
beat the
laughing.
because
man to
Spence is
motherfucking
getting
submission,
Y'all
man.
should have been laughing
getting
at
the
him
mouthpiece
looking
molded
for.
for his veneers.
and y'all
Hey,
sleep,
y'all
Stop,
keep
man.
it
man.
Jose
going,
It
man.
ain't gonna
Benavidez is
happen
gonna
though.
be
peace,
a
good
champion
brother.
at
Yeah.
160.
Peace, OG.
Spence
Jose
Nigga,
about to
definitely
be a
messed up
champion
looking
at
for
hey,
that
hold on.
mouthpiece
160.
in the
Hey,
ring.
a lot of
That
you
was a
niggas
bad
is scared.
mistake.
Y'all got
A
y'all
lot of you
money on the
niggas is
man that
scared when
did
Shorty
that.
beat when Shorty beat
I,
that man to submission, and then the next day he broke his eye, he broke his ribs, and he broke his nose. A lot of you niggas scared for real. Y'all just talking this talk. I'm hip to you.
Bro,
A
no,
lot of
I
you.
you
just
think
can't.
EJ getting
Hey,
known
bet you know
Man,
playing
I just
OTB.
pocket.
can't.
Hey,
I just
bet,
can't get
man.
over.
Hey,
I just.
bet. Hey,
Hey,
bet.
OTB.
Hold on, man. Don't
OTB,
nobody.
this
Hold
ain't
on.
for
Give me
you,
a minute,
OTB.
man.
This
I
ain't
Give,
just
give me
can't
a
get
this
minute,
over it,
nigga.
Chop.
man.
Bet.
This
I
for that
can't get
nigga with
over
the
it.
hundred
He said,
the
"Man,
hundred niggas at the airport, man.
hey,
Bet.
hold on, man. Hold on, man.
Scared.
I just can't get over it,
Yo.
man." He
Scared,
said,
bet.
Benavidez was a Golden Gloves champion."
Scared,
Man,
bet.
hey,
Yo.
hey,
I'm
that ain't
talking about
no listen,
I'm talking
listen.
about the
Th-
Scared,
nigga
bet.
with I'm talking
that
about this nigga with the hundred niggas at the airport, man. Them niggas is scared, man.
Damn.
Y'all niggas scared for real, man. I'm hip to y'all, man.
Damn.
Man, and listen, I want to fight. I honestly do. I
I,
really think right now that Earl don't have enough for TC. If y'all think that TC gonna stand in that pocket, bro, and let Earl go to work, y'all got another thing coming. It's a
Oh,
sad day.
TC,
It's
I
a
mean,
sad
TC
day.
want
Ugas
to
ain't want to
box,
stay
but he
there,
likes
dog.
to trade, and
Right.
that's where he gonna mess up
Batman,
at. Soon as he start
Batman,
trading,
this
he gonna
it's
go
just
down.
so interesting that you and I see
I
the
don't see
same thing,
that,
man.
but
Y'all think Ugas
Y'all both Spence
what
fans. Is that
you
amazing?
I mean, and
Ugas,
you watch no film. So you
no,
know, there we go.
Ugas
You
ain't want to stay there, man.
y'all act like that's something great, like it's a great euphoria that
Listen,
y'all agree. Nigga, y'all
listen.
Listen,
EJ fans,
hold
nigga.
I'm
on.
just I'm
Ugas,
just
Right,
saying.
Ugas
right.
did
And I'm
not
with
want to
Barry.
Batman
stay
I'm
brother
there,
with
been
him
a
man.
too.
world champion
No,
for
I don't want to hear.
over
Hey,
10
man.
years.
Hey, I don't want to hear nothing
hey,
because Team
stupid,
Bud talking
man.
about fighting Golden Glove champion like that meant something.
Nigga, that
I
was the
don't
joke.
listen,
Hold
listen,
up.
listen. If he drop his mouthpiece again, and where my
That
mouthpiece
nigga
at?
hit
It's
Man,
with
not
come
going. It's
on,
not going to
man.
drop again. It's
AK-47.
not going to drop again. He getting it molded. It's going to be molded to his veneers.
All
It ain't going to
right,
drop again.
cool,
You
man.
better hope them teeth don't fall out. That shit
That's
gonna
why he
be
be
on
looking for
memes
that
the
damn
rest of our
mouthpiece so damn
life.
much.
That
He
mouthpiece
he
should
gonna
be
be
on
good.
means.
That shit gonna be on
Hey,
memes the rest of our lives. It's good.
It's
y'all
not
His
how
know,
you
teeth in
start.
the
It's how you
ring.
Look,
finish.
but listen,
look.
he
Y'all think Ugas wanted to stay in front of Spence.
he
Yeah,
didn't.
Nah, you
Ugas
right
say,
though,
bro,
Kwame. That pressure
But hold
is
on,
something else.
bro. That's
You
a
Ugas
know what
way.
ain't
I'm
have
saying?
no
Like,
See, but
choice.
hold on. That's a way to discredit Spence. It's always after every fight. Why didn't he fight back? They said the same thing about Mikey. They said the same thing about Danny Garcia. Like they always say that, and they
it's
say
always an
Bro,
because they
excuse.
It's
because
the
bro.
they
volume.
Y'all
They
because
know,
they
can't
don't.
handle. They
y'all
can't
know,
Earl
handle
doesn't
Spence
give him a
volume.
chance to.
y'all
His
know what the
volume is
That
knock
ain't
different.
is
that.
on Ugas.
them was just
Y'all act like Ugas is all that. Y'all know what the knock is against
Okay,
Ugas. He
what's the
don't
knock
have
on
What?
no
Ugas?
power and he got less movement than Spence. Come on now,
What?
let's not
All
act
right.
like Spence just beat some
I'm confused. So he got less.
a
No,
96
Ugas
Pacquiao.
versus
don't take nothing from
Frankenstein.
Ugas, man. Ugas,
Dog, y'all was just
Ugas can
saying
box,
Ugas
man.
might beat him, dog.
I'm telling 100. I never said
I
that.
never said
I know.
Ugas was gonna
There
beat
was
him
people
back.
that was
You
saying
know.
that Spence would lose to Ugas. So I mean,
Yeah, I
Yeah, there
never
was
said
some
that.
people saying that. That's true.
And
there
this
was a
man
lot of
Don't
right
people
here in
doubt
the
saying
it.
that on
Don't
middle,
you
Twitter
ain't never
too.
heard that
this
shit
man
from
right here in the
OTB.
middle was like, man, y'all sleeping on Ugas.
Well, BFT,
but no,
what you said, BFT?
Hell
I
nah,
never,
BF.
I never said.
Hey,
No, I never
BF,
said
man,
Ugas.
nah, man,
Listen,
we better than that, brother. We better than
hey,
that, brother.
hey,
We
Bro,
Kwame,
better
my
than
wit.
that.
47 and
Ugas
10.
beat the shit out of Crawford twice, man. Twice.
No, he
Man,
Beat the
that's
shit
didn't.
out of
Pan.
Crawford
They say he
twice.
beat his
Hey,
ass in the
He
amateur.
beat his
Stop
ass.
playing
He
them
beat,
games,
he
man. They
beat
don't
his
give us no
ass.
fair shake.
He beat his
Come
ass,
on,
man.
Crawford was
man.
scared to fight Ugas.
He
Who?
was.
Damn.
But
Okay, Figueroa beat Spence. So, I mean, so if we want to go there, come on,
I
y'all.
know
What
Nah,
it
that
but we're
do?
talking
too.
about common opponents here. You can't big up that. I mean, you talking about common opponents. Ugas
It
beat the
No,
shit
is
out
a
of him.
common
I
opponents.
said no. Listen, it's been documented that Ugas said he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford, right? That he had beat
Right.
Terrence Crawford. That he beat Terrence Crawford in the amateurs. But when he saw
Right.
Ugas, he ain't get Ugas no. I know he saw them tweets. But when it's a video where he see Ugas, oh, he run up on Ugas and jive. Ugas want paying attention. Oh, what's up? Hey man, look, man.
I
I'm
seen
hip
it.
to these niggas, man. All these niggas be talking all that shit, be wanting all this smoke. I'm hip to them niggas, man. Bob
Exactly.
when Bob couldn't make no money off that nigga, he put him out there. He told y'all, man, we tried to get the Ugas fight done with him. We tried to give him Sean Porter. We tried to give him Keith Thurman. He didn't want it.
He said it.
I mean, what's
Exactly.
up now, though? What's up now?
Oh, what's up
Oh,
now?
what's
So
up
just
now? He's
forget about
still on
Oh,
everything
Nah,
else.
he
Man,
What's
about
up
to
stop
fight.
you
now?
saying
saw
that
you
ain't
saw
true,
the you
What's
saw
man.
up
the
now,
shirt.
huh?
You
Forget
gotta
about
know it.
everything
You
else,
saw
huh?
the shirt that's coming out.
He
You already,
about
you
to
already know
fight
what it is.
Earl. He about to fight Earl.
Okay.
And if he go
Okay.
in there bullshitting, doing what he did against Sean Porter, he's gonna get the shit beat out of him.
And if Earl come in there going to fat camp
BF.
and not moving his head,
Oh
Ain't no
man,
more
and
fat
he's
camps.
going
but
It ain't no
and
more
he gonna
fat
he
get
ain't
it
camps.
going
too.
no fat camp, man. Come
he
He
on.
ain't
gonna
been
get
in
it
fat
too.
Man, you
camp in
talking
3
about fat
years
Too
camp,
though.
man?
easy
You
for
saw
him
this
to
man.
lose weight. Stay on
No,
weight.
you saw this
Just from
man.
y'all saying. Listen what y'all saying. He ain't been to fat camp, but he been to fat camp.
But how
Yeah,
long
that was
ago was that
There's no
though?
more.
before the
There's no more
accident.
That
fat
was
camps
3 years
though.
ago
There's
though.
The
no more.
man back
That's
now.
in the past.
He
I
ain't,
don't
he
even
ain't
Let
got
him
to
think he
beat
got
his
let
nothing
him
to
ass
come
do
in.
with fat
no
camp or none of that. I'm gonna
Let him
tell
come
you
in the
this:
ring. Look at
if
Now
hey,
EJ
Batman.
goddamn it think that he about to just walk down Bud, he gonna get lined up. He better bring that motherfucking
more. All
jab
right.
to the party,
All
and
right.
There you go.
and he better pick his moments.
There
He
you
He
but
better.
one
ain't
go.
thing
got to
I
You
will
pick his
say,
not
moment.
just about to
Because when
dominate him
Cause
inside
when he
or outside.
Right.
You talking
when he
Right.
about two
get
A-level
listen,
fighters?
all right, my
Bud a
fault,
smart
OTB.
motherfucker, man.
Hey, OTB. When he gets there, he's gonna do the same thing as Ugas. What he did with Sean Porter is this right here. And
Who?
and and, and Earl Spence is not gonna smother him, whereas though he's smothering his work like Sean Porter did, where he can
Right.
grab him and hold him.
Facts.
It's not gonna happen.
Facts. Facts.
It's not gonna happen.
And that's
EJ is
pending that he
very
get
Okay.
there. That's
Okay.
yeah.
pending
And
that he
EJ,
don't eat something before he get there.
there you
There he
go.
Because
go.
we
There
know,
He
you
got
go.
a chin
because we
too
know
though, but he got a chin.
EJ head movement ain't salute BF. We know
salute,
EJ
BF.
head movement ain't going left
What's
to
poppin'
right.
with y'all? What's up, OG? Man,
Listen,
EJ gonna
he
beat
don't have head
this
movement,
bro.
but he still
He
don't
gonna
get
beat
hit
this
that
nigga to
much.
death.
Right.
BFTB
He
man, eat
still
this
don't get hit
man.
that
Hold
much.
on, man.
BFTB man, smash man.
Man,
Go ahead,
Earl
man.
is about to demolish. First off, I don't believe this nigga Bud's gonna fight him. That's first off.
Oh
Y'all,
my
Oh,
goodness.
y'all
okay.
niggas running
They gonna
around talking
fight.
this shit.
They
What
gonna
does this
fight.
nigga want? Because the last I heard, this nigga said 50-50 or nothing. And then the nigga said 60-40 my way if anybody's getting it. So I'm trying to figure out how the fuck this nigga gonna fight this man in the first place if he's saying it's 50-50 or nothing. And then he came back and said, I don't even know if I'm gonna take 50-50. So I'm kind of confused at where y'all dudes is coming from when y'all saying, man, he's this guy. Bro, I don't think this man's going to fight him. Why is he even talking about 54?
Bro, they
Why is
dragging that man
Hey
on
yo,
Twitter, man.
and
They saying
That's
he's
true. He's
MIA.
talking
and
about
here's
fighting
another
the
thing
winner of
too,
Charlo Castano.
and here's another thing too, BF. They're talking about taking a two. This fan base talking about but take a two. Man, fuck that. I don't want to hear no damn no. Go straight into Earl fight, man.
But it's
After
too
all
late
Yeah,
Earl,
now.
because Earl
It's
is
too late
Mr. No
now.
Tune Up.
it's,
It's too late now. He should have took
Yeah,
his tune up already. It's
I
too
ain't
late.
never
exactly.
I
want
don't
to
It's
want
too
to
see
hear.
no
I
late.
don't want to hear
tune-up.
no excuses. I
No
don't want to
excuse.
hear no. I don't want to hear nothing about no ring rust.
When
I don't
do
want to hear nothing.
TC when have y'all seen TC Rusty? When have y'all seen TC
Whenever I
not
see
sharp?
TC Rusty,
Yeah.
what
When have
is
you
that?
seen
What is that?
TC not sharp?
Hold on though, Drake,
Against
because you
against
know. Hold on, BF. Let
what?
him.
Against
I
Let
know
Kell
him.
what you
Brook.
gonna say.
I'm a Bud fan, but Bud started off slow. He's a slow starter.
slow.
It's hard to say
That's
that
true.
ain't
He
from
is a
him
slow
fighting
starter.
one a year.
I'm saying though, when
And
have
I'm a
you
Bud
saw
fan, bro.
when have you saw Bud not sharp and when have you saw Bud not
When have I
ready?
saw
He
Bud
chop
not
up the
sharp?
first 4 rounds of every fight.
I saw Bud.
But that's him.
I'm
He's
pretty
just a
sure
slow
it looks.
starter.
I'm
Okay,
pretty.
so
I'm
I
pretty
saw
sure
That
you
could be
look
his
sharp
ass,
against
too.
6th graders too, Drico.
I saw
He's
Bud
a
not
he's
sharp.
a
I saw
he's a
Bud
slow
not sharp.
starter.
I saw Bud not sharp against Benavidez. I saw that.
Yeah.
I am. I
It
really
took him
am.
all the way to the 12th round to get rid of this guy with one leg. I saw him
One
not sharp.
leg.
I saw Bud not sharp when he fought Green Beans, who dropped him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got all these skills. You got all these skills. There's no way that you should be standing in the pocket with Green Beans. No way. He should have embarrassed that man. There is no way, bro. You claim to be one of the most skilled boxers in all of boxing. Why are you giving up your skills? Standing in the pocket with a fucking bum. Green
So
Beans
Bud needs
is
a tune-up,
garbage.
huh? Back in
Green
the ring in
Beans is
July.
garbage, bro. He's trash. There is no way. And Virgil Ortiz proved he's trash by demolishing that man. He should not, bro. If Terrence Crawford got all these skills that y'all claim, there is no way he stands there and gives up every skill. Why?
BF,
That's the
what
dumbest
happened to
shit in
them?
the world. I don't
What
give a
happened
damn
to
what happened, OG. I don't
what
care.
happened?
He stood there.
What
I don't
happened
care.
to each one of those
I
fighters you
don't
named?
care. He stood there. There is no reason to stand there,
What
OG.
happened
No
to every fighter that you
none.
just named? What happened to him?
Well, which one?
You-
Bum after bum
what?
after bum, bum after bum after bum. That's what we talking about.
Knockout after knockout after knockout.
The only fighter that y'all
Knockout.
claim, the only fighter y'all claim nowadays is Sean Porter. Peep this, Kwame. They claim Sean Porter like a motherfucker, right? But before he fought Sean Porter, I had to fight these niggas tooth and nail to say that Sean Porter is good. These niggas was telling me he's a bum.
I'm from Ohio, BF. Hey, I'm from Ohio, BF. You ain't gonna never hear me say Sean Porter.
Hold up. They say Sean Porter's garbage. He ain't beat nobody. He lost to everybody who's anybody. Sean Porter ain't elite. Sean Porter's trash. Sean Porter ain't done nothing. Everybody that's anybody. Why he gotta? He don't need no Sean Porter. Why he gotta fight Sean Porter? He just wants guys with belts. That's all he wants.
What happened to Sean Porter?
Yeah, I know that's where you're going. I know. I understand because you can't
That's
go nowhere
we
else.
gotta go there.
Because
We gotta go there.
No, we don't. Because you didn't go there before the fight, OG.
We gotta go
We
there.
didn't go there before the fight, OG. No, we don't gotta go there. If you would have went there before the fight, then we can go there after it. You can't change it.
I said that you was gonna stop Porter.
OG. You
Kwame,
said
did I not?
OG.
All right, okay, guys, one at a time. We got a lot of people. One at a time.
OG.
I said he was gonna stop Porter.
The man is a bum. He's trash. He ain't good. He ain't elite. He don't, bro. He don't need this fight. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada.
He sure did.
And then
I said he's going to stop Porter.
After the fight, now he's such great competition.
Who, Porter? Who said that?
Porter wasn't even a hard fight.
It may not have been you, Drico, but a lot of people in the Bud circle was saying that he was such great competition after he beat him.
Well, and you know what's so crazy too?
What's
You have
crazy is
Bomac.
Porter
You have,
the best
I think,
fighter that both of them fought.
Yo, Lord,
Porter is not the best fighter that both of them fought. No, he is not.
Who is?
No, Ugas.
The best fighter that Errol Spence fought to date, the best fighter he fought to date would have been Kell Brook.
Yeah,
Coming off of Triple G, he moved down from 54 to 47.
Okay. Well, I have no problem with that.
How can you say that when he stopped killing and went the distance with?
So I gotta give it to Sean
I
Porter.
have no problem with you saying he coming down from Triple G, 2 weight classes down. I got no problem.
It's Porter. It's got to be Porter.
But then if that's
Drake
the
let
case,
him cook.
no, it ain't Drake. No, it ain't Sean Porter. Because the Kell Brook that I'm talking about beat Sean Porter. So
that's true.
It ain't Sean Porter. Anyways, if you want to say him coming down with a broken eye, coming down from 2 weight classes, then what was Kell Brook when he fought Terrence Crawford? Because he came down from 54.
Both eye sockets broken.
And both eye sockets was broken.
That's why I can't say neither one of them. Both of them in the same level. You can't look at
they're
one
not.
of them no better than you look at the other.
No, they're not. No.
Okay, can I say something real quick? And
hold on. Let me get this one thing, and I'm gonna give it to you. And the second best fighter was Ugas. Because Ugas did something that Jeff Horn didn't do. And you guys give credit to Jeff Horn. Oh, he beat Pacquiao. Ugas retired Pacquiao. So if you guys give Jeff Horn, say Jeff Horn is the goods because he beat Pacquiao, well, Jeff Horn didn't do what Ugas did. So Ugas is a better fighter than Jeff Horn.
And if we say
That
that
was
Errol
unanimous.
Spence is the
He fought
goods
him- he
because
fought
he
him
beat
5
Sean
years
Porter,
later.
then it
I
Bud the
didn't say
shit
that.
because he
I
stopped
didn't say
him.
that. That's not what I said. I never said he's the goods because he beat Sean Porter.
Or
And
because
guess,
he beat Kell
guess
Brook.
what? Hold on.
I never said that. I said
let
Kell
me-
Brook.
Yeah, Kell Brook.
Let me answer
Then
OG
Bud the
real
shit
quick.
because he stopped him.
Let me answer the OG
He
real
stopped
quick.
the guy with 2 broken eyes. So you don't give him no credit for 1 broken eye, but you give Bud the credit for 2 broken eyes.
I'm saying
Make
they
it
the
make sense.
same, BF.
Hey, BF,
Would make it make
It's the
sense.
same.
BF,
Make it
also,
make
same,
sense.
bro.
yeah,
You
BFTB.
just said no credit,
Also,
King, you just
also,
hold on 1 second. Let me OTB, my brother. You just said you give the man no credit for fighting him, coming off a loss and a broken eye.
No, I
So
said
you're
that
gonna
I
give
give
credit
him
for
the
2 broken
same
eyes.
credit. I said I can't give any one of them. I can't give him more
So-
credit, and he was coming down
So-
from and a broken eye.
So 2 broken eyes is better is different than
Better
1.
than one.
What's the
Kell
difference?
Brook is a wash, bro.
So I'm asking you. So 2 broke. So the different. Oh, so a broke 1 broke. So if you break 1 arm and you don't break the other, break 1 leg, but you don't break the other one, but you break your non-jumping leg, but you can still dunk. But then if you break both legs and you can dunk no more, y'all saying it's the same thing.
BF, what are we doing here, bro?
hey, hold on, BFTB, and one more thing
Salute,
too.
King.
One
Talking to
more.
OTB,
Hey, I throw in one more.
Chill
BF,
out.
BFTB, I throw in one more thing. 3
But
years
I would
later,
like my brother
3
OTB
years,
to answer that.
3 years out the welterweight
I'm saying
division,
it.
4 years at the welterweight division, and he's
I
coming
would-
down. 4
I would
years.
love my brother OTB to answer that. Like if you got 1 leg and you broke 1 leg, but you can still dunk, right? Are you the same if you break 2 legs and you can't dunk?
BF fucking ball, so you know what I mean?
That's not what I asked you, King. I asked you a very simple question, homie.
Oh,
It was
man.
very simple.
Shit.
Very simple.
That's a
That's not,
metaphor,
hey,
bro.
BF,
That ain't the
BF,
same.
that's not even a fact. That's a hypothetical for
It's
one,
not-
bro.
it's
So you
not a
asking my
hypothetical.
man
That is
to
an
answer a
absolute-
hypothetical
That is an
question, bro.
absolute. That is an absolute fact. That's
You
an
know,
absolute
Kell
fact.
Brook was a wash for
Okay,
both of
all right,
them.
cool,
It's
cool,
a
cool.
wash for
Cool,
Brook,
so I know-
for
no, I
Spence.
know-
It's a
no,
Both
I
of
wash.
the
know
fights
that.
are equally
So I
watched.
asked you.
Shit.
So I asked you. So I asked you.
They're not
again.
equally washed though.
Kwame, hey, Kwame,
Okay,
they
this,
don't
hey,
wanna
this,
answer me. Kwame, they don't want to answer me. They don't want to
oh,
answer
just,
me.
just, hey,
Kwame,
just
hey,
put that
I-
action
It
is.
ain't no difference,
Hey,
BF.
If you
My
get in the
answer
street,
ain't
hey,
gonna
no,
change,
hold on,
bro.
hold on.
Kwame, peep this.
If
Kwame,
you
peep
get in
this.
this, if you get in a
Kwame,
street
peep
fight, you get in a street fight, you fighting for your life. Would you rather have 1 arm broken or both arms broken? Answer
They're
that.
not gonna answer
Bro,
that.
what are y'all
If I'm
doing, bro?
fighting for my
Kwame,
life,
Kwame,
I'm
Hey,
Kwame,
using
man,
arms,
y'all can't
legs,
use them
man.
Hey,
examples.
Kwame,
You
peep
can't,
this. Kwame,
you
peep this
can't
right
use
here.
those examples,
Peep
first
this.
of all,
Okay,
because you're
now
talking
yes, I
about
can.
I know.
eyes
No,
and
I'm not using that. I'm asking you a
Yes, I can.
question. Answer the
I can
question.
absolutely.
If you fighting for your life and you get either 1 arm broken or 2 arms broken, which one would you rather have?
Okay, let me answer
Which
that.
one?
Let me
Answer that
that.
question.
Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna
Answer
give you an
that.
example. Look at this. You see that right there? And you see that on the other hand? I'm gonna tell you how I was raised. I was raised like this, bro. I broke both of my wrists in college, and I redshirted. I was never gonna play a game. My coach told me, "Ain't nothing wrong with your legs." I practice 4 hours a day.
So
So then you're
what
just
I'm trying
proving my
to
point.
tell you is, here's what I'm trying to tell you.
Let him
You
finish.
said
Your
the
point on the
eyes.
leg shit
You
is
said the
accurate,
eyes.
BF.
What I'm
Might
trying
I
to tell
add,
you
man.
is,
Thank you,
Salute,
sir.
King.
you
Thank you,
said
sir.
the eyes.
Thank you, sir.
You said the eyes.
I got
So
you,
what I'm
man.
trying to tell you is,
I'm a
ain't shit
solid
wrong with
guy.
my
I ain't
motherfucking
gonna.
hands. Okay? Now I might get hurt easier by my eyes, but ain't nothing wrong with my hands. You get what I'm trying to say?
I do. Thank you for proving my point.
Okay, I want to clear that up because y'all keep
Yeah,
saying
you just
both
proved his
legs.
point,
but
OG.
Thank you for
OG
proving
just
my
answer
point.
Thanks,
that.
OG. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you for proving my point, OG.
Damn
Kell
sure
Brook was
did.
just fine. He was just fine when he fought Errol Spence. There was nothing wrong with his hands. Thank you, OG. Thank you for proving my point. Thanks.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Here's
You're
Jigo.
right.
What do
You
we, what
right.
do we
When
do
you
in
right,
here?
It
you
took
right,
me years,
BF. I ain't
bro.
gonna
Hey,
lie to you.
I'm
Draco
gonna
don't
hammer
like that.
again.
Draco
Nigga
don't
don't
like
like it.
that,
He's
man.
not making hits.
Hell no, I don't like that. You
Now
agreeing
listen
with
a
this?
moment.
You agreeing with BF talking about
Check
2
this
broke
out. I'll
legs,
give you
bro?
a better
Are
one,
you
bro.
serious, bro?
He right, man.
Are
Look,
you
bro.
serious?
Hey,
You
man.
agreeing
I'm
with
a
Hey,
BF
Hoover
talking
fan.
about
Listen to
if
this.
would you rather have
yeah.
would you King? Would you rather have 2 broke legs or 1 broke leg? And you said you right, you right,
I
BF.
didn't
I
Nah,
say
agree.
he right
Man,
in the he right
Hey,
in the
BF too, though,
analogy,
man.
man.
He be on point, man. He
Yo,
was on
check
point with
this
that
out.
one, man.
I'm a
Yeah,
Crawford
when he
fan,
broke
but
the
I'm gonna tell you
analogy
this about
down, goddamn
Spence.
it, ain't no other way to look at it.
you know what that
Yeah,
Right.
analogy
he
is,
broke it
bro?
down, bro.
And at
Bro,
the
He
end
broke
of
it
the
down.
day, that
bro.
still don't change the fact that to
Spencer
me, I
dog,
don't
bro.
look at
Spencer
neither one
dog,
of
but
them
he ain't
wins
faced no
no
left-handed.
different.
Bro,
will not
he
be
shouldn't have
that
got in
crazy.
that ring. When he got in that ring with that leg, he shouldn't have got in there then. He got in there, he fought. To me, I don't take none of that. It's a wrap, bro. He shouldn't have got in there. One broke leg or two broke leg, BF. He shouldn't have got in there.
Cool. So then why do y'all discredit? Why you discredit Brooke then? And why
when Brooke gets to the respect, it's a problem.
Tagging Bud.
Hey, y'all know what the toughest fight is.
He's a warrior.
Right?
Why did you discredit Brooke?
Y'all know what their toughest fight is, right? Both of them.
Wow,
that's true.
I was still
the toughest fights are each other. That's true.
A person that go into the fight that think they can win, and that's what Benavidez did. Some of them niggas ain't going in there.
That's what Ugas did too. So I don't.
That's right. You're right. You're right. And Ugas is his toughest fight because he really thought he could beat him.
Cool. But I was.
Ugas went in there to battle.
You're right.
I'm with you. But I'm gonna ask.
Beat him too.
All that shit, everybody talk about who ranked this and that. That shit means nothing if you don't think you can win.
True.
When you walk into the fight to win, that's your real fight.
So OG, so you you telling me when Earl Spence fought Kell Brook in his own backyard, Kell Brook?
That was a tough fight because Kell Brook thought
he win. Okay, that's what I'm asking. Okay.
So y'all telling me that Sean Porter ain't think he could win that fight?
I'm gonna give you an example.
Sean Porter ain't have a chance at that fight.
Right? All y'all love Mike Tyson. Y'all know who whooped Mike Tyson ass?
Don't do that.
I really don't.
The person who thought he could beat him, Evander Holyfield.
I don't fuck with Tyson like that. Buster Douglas.
Evander wasn't the best heavyweight, but he thought he could beat him. That's
Buster Douglas thought he could beat him. Buster Douglas.
Right. Buster Douglas thought he could beat him too, and he got the job done.
No disrespect. No disrespect to Mike, but I mean Mike's resume is questionable, and under no disrespect, but I'm just saying he beat up on a whole bunch of tomato cans, taxi drivers, bums. I mean, I'm just saying I'm not trying to disrespect the man, but.
Mike knew that Lennox knew that he can beat him. So I mean, it just is what it is.
That's why them the toughest fights. When a nigga go in there to fight you back, that's when you gonna find out what both of them niggas about. And that's what I'm saying. Both of them dogs. Both of them dogs. Can't none of y'all deny that. They both dogs.
Okay, OG, I'm gonna ask you another question. Based on the way Sean Porter fought Bud, did he fight him like he thought he could beat him?
Did Sean Porter fight Bud like he thought he could beat him?
Right.
Yeah, he went in there with a great game plan.
Yeah, he sure did.
I'm gonna tell you something else. Hold on, let me say this. I've watched Sean Porter fight Crawford like 5 times. I've watched Sean Porter fight Spence like 5 times. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's gonna blow y'all mind, and I'm a Crawford fan. Spence beat the dog shit out of Sean Porter. I'm gonna tell you what you can't see in that fight. He hurting Sean Porter so many times in that fight, but Sean Porter just tough as hell, and he's jumping into him and crowding him so he can't hit him and going wild on him. But he really getting fucked up.
But see, and
I agree
that's
with
why
that.
y'all got to get y'all ass over there and look at my video, because it tell you, man, Errol Spence is a dog at controlling the line, man. I ain't gonna take nothing from him. He controlled the line like with the best of them, and that's what make his jab so pretty. Because
Sean Porter's already on record as stating that he wanted to win the Errol Spence fight more than any other fight. He already said that. You could tell the way he fought. He took shots on the chin. He kept on going because of willpower, because he wanted to win so bad. He already said that. He on record saying that.
He also on tape saying that I train even harder for Crawford.
No, I don't know about that.
That's the hell he is.
No, he didn't. Even his dad.
His dad said he wasn't training like that.
His dad said that.
His dad came out and rebuked that.
And that's why his dad stopped the fight.
No, he didn't. He was on Sean Porter podcast every day.
Hey,
what are you talking about?
Hey, I tell you what. You see my name on there? Text it to me and I'll send it to you.
He was on the podcast every single day. He didn't even do his podcast when he was training for Errol Spence.
I'm gonna tell you what it's on. Go on. What's his name? Brian Costner or whatever the little show he got. He's got a recent show right now with Sean Porter. Sean Porter in the back, you can see Lubin versus Fundora on Showtime. Go pull it up, and Sean Porter is being interviewed, and they talk about that. He talked about his dad. He said he wanted me to do 10 jumping jacks, and I wanted to do 5. But when he said it, he said, but at the end of the day, I work just as hard, if not harder, than I work for Spence.
That don't make what you just said don't make no sense, OG.
I'm just telling you what he said.
I'm telling you what you said makes no sense. You said his daddy wanted him to do 10, but he wanted to do 5, but somehow he worked harder. That don't make no sense to me. I heard that makes no sense, OG. None.
Hey, listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
I literally did listen to you.
I'm not on here. I'm not on here to talk perfect. I'm on here to tell you what the fucking truth is. Listen,
your truth
what he's saying is, this is what he basically saying. He's saying that I done just as much as what I done against Spence. But you know what? It's the same thing what Crawford said about Porter. They said, hold on, let me finish. It's the same thing what Crawford said about Porter. Crawford daddy and Sean Porter and his daddy said, why is he training harder? Why is he training harder for me?
No, he didn't say that.
He asked, why are you training harder for me?
My co-host Patty.
Dog, if that's the case, how many Sean Porter podcasts did Sean Porter do when he was training for Errol Spence? The answer is 0. How many did he do when he was training for Terrence Crawford? Every single
he knew that.
week.
Hey, PBC threw him to the.
So when did he have time to train? When was this training going on? Because he was on his podcast. He was on his podcast doing interviews every week.
Hey, bro, every week. When he lost the fight, when him and Danny Garcia fought.
So you're not going to answer that.
What was the question?
I'll ask you again, OG. When Errol Spence and Sean Porter fought, Sean Porter did not do one podcast. Not one. He didn't do 0. When Errol Spence, when Sean Porter fought Terrence Crawford, he was on a Sean Porter podcast every single week. He was doing interviews every single week. So how
you want me to answer that?
OJ, how can he be training harder to fight Terrence Crawford on his podcast and doing interviews every single week?
Okay, now you want me to answer that?
Please.
Didn't he fall asleep on his podcast?
I heard
something
knocked him out in that training camp.
He fell asleep on a boxing event. Yeah.
Let me answer my man.
Was that before or after the Crawford fight?
But I think that's before the fight.
It was before the fight. It was right before the fight. He went on ESPN.
He trained hard though.
He went on ESPN. He went on ESPN and
busted his ass in training camp.
And that's what I was trying to say to you, my man. Listen,
please.
I wasn't saying listen to me. You misunderstood me when I said he said do 10 jumping jacks. And I wanted to do 5 because that was his normal routine. He tried to turn it up for him to be in better shape against Crawford. For one, he already knew Crawford was gonna whoop his daddy ass, so he knew what he was getting him into the ring with. So he already knew what he was putting his son in there with. So yeah, he did have stop on his mind. Second of all, when you sit up and say someone doing a podcast, that's like you. Let me ask you a question. Do you work for a living?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are you gonna go to work tomorrow?
If I want to, yes.
So my question is, your ass going to work tomorrow.
You're not going to answer my question.
You weren't doing this podcast 5 years ago, but your ass going to work.
So you're not going to answer You're not going to answer my question, but you're going to ask me questions.
No. I said my point is this. My point, what I just said is.
Oh, but you didn't answer my question.
That does not stop you from doing your job tomorrow. You know, we men, man. Come on, we men. I'm 50 years old. I know what the fuck I gotta do. I know what the
Congratulations, OG.
bullshit.
That don't have to. That's not the answer to my question, though. I literally asked you a question. You still haven't answered.
You asked how can he train if he's doing a podcast?
I asked you how can he train if he's not just doing his podcast, he's doing interviews every single day. You said he trained.
Not every day. Come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you lose respect. Don't nobody do no interview every day. Stop it.
His Porter podcast is every day. The Sean Porter podcast is an everyday thing.
Not when he fought Crawford.
He was on his podcast on every. When was he not on it? When was he not on it? Because you literally haven't answered anything. So when
Send
did
me
he
the
not?
dates. Send me the dates.
What do you mean send you the dates?
And I apologize. Send me Sean.
I don't need your apology.
Well, he on there before the fight. Every day before the fight.
Okay, I asked you a question that you have not answered. So you're telling me. So I will repeat it again. I'll repeat again, because you said that he worked harder to fight Terrence Crawford than he did to fight EJ. That's what you said to me. That's what you said that Sean Porter said.
Yep.
Which he
and
didn't.
Crawford worked harder too.
Which he didn't say. But okay. I asked you how many podcasts, how many interviews did Sean Porter do before he fought Errol Spence? How many podcasts? The answer is
no show yet.
The answer is 0. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did have a show. And the answer is 0.
It wasn't too popular.
I don't care.
What you mean? You had thousands of subscribers at that point.
And it don't matter how popular it was. He was still doing it. All right. And again, he did not do it when he was fighting Errol Spence at all. But when he was fighting Terrence Crawford, he was on it every single day.
But I tell
Kenny
you,
Porter, OG,
Yes,
OG,
man.
check this out.
That don't mean anything. I'm
OG.
asking you a very simple question, and the OG still hasn't answered it.
I'm listening to you, bro.
But I've asked you the same thing like 4 times. You still haven't answered it.
I just answered it for you.
What you
bro.
want him to give you dates? November
fight.
25th, he wasn't on there. That's I don't know.
I did not actually. I don't need dates. I didn't ask you for dates. I said, how are you training? You're better to fight somebody else if you're on your podcast every single day and you're doing interviews all the time.
Hey, how long does it take to do a podcast? I'm just asking.
What?
Hey, hold on. How long? Let me ask you.
When you
want
fought
me to answer
no,
what you're saying?
I'm not answering your question because you ain't answering mine.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
not
answering
answering
yours. Easy.
I'm not
you
answering
do the
your
podcast and then you fucking get the work.
I'm not answering your question.
Okay, but I just answered yours.
Which was
Easy.
what?
You do the podcast and then you fucking get the work. There's 24 hours in a day.
You do your podcast and you get to work.
OG, okay,
That
can I
makes
say something?
zero sense whatsoever.
Hey, y'all, right quick, man. Hey, y'all.
You ain't winning this one. It's over, man.
Hey, right quick,
check
y'all.
this
I
out.
got a time limit, y'all, and hey, salute to the chat, salute to the panel, man.
Thanks.
I only got an hour to cook with y'all, man, but it's a pleasure, man.
You need to text me, Drake. You ain't text me in a while to check up, dog. I need to check up on my OG,
I got you, my brother. I got you. I'm gonna text you later on tonight, man, to fill you in. But I got an hour, y'all, and I appreciate everybody, man. Love and respect everybody that texts me, everybody that inbox me, and salute, bro.
Salute,
All right, salute to you, Drake.
Fact.
Salute, bro. They got me under restriction, bro. I gotta go. I love y'all all, man.
Thanks
Y'all
for
be
coming
smooth.
through, Drake.
All right.
100.
You too, man.
So, OG, I'm just gonna ask you a quick question here. Kenny Porter is on record as stating that he didn't like the way the camp was going because he couldn't find the right sparring partners. So, if you don't have the right sparring partners to push you during camp and give you that good work, how could he have been working harder?
Hey man, look. Let me say this.
Hey,
let me say this. Yo, look. Let me say this. I'm not on here. Let me say this. First of all, I'm not gonna sit here and play games with you. I'm more Crawford, okay?
That's obvious.
Crawford.
No,
wrong.
You're allowed to be.
Listen to me,
yeah,
though.
there's nothing wrong with that.
But listen to me though, bro. I had so much respect for Spence, and I got it back after watching him fight Ugas. But there's two things. The only reason why I say what I say, there is very few people in boxing. I don't know too many people in boxing that will exchange while you're exchanging with them. Most people gonna cover up and then throw back a punch, cover back up. Some people, they just got a neck for it, man. And I just feel like, for example, it ain't so much that, and I'm gonna say this, when he beat him, because I know he gonna beat him. When he beat him, I don't think that Spence is not a great fighter. I think it's the styles. Look at me, man. Your right fucking hand is in the front. When you jab, you fucking jabbing it to the power hand, bro. That's the left hand.
Man, Errol gonna demolish this dude.
You do not want to jab. Okay.
As soon as he touched that chin of Bud.
Man, he about to beat the brakes off this.
Man, I listen to this shit. I've been getting this shit all
Hey, we all
day,
gotta come
man.
back on here after the fight. We all gotta come back on here after the fight.
Oh, absolutely, OG.
Hey, I'm gonna be here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
I'm
Goddamn.
live every day.
Hey, I'm 50 years old.
Here.
I'm a former ball player. I'm 50 years old. I'm retired, nigga. So I'm on here. Whenever you on here, I'm gonna find you.
All right.
Errol gonna crush this man badly, bro. He's going to destroy this man. And let me tell you why.
Travion gonna cry.
I'm gonna tell you why Errol gonna destroy this man, bro. I'm gonna tell you why he's gonna destroy him. Because Terrence Bud Crawford, I believe he has all the skills in the book. I truly believe that. I believe he's got all the skills, and he's dumb as hell because he don't use them. Errol is going to demolish this man because this man who has all the skills in the book doesn't use any of them. And I hear all y'all talk about, oh man, you really think Terrence Crawford's going to stand there? So you're telling me he's going to run? Because he damn sure stood there with every other fighter at welterweight. He
No,
stood
hey,
there.
Bud loves to
listen.
trade.
You know why?
He
You know
loves
why
to
he
trade.
do
He can't
that?
help it.
He stood
You know why
there
he do
with
that?
every
Hey,
fighter.
young fella.
No,
Young
I ain't
fella,
trying to hear you.
not-
I ain't trying to hear you, King. He stood there with every fighter at 147. There is not one fighter that he moved this magical footwork that he used on. Not one. He stood
know
there
why,
with
young
every
fella?
last one.
Horrible
He
defense.
stood there
You know
with
why,
every
young
one of them.
fella?
I ain't trying to hear you. I hear you talking, but I ain't trying to hear you. He stood there with every fighter,
Go ahead, let
every
him
single
cook.
one of them. He did not move. He stood there and he traded. And every time after the fight, they asked this man, why did you do this? And he says, because I wanted to. So if he's got that amount of dog in him, you really believe that he's going to run from Errol Spence. You believe that. You're insane. That man's going to stand there because he's going to stand there because he believes he's the better fighter. He believes he's the bigger puncher. He believes that he will beat that man. And he's going to stand there and he's going to prove to that machismo, he's going to stand there and he's going to get demolished. He's going to get his own rib cage beat to shit. And after you get this gut, it's right there. You see it. That's my name right there. My
No,
page
I'm
is
on
there.
my telephone and I can't see it.
Oh, it's BFTB Boxing. I go live
No, I
every
want to
single day.
support you too. I want to support you too. I want to support all
It's
y'all,
all good,
man.
King. It's all good. Listen, I'm gonna let everybody know this because I want full disclosure. I don't need nobody trying to come at me. Bro, I was a Terrence Crawford fan, die hard. You could not tell me nothing about this dude at all. I was going to everybody, to include EJ family. That's a fact. Them dudes been on my page and I roasted them. Facts. All facts. And then until this man said we can do 60-40, I'm looking at Bud like, what's popping? And Bud saying no. At that point right there, bro, I already knew what it was. You have to tell me you want Undisputed, and then the man gives you a number, which is a realistic number. That's a real champion split. That is not disrespectful. That is an honest champion split. All right, honest champion split.
Now, can I ask you a question about that?
The man said no. And then the man said if anybody's
do you think that's fair though when Ugas
and then the man said if anybody's getting 60%, it's him. Ugas did not get 50-50. He did not.
Sean Porter did.
Sean Porter did not get 50-50.
Somebody did. It was one of them got 50-50.
No, they didn't.
But he was talking about 80.
Neither one of them deserved
50-50.
Okay, all right.
And Bud,
maybe you guys.
I'm a Bud fan. Bud, he can't trip about no 60-40. That's even.
Well, maybe
Bud said 60-40.
Y'all don't know the numbers. Maybe y'all don't know the numbers, but BFTB does.
Yeah, I know.
I broke down all the pay-per-views. I know the numbers. Terrence Crawford's pay-per-view numbers against Errol Spence pay-per-view numbers is an 80-20 split, and that is before Ugas. That's before it. I'm letting y'all know that. So whatever these numbers are right now, when you
I don't give a damn what them numbers is.
You don't care, but that's what they care because that's
but OG, hold on, BFTB.
You just asked me a question, OG. You just said
no. I gave you your props on that. Wait a minute, I gave you your props on that. I said I don't know nothing about that side of it. I said I know what's gonna happen in the fight.
Okay, but you just said, do I think it's fair? That's what you said to me.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
Listen to the reason why I said that. Every fighter Earl Spencer's fought. No one has taken less than 40%. Why would you do that to a person that is going to wait a minute. Now you gotta let me finish now.
But you just made that up because that's not true. So go ahead. That's not true.
Wait a minute. I promise you, out of these people, let me say these people. I'm not gonna say everybody, but I'm gonna say these people. When he beat Danny Garcia, when he beat Sean Porter, when he beat even Ugas, everybody has gotten at least 40%. You agree with that or not?
Everybody is get. Danny Garcia did not get 40%.
Danny Garcia was a champion.
No, it did not. Danny Garcia was a mandatory.
Yes, he did.
Danny Garcia got a mandatory split.
He got a
and that's 65-35.
He did not get 40%. He is a mandatory.
He got a mandatory split. I believe that's 70-30 or 65-35.
65-35. It's 65-30. It's 70-30, 65-30. It's 70-30 for the IBF. 65-35 in the WBC. All right. The man got a mandatory split. That's what he got. All right. But the only reason why Ugas did the fight with Ugas didn't happen.
I knocked myself off the internet. I thought
the only reason why Ugas didn't get the fight with Ugas didn't happen earlier because Ugas won it 50-50. All right. So I don't know where you're getting these numbers from, but you're literally just making them up out of thin air. And Ugas getting roughly 40% because he didn't get 40%, but roughly 40% is still in line with Terrence Crawford. It's still in line. Ugas just beat Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Somebody got to mute themselves, man. Somebody got to mute
That's
themselves.
true with the background noise. Yeah.
Yeah, Ugas beat Pacquiao. So okay, I get his 40%. Now what's Bud's? Bud's numbers come from his pay-per-views, y'all. Y'all gotta understand that this is not personal, it's business. His numbers come from his pay-per-views. If his pay-per-views dictate 50-50, then that's what he's going to get. But that's what he can negotiate. He can say, bro, I'm not taking nothing less. Look at my numbers. Look at my numbers and look at your numbers. But his numbers don't, King. His numbers dictate 20%. That's a fact. So 40% is a gift.
And BFTB, you know, what's so crazy is that you always love to bring up, but why did Wilder give Fury that split he gave him? I'm like, yo, that's Wilder's prerogative. That's because he's being nice doesn't mean are gonna be nice from a business standpoint. It is what it is. And I don't get why they just bring up these points that are moot points. I mean, a 60-40 split is more than fair.
Well,
I think at this point, all the points that got to do with money, so right now is moot because it looks like all that past stuff don't matter, and people they about to fight. And
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think it's going to happen because it has to happen at this point.
Says who?
Well, Terrence Crawford don't have no one else he's going to fight.
He didn't have nobody before, and he still fought somebody else.
He got to fight soon. I think
So,
Earl said that he believed the fight's going to happen.
So what? He said that before too. He said he believed it's going to happen in 2019.
Right, but circumstances are different now.
What circumstances? It's still up to Terrence Crawford to accept. Nothing changed.
It's true. It's up to Terrence Crawford to accept, but there's a big hurdle that's out the way, which is the network of ESPN.
I don't believe that.
Hurdle.
I disagree.
So,
and let me tell you why I disagree, Kwame, because people are telling me that Bud was more known than Errol before.
Hey, I'm back, yo. You got Danny Garcia.
Hold on.
So how is that a big hurdle out the way if he was so much more known on ESPN, which is the biggest platform in the world?
Well, look, I think at this point, you know, my personal opinion, people ain't gonna like it, but it's what it is. Bud has rode Earl Spence's coattails for the last 3 to 4 years since he's got 147. He has attached himself. Bob Arum did it to him. Bob Arum did the Manny Pacquiao Floyd thing. He attached Bud Crawford's name to whenever you bring up Earl Spence, you have to bring up Terrence Crawford. It's like you can't bring one out without the other.
Which is smart.
And then he did the same thing that he did with Manny Pacquiao with Floyd. He had Manny Pacquiao fight Floyd leftovers and then say, okay, he beat them better. And he's scared. It's the same exact format. These are all facts. These are the things that has happened with both.
Yeah. Look at Ricky Hatton.
Fighter who you can't who don't promote himself.
And loyal, you know.
So,
you know what?
Hold on a second. Let me respond to BF.
You're right.
So BF,
Oscar De La Hoya. You're absolutely right.
So BF, I understand what your point is. I understand your perspective.
I don't believe it till I see it, homie.
I respect that. And the reason I respect that is because, as you said, they thought I was just trying to cook them, but I'm just being honest. This dude don't like to sign contracts. He don't like to sign contracts, and he want the fights that he picks is not about good business sense. He picks fights emotionally. My issue with him, like I was trying to say earlier, his issue when he was with Bob Arum was that Bob Arum didn't have fighters to feed him at 147.
Right.
He ran out.
Right.
So he was inactive. You know, he fought twice in the last 2 years. Same amount of time EJ fought with a 17-month layoff and a 14-month layoff.
Speak on it.
He fought the same amount of times. Now, the problem was, because let's keep it 100 now. When he was over there hiding behind the ESPN and Top Rank banner, he wanted everybody. He wanted Keith Thurman. He wanted everybody, right?
Speak on it.
Now, as soon as he gone and he don't got Bob in the way no more, now they trying to serve him up Keith Thurman, put him on a pay-per-view with Showtime and everything like that so they could build his profile. So now it will make more sense when him and Spence get made, and he don't want to do it.
Facts.
Speak on it.
He don't want to do it. Right?
Speak on it.
I don't want him to do it.
But you're proving my point, though.
I don't want to see
right,
that shit.
I know, BF, but I just feel like let me just say this. but I just feel like this, like he's attached himself and there's nowhere else to go. Like he has to fight again. There's nowhere else for him to go at this point. You know. I mean, he's taking a break away from boxing and avoided Boots Ennis when he was available to say he wanted Spence so bad that he's taking a layoff.
Keyword you said when you were speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Crawford. You said he's not thinking business. Sometimes he's fighting off emotion.
And he's picks
his fights
based off emotion.
Listen, let me tell you something. That was the key thing what you said in that whole speech, and I'm gonna tell you something. A man that does what he loves and he ain't thinking about money, that's the baddest motherfucker. That's a dangerous ass man.
Zero sense.
But OG, what does that even have to do with what he's saying?
You don't make no sense, homie. You don't make no sense.
Listen to me, bro. It may not make sense
I'm
to
cool
you,
on
but
the
it will
business.
later.
Just get the fight.
If he's not worried about money, then why did he take the 40% already?
Hold on, but you gotta let me
You ain't
speak.
making no sense.
I let everybody speak. Y'all let me speak. All right,
brother.
I'm 50 years old. Check this out. I played 14 years professional basketball. You know what the worst moment ever was in my life? When I took a contract for money, because I started following the money. You lose something when you follow the money. I'm just telling you something, bro. It won't make sense to you now. You'll look back later on and you'll say, okay, I see what you're saying.
But OG, hold on. Let me.
You just told me that Bud is losing something.
If I can say this real quick, OG, that doesn't make any sense because Terrence Bud Carver's talking about 60-40 my way or 50-50. He is thinking about the money. What are you talking about? He just came out of his mouth thinking about the money.
It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. You're telling me Bud lost something. Thanks for letting me know.
Hey, bro, I'm not talking about that part of the fight. I'm talking about, like he just said, he comes up. That nigga was 140. When he got ready to step into 147, that ain't about business. He got one thing on his mind. I'm here to be great. I'm the baddest motherfucker out here. I want to fight him, and him, the niggas with the belt.
You literally just made that up. You literally just made that up. That's not true.
Wait a minute, let me finish.
You literally just made that up.
Y'all like to throw these little. Hey, listen, y'all like to throw these little things out here and then say, answer that.
No, what you just said is false.
I got one for you.
You just made that up.
I got one for y'all to answer. I got one for all you motherfuckers to answer.
I'm answering.
Listen to this.
Go ahead.
Listen to this. Name me one pound for pound, number 1, number 2, or number 3, and unify a division, and then 1 in 3 divisions that can't move up a weight class and fight whoever the fuck he want to fight. Well, how come when y'all get ready to let him move, y'all say he ain't fought nobody? Mikey Garcia ain't fought nobody. He 135. He can fight you.
If we keep it 100, Mikey Garcia.
Okay, then. So answer that.
I got you.
You name a pound for pound fighter that can't move up and fight.
I got no problem. I'll answer you.
I got one too.
Let me. The history of boxing that can't move up and fight a champion and then get back with me.
Name a pound for pound fighter in the history of boxing that
number 1 in the world that can't move up.
Well, let's break down. Well, let's break down. You said what you said already.
Hold on, OG.
Let's break down what you said. Point number one. You're saying somebody is pound for pound is an opinion. That don't mean shit. That's an opinion. No, I let you talk. Now, saying somebody is pound for pound is your opinion. That's
no,
it. Bro, are you let me talk what? Are you let me talk what? Let me talk what? Okay, so
that's an opinion though. That's an opinion.
OG, hold on, OG.
It is an opinion. The people that name Terrence Crawford pound for pound, 5 of them don't even cover boxing. They cover hockey, football, basketball. 5 of them. And you know how many there are? 7. Oh, it does matter. Yes, it does. It does matter because it's somebody's opinion. And these niggas don't even cover boxing. And you're telling me I should respect this nigga's opinion I should respect his opinion that Bud's pound for pound in the world because of what? Because somebody else said so, the network they work on, man. If you don't get out of my face with that, the network, they all work for ESPN. Bro. Of course they're going to make an ESPN. That's like Golden Boy got Ryan Garcia as one of the kings on Ring Magazine. Well, who owns Ring Magazine? Golden Boy. You think they're not going to put their fighter on there?
No
So don't
doubt.
tell me. So don't tell. And Ryan Garcia ain't shit. So don't tell me about somebody's pound for pound opinion. All right, that you can get that out of my face right there. Now let's keep it. Now let's keep it moving up to the next aspect of your point that I'll break down.
Okay, now when you get through with that,
Terrence
it don't
Crawford
matter.
Terrence Crawford being at 140. Bro, I let you talk. Terrence Crawford being at 140. At 140, you're telling me, oh, he's at 140. So Terrence Crawford right now, step to the blah blah blah. The only reason why Terrence Crawford was able to fight a champion is because he was the WBO champion. So he moved up and fought the WBO champion.
That wasn't what I said.
That is the reason why Terrence Crawford was able to move up. It had nothing to do with him being pound for pound. Nothing. He was a WBO champion. So as a WBO as a champion. If you move up, you can challenge the champion.
To be able to fight.
As a champion, you can. Okay, well, you're not listening to me. As a champion, because you made up this grandiose thing to make this man seem like he just woke up a couple of days.
Hercules.
You know, he just got out. They just opened the cave for this man on Sunday. So anyways, at 140, the man was struggling to stay there. Facts. Him and Sean and the guy that y'all praised, Sean Porter, even said that.
I don't praise Sean Porter.
We had conversations, and we had conversations, and we had conversations when this man had 2 belts. He had 2 belts, and this is what y'all don't want to talk about, but I'm gonna give it to y'all anyway. Terrence Crawford had 2 belts. All right, the WBO and the WBC. The champion, like the OG just said, he can move up. Like I just said, he can move up. If Terrence Crawford would have moved up when he was a WBO and WBC champion instead of fighting Ndongo, guess whose mandatory he would have been? Manny Pacquiao's. So if he would have moved up instead of fighting for Undisputed, because that was the conversation that he had with Sean Porter, and he told everybody it's on the air. The videos are still up there. Sean Porter had a conversation with Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford said they want me to stay at 140 a little bit longer. He asked that man, when are you coming to 47? And that was his response. And then he fought Ndongo. He did not have to. He could have moved up and became Manny Pacquiao's mandatory instead of Jeff Horn. So
that's already been proven. Bob didn't already.
I don't care, bro. You just made this grandiose statement. Nah, you just made this grandiose statement. I don't need no kudos now. You made this grandiose statement to, tell me this and tell me that. That man
you just said a lot of nothing, dude.
I said a lot of everything.
You said a whole bunch of shit and a lot of
everything. Whole bunch of everything.
I'm just telling you the truth, bro, because you know what I said. And let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all what
you gave me an opinion.
He can talk. He talk a good fucking game, but
this ain't no good game. These are facts.
I got a natural loud voice.
I don't give a damn what you got. These are facts.
I don't care nothing about all that.
And I know you don't. You care about opinions. Most blood fans.
That's why he don't want me to talk, because he know he just said some shit that didn't have nothing to do with what I said.
What did you said? Pound for pound. I got rid of that. You said 140. I got rid of that. What are you talking about?
Okay, can I talk, man? God damn. I'm trying to be decent on my
You not, because you talking over me too, so I'm gonna talk back over you.
Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. Let's
just dude. So this is what I said. This was what I said. Name a fighter. Like, for example, did y'all hear this conversation coming up? Josh Taylor unified 140, which he got his ass beat. He didn't even deserve to win that fight. Catteron, or whatever his name is, Catterall, he fucking beat his ass. He shouldn't have won that. But because he unified, do y'all hear that if he don't get the Spence fight, he might take the Crawford? He might get the Crawford fight.
Well, you didn't let me finish answering the question.
I'm not done.
Well, you didn't let me finish answering the question. You cut me off because I broke down your whole statement. But I'll do you one. I'll go quick. I'll go quick. No, I ain't gonna go 10 minutes. No, I'm not gonna go 10 minutes. I'm gonna go real quick. Here's your answer.
You guys.
Here's your answer.
Unified champion, not being able to move up and fight a champion.
There's your answer. There's your answer. Usyk.
And he fighting heavyweights.
Oh, I don't give a damn. You said name a pound-for-pound fighter who didn't move up and get a title shot. There's your answer. Usyk.
I just said Usyk got belts. What the fuck are you talking about?
You said moving up.
You said
name a pound-for-pound fighter that would move up.
Move up and fight for a belt.
That was Usyk. He just told you.
Alexander Usyk did not fight for a belt when he immediately moved up. That's what he's saying.
Wait a minute. Go back. listen to what I'm saying. Does he want a warm-up fight at a heavyweight? But name one that can't. That is a unified champion.
That's not what you said.
Number one, I said number one.
That's number one is your opinion. That's an opinion.
Yeah, that's a subjective pound for pound. Number one, that's subjective.
I said when has ever a number one.
I don't care what you said. Oh, number one.
Okay.
It's an opinion.
Okay, can I speak on what the OG said? Can I speak on what the OG is asking real quick? Because
they know what I'm asking.
I do, and I answered it. Usyk.
Okay.
All right, let the brother speak.
Okay. You're asking about pound for pound. Almost everybody has their own pound for pound list.
Facts.
That lets you know that it's subjective. Ring Magazine has a pound for pound list. ESPN has a pound for pound list. BoxRec has a pound for pound list. Hell, there are YouTubers that have their own pound for pound list.
Everybody on this panel got a pound for pound list.
I understand that, bro.
You don't understand.
Right, OTB.
So you saying number one. So, okay, but let me finish. So you saying number one is subjective to the person who's speaking it. I can think someone's number one, and you may not agree with that.
Oh, I agree, bro. I can't change your mind. I agree with that.
Then why are you using it?
ESPN can say someone's number one.
Okay, I got you. Well,
and Kwame or OTB that might not agree with that. It's subjective to the person who's saying it.
I should have said ESPN and, for example, Showtime. I should have just said that. Those number ones and those rankings. That's what I should have said. You're right.
But what we're trying to say is that, of course, of course, ESPN is going to rank Bud Crawford.
And that's why I said. That's why I said you're right. I should have just said those rankings because those people have always been able to do that. Even Floyd beat a lot of people that was great, but then when one of them other dudes call him, he'd be like, "Nah, I'm gonna go fight him for the belt at 154." And then when he want to fight somebody else, motherfucker be like, "Hey, now I'm going back to 147. I'm gonna fight Sugar Shane." He moved where the fuck he want to move because he was number one.
And then you asked him a question about a pound for pound fighter moving up, and then you changed our criteria when he answered your question.
Because Ugas is the answer.
Yeah.
And that's simply what BFTB was trying to say to you, OG, is that you pound for pound is subjective to whoever's publishing it or saying it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying I don't care nothing about no numbers. God damn it, I just want to see these motherfuckers fight.
I'm with you.
I want to.
I ain't even gonna hold y'all. They got till the end of the year to make this fight happen, man. And I promise I'm cool on it.
But what you guys don't understand, bro, and I fuck with you, OTB. You know you family.
Oh, you know the big bro.
But it's like y'all don't want to talk about the numbers, but the numbers is what's going to make the fight.
Exactly.
I don't care if he gets
I get that, bro. I get that.
But if he gets 60-40, I don't care if he gets 70-30. I'm letting you know right now. I don't care.
Hey, what's a fair amount then? Like, what's a fair percentage?
What do I think is a fair
amount? And I'm in a boxing, bro. I don't care nothing.
Okay.
He go fair. 55
in the ring.
For Spence.
Hell no.
Let me say why I say that. Let me say why I say
you're entitled to your opinion. I just
hold on. Let me explain why.
You asked me what I thought was fair, and I'm
gonna tell you why. Go ahead.
And then you can say yours. Okay, I can say another one. You got to understand. We already know both of them got ego. Spence feel like he makes more money or whatever. You know,
he does.
Crawford, okay, but here's a lot, man. It's so much to it because yes, Spence does make more money when the pay-per-views are done. But somebody has a guarantee. Somebody has a guaranteed contract. I'm sorry, but right now, if they told you at your job, they said, "Hey, man, if you had a bonus, if you get a bonus, we might pay you $200,000."
OG, what
contract does
Bud have? Bud don't have no guarantee, nothing.
No, Bud signed when Bud contract. Bud was gonna get a certain amount. I think it was like 4 point something million.
That's for ESPN.
But I'm just saying,
he's not there. He's not there.
No, he's not there now. I know that, but I know he's not there now. But what I'm trying to say to you is, as a fighter, you know, I played the game. I know contracts that sit up and said if we won in the playoffs and we did this and did that. But ain't nothing better than knowing that you're going to get your guaranteed money. I'm sorry.
There's nothing wrong with that. I ain't
There's
mad
nothing
at
wrong
that
with
at
that.
all.
So that's why I understand why some of them dudes have problems, because PBC is more of a pay-per-view thing. They're gonna get their money, but it's based off your pay-per-views. So if you're not selling and they're not giving you the fights, that's why a lot of them dudes getting mad. They feel
Man,
like
the
they should
hell
be
with
getting
that,
rich
OG.
fights.
You just let this man come up on 3 belts now.
Facts.
3
That don't make
belts.
no sense.
3
what you just
belts.
3
said.
belts. You got
That
to
don't make
take
no
a
sense.
Devin Haney deal if that's what you got to do. Shit, but if I know I'm going to whoop your ass, I don't care that you told me to
But
pull up. I'm
he couldn't
coming.
get those. All I'm saying is, listen, man, it ain't no secret. It's just like, for example, Gamboa. Let's be honest. If anybody right now, out of all of us, if y'all gonna disagree on this, then I know we just on different levels. I'm gonna say this. It's very clear that PBC, when they have a belt, they want to fucking keep their belt on their same side. ESPN the same way.
Wants to keep
Every Bob Evans the same way.
That's our promoters.
ESPN, for example, they know damn well that ain't no damn unification that Gamboa got. And they trying to avoid fucking Devin Haney. What they trying to do was get fucking Lomachenko in there, but the war fucked that up. So now they got to go ahead and give them the Devin Haney.
But
Okay, so what's your point?
But what I'm saying is
What's
they
your
try
point?
to keep that shit in the family, each side. Let's be honest.
Okay, yes.
Can we all be
Okay.
honest on that?
Yes. Okay.
That's
Okay.
true.
So what's your point?
Okay,
Okay.
that's all I want to make sure that we understand. The only reason why I say that, so we can't be mad at Devin Haney not being unified champion, because y'all know damn well he wanted Lomachenko a long time ago. You know damn well he wanted all of them. Okay, the same thing can be said for Crawford. You know damn well he wanted them.
No,
but
I
he can't
don't.
get over there because
No,
they
I
ain't gonna
don't
give him
know
the
that.
fight.
No, I don't know that.
Okay. Well, I'm not.
And the
gonna
reason,
argue. That's
you know, OG,
There is an argument. There is an
I ain't got
argument.
no more argument.
Can't
Y'all
argue
win.
with the
Of course you won't. If he's saying he wants it, how did he only give Danny $3 million? How is that? You're saying he
I don't
can't get
know,
over there.
man.
You're saying he can't get over there. He tried to do this. He offered the man $3 million, and that's it. You got $3 million, period. That's it. No negotiations, no nothing. Just $3 million, and that's it. And then you're telling me he wants it? That don't make no sense to me. Well, I don't understand. What are
I
you
told you I
talking
ain't got
about?
no win for you, because I done seen
know
the
you don't,
videos
because
where
Devin never
I
did
done
that.
seen the videos with Danny Garcia sitting up saying, "Nah, I'm moving up to 154." When they
You mean the
actually did
videos
want to
where
fight.
Danny Garcia, or did you miss
Yeah,
the video?
that's
Where
Danny
Danny,
Garcia
did you miss the video where? Yeah, you just seen that, but you missed the video when
No,
they
I've
offered
been
Danny.
seeing that.
Oh, okay. No, you didn't, because he didn't say that before
I've
until
been
just
seeing
now.
that.
He didn't
No,
say
he
that
been
before.
seeing that.
No, he didn't. Danny Garcia said, "Bro, I will fight Terrence Crawford, bro. I'm just not fighting for no $3 million."
I bet you he would now.
Okay, let me say this
I bet you
again.
he would now, because who
Okay,
else
that's
is gonna
not what he
fight?
said now. He said it years ago. Years ago. He said, I fought this. We
Man,
fought
listen,
twice. Okay,
listen,
bro.
they been trying to
You
get Danny
just did all
Garcia.
the talking, bro. Danny Garcia said, I will fight this man. I have no problem fighting Terrence Crawford. None. We fought two
Dude just
times.
talking with no facts. No facts.
No facts.
He ain't got no
Danny
It's on
facts.
Garcia
video.
said
What are
that
you
back in
talking about?
2018, 2019.
It's
I
literally
remember.
on
I do
video.
remember that.
It's literally on video.
invested
What are
in
you
that
talking about?
boy.
He been trying to get Danny Garcia.
He
said
offered the man $3 million and then said
when
Danny
the
refused
first
to
time,
negotiate.
I tell you exactly what he said. That's when I knew that nigga was crazy.
What he
when,
say?
What's his daddy name? Danny. The first
Angel.
time when he really got ready to fight him, that's when I saw Angel had a problem. That nigga Angel said, he don't fight him. I remember his little nappy ass head and this and that or whatever.
Right.
That's when I knew. That's when I knew he didn't want no parts on.
Okay.
So OG.
I will say again.
So OG.
Garcia
So
said, I will fight.
OG. I want you to think about this. So $3 million for Danny Garcia, but $7 million for Amir Khan.
No. Let's do this. Danny Garcia said,
still getting $7 million.
Okay, I'll say this again.
Amir Khan still getting $7 million to this day. Don't talk about Amir Khan.
Y'all tripping, bro.
Amir
Danny
Khan
Garcia
is a
said,
fucking-
I'm not fighting Terrence Crawford for no $3 million. I made that to fight Rod Salka. Give me more than $3 million. I fought this man
Danny
2 times in
Garcia,
the
he make
amateurs.
a lot. He makes
We are
good money.
1-1 in the amateurs. I fought this man 2 times. Bro, we're not in the amateurs no more. If you're the money man, then give me more than $3 million. I could fight Rod Salka for $3 million.
And BFTB.
And my thing with that is,
I don't know what this man is talking about.
both of y'all unified a whole division right behind each other. If y'all ass was gonna fight, it should have been in 2015.
Who was
when
that?
Bud just came up there and Danny fought Lamont Peterson and Polly Madeline.
Bro, you guys do realize that. Now check this, OG. You said champions moving up can fight champions, correct?
Yeah, I
Okay,
feel
good.
like they
I just
get
want
the
to make sure you're clear
opportunity.
that champion moved up to fight. I just want to make sure.
Actually,
Okay,
isn't
listen,
that a
bro. I
wrong?
don't listen,
I'm
bro.
asking you a
Okay,
question. I'm just asking you before you finish. Isn't that a rule anyway? Like if you hold a certain belt, you're the mandatory if you move
it is
up for
not a
certain
rule
ones?
that you're a mandatory. That you're a
No,
mandatory.
I'm just asking. I'm asking, bro.
Yeah,
I did not say that.
No. You said, isn't it a rule? I'm saying
I
no.
asked you.
Yeah, you did, and I'm answering you.
Okay.
It's only a rule if you're undisputed.
You gotta have them all, OG.
If you're
I just asked.
Hold on. If you're a champion like the WBC, the IBF, WBA, if you're one of those champions, when you move up, you're not going to become the mandatory, but you can fight for that spot.
Okay.
And with the WBO, they push their guys as the.
So you saying when
right
Crawford,
away. Brother, can I finish answering the question? Because you're answering me more questions.
I got it
than
now.
one.
Go ahead.
All right. Terrence Crawford was undisputed. We're talking about Danny Garcia. When he moved up to 147, Danny Garcia was number one in the WBC. The WBC belt was vacant. He could have fought Danny Garcia for the vacant WBC belt. That is a fact, sir. That's a fact.
That's my point.
He picked Jeff Horn. So don't tell me about Danny Garcia.
Because Bomax said he took the easy route.
And I'll give you another one. He could have fought Errol Spence as his mandatory. That is also a fact. He could have became the IBF mandatory and fought Errol Spence instead of Errol Spence fighting Carlos Ocampo. FYI, Errol Spence fought Carlos Ocampo in the.
So when he was
hold on. Stop asking questions. Hold on.
Errol Spence fought Carlos Ocampo in June 2018. Terrence Crawford fought Jeff Horn for the WBO belt in June 2018. So Terrence Crawford, instead of fighting Jeff Horn, could have fought Errol Spence for the IBF title. He could have moved up and became Errol Spence's mandatory. That, sir,
why
is
did
a
Earl
fact.
tell him to get a belt?
That, sir, is a fact. He did not have to go do nothing. He could have became Errol Spence's mandatory. Facts.
Earl told him to go get a belt.
Errol did not tell him to get a belt. Errol said, no, he did not. Errol told this man, Errol said this man is irrelevant without one.
That's not what he said.
Which he is. He is irrelevant without a belt.
You win this conversation because you're talking a lot.
Brother,
I think I got a different YouTube than you.
And I'm not
Me and you got two different YouTubes. That's all
I don't care what we got. I got facts and you got opinions. I don't care what you got.
Okay, but I'm just telling you, my YouTube is different than yours.
I don't care what yours is.
All the facts are the same. So you're gonna win because I got a different YouTube.
Well, I don't care what YouTube you got. I got facts. I don't care what you got. I have no idea what you got, nor do I care. I have facts.
You go get a belt, and then when he got a belt, that nigga said,
okay, hold on. BFTV. Okay, can I BFTV?
You are not relevant without one.
Okay, BFTV. Can I answer that question real quick? OG, I'm just gonna ask you a question. If you're a top level fighter, right, a champion, and somebody's coming up the division and they don't have a belt, who's a threat? Who's another pound for pound fighter? Why would you fight that man without a belt? Wouldn't it make more sense for him to at least get a belt?
I agree with that.
That's irrelevant to me. I don't care about that at all.
See, that's the thing. I'm not. At the end of the day, I got to give respect where respect due. I told you when I came on here, that nigga Spence is a dog. He's a fucking dog. I'm looking at styles, bro. I'm looking at styles.
It has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now.
Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I don't care because all I want is for one of them. They both black, but I want one of them. This is what I want. I don't care which one fucking end up as the winner. Though I think Crawford will fucking win. I hope that winner get to go right up and fight at 154 and do it because it's never been done in history. And them dudes are fighting for greatness. And I know Crawford already did it at 140. Think about it if he do it at 147 and 154. That is fucking. He going down. Fuck Ali. He going down as the greatest.
I don't know about that.
I don't
know. Just to be fair, hold on. OG.
But that's hard though. That ain't hard.
No, listen.
Yeah,
all right.
3 divisions were undisputed.
Even if Spence do it, that is hard. If he do it in 2 divisions, he didn't just win belts now. I'm talking about he unified all 4 belts.
OG, listen. I'm not going to take nothing away from Terrence Crawford accomplishments. But let's not act like beating Julius and Dongo to become undisputed is some big feat. because it's not.
I'm with you on
It's
that.
not.
I'm with you on that. Hey, but you know
Against
what?
Spence,
Well, hold
yeah,
on,
but
man. Hold
Why?
on, man.
you
Why
know,
Because
they
he
say
but
beat an
that?
undefeated Gamboa. He beat, yeah, man.
no, I'm not disrespecting. I'm just saying, like the OG is saying,
Undefeated
like
Thomas
I understand what
DeLorme.
the OG is
Well,
saying,
No,
like
why
we're
it
didn't
talking
should
about
be
undisputed
like
at 140.
why didn't he
140,
become undisputed at 35 then?
to
That's
154
case.
is undisputed. Like I understand what
Because
you're saying,
he
OG,
was
with
too
the
big for
accomplishments.
35.
I'm just
Come on,
stating.
bro.
I'm stating like
Y'all making excuses, man.
I think anybody that Bud Crawford probably fought and beat at 147, if they was fighting at like 140, could have beat Ndongo. Like his worst opponent could have beat Julius Ndongo. I mean, that's
I
just my
believe,
personal opinion.
but
That guy
I
wasn't
believe
like
that
really
too.
good.
I believe that. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is I'm gonna give him his flowers if he do it against Errol Spence, because Errol Spence is actually like the best at the weight class champion. Like he's the best.
Yes.
And Dongo to me is not the best, but
I agree.
he
That's
made the
valid.
accomplishment. So
And
I
if you
can't
ever
take
saw
it
the
away.
fights, how he won the belts, he really won on some fucking lucky sucker punches. He hit that boy. He
Well, I'm
hit the
not.
right
Oh,
dude.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
talking about
going there, bro.
Ndongo. I'm talking about
Hey,
Yeah, I
I know
Ndongo.
you're
don't
He
mess
talking
with
really
about.
got
him.
Yeah,
that
I
belt
feel
on a
you.
lucky punch.
I'm
hey,
still
let me
not. I'm
get
not
this
going to
out
go
real
there, Joe.
quick.
I'm
I'm
not.
not
I'm
going to
not
give
gonna.
you
I'm
that.
not.
For
I'm not
that
gonna go
body
there. If you
body
talk about
shot.
nut shots,
What I
Hey,
am
listen.
going to say is, you given I will give Bud what he earned, and he earned those titles where he got them. Whoever he fought, regardless of who they are, he still earned them. So I will
He
give
did.
him what he earned. But you're not going
Right.
to tell me that this man dominated 3 divisions, and no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Who said that?
Hey, check
He
this
fought
out.
Ricky Burns, bro, at
Hey, check this
135
out.
and bounced.
Hey, you
Check
remember
this
what I
out real
said when
quick.
I
And
came on
hold
here?
up, Yorkis Gamboa was moving up. He was not a 35 pounder. He moved up.
almost after a year's layoff too.
Hey, I stay consistent. I
Yorkis
stay.
Gamboa moved up, all right, to fight this man,
Yes,
and that
I
was his
remember.
last right. You fight Ricky Burns and then dip out like that. You didn't unify with nobody else. Why did you wait to 140 to unify? Why couldn't you
I'm with
unify
you.
135? Like y'all just got this thing like, oh man, he just cleaned out.
No,
He
I
wiped
didn't
out
say
all the
that.
position belts.
Everything you said, everything you just said, you saying it on point. I ain't got nothing against that. But what did I say? I stay consistent. What did I say about who is your toughest fight? Your toughest fight is who?
The
A
person
person
who
that's
wants
going in that
to win.
motherfucker that think they can beat your ass.
Right.
Now think
That's
about all
that's
them people you just said. Okay, hold on. Ricky Burns fighting at home. Do you really think you thought he could beat Terrence Crawford?
Fuck no.
yes.
Hell
Okay,
no.
hold
Hell no.
on. Gamboa. Do you really think when
I think
Gamboa was
Gamboa
fighting,
He
did.
thought he
Gamboa
you
could.
didn't
thought,
think
yeah.
Gamboa
I think Gamboa did.
Gamboa
Gamboa
got
went
hard.
in trying to win.
Gamboa ain't going in there to lose. So
Okay, hold
Even though
on. Victor
Gamboa was
Postol
moving up
knocked
2
out
weight classes.
Matisse. Victor Postol knocked out Matisse, who knocked out motherfucking what's the
Victor
boy
Crawford.
Spence fought?
Well, you
Lamar
said Victor
Peterson.
Postol stopped Matisse later on. He didn't stop him.
Okay, but he stopped him. Listen, but he was the motherfucking boogeyman at that time. Let's be honest.
What? Bro, he stopped Matisse after he fought Bud.
No.
yeah, he did.
He didn't
No,
stop
no, no, no,
Matisse
no, no, no.
before
No,
that.
no,
He
no,
stopped
no, no, no,
Matisse
no, no, no,
afterward.
no, no. He stopped them before. And I bet that. I'm a Crawford fan. He stopped them before.
Oh, I can find out.
Bro.
No, you don't need to find out. Let's bet. I bet you that. I'm a
Hey,
Crawford
OG.
fan.
OG, check this out.
Shit.
Anyways,
I'm a
Swami, how
Crawford
much
fan.
time
Now,
we
I'm
got
gonna shut
left?
up when I don't know, but when I know, I'm gonna talk.
Okay, well, you talk anyway, regardless if you know it or not.
How much time we got left?
I think OG's right. I think OG is right because that's what led up to the Post Style and Crawford hype.
That's why Danny Garcia left, because he didn't want to fight.
Yep, because Danny Garcia did run from
Now,
him.
I'm gonna tell you who
I've
really
been
should
telling
win.
y'all that.
Like I
Hey,
said,
let
we
me
got
get
two
in.
different
Hey, let me
YouTubes.
get in one word,
I'm
OG.
gonna let you talk.
OG.
we got 2 different YouTubes.
Hey, let
But I'm
me
gonna let you talk.
let me get in one word, OG.
Yeah, hold, yeah, because I'm about to shut it down. Go ahead, Paul. Go ahead and cook. You've been on here for
Yeah,
a
so I
minute.
just want to say this. So this is Paul Supreme, man. I'm from Dallas, right? So, I'm going like I want Earl to win. You know what I'm saying? But I got to be honest. I've had ringside tickets. I've watched Bud up close and I've watched Earl up close. I got over 300 fights that I've officiated from being just around boxing and everything like that, being certified. And I was trained by the same guys that you guys see on Showtime and all that type of stuff. So I've been around a lot of fighters. Just from watching Bud and his quickness and his speed, and watching Spence and using an eye test, and it's different watching them up close than looking at them at TV. I got to give Bud the edge. I would love to see Spence win, but honestly, I think Bud has it. Talking to some of the guys,
man.
There's nothing wrong with that.
What's that, OG?
Hey, respect. And
Ain't nothing wrong with
add on to that what you're saying, bro. Let me add on to that. I think Spence is a dog. And if Spence can get to Crawford, hey, no. Hey, see, I try to lead a bias out.
I'm listening to you, OG. Go ahead and say what you're saying.
I'm trying to lead a bias out, man, because I'm gonna tell you something that I ain't never seen in my life. If I was a hater like most of these dudes, I'm gonna tell you right now, the way Spence looked in that goddamn fight, I would be sitting up saying, "Oh, they ain't drug test that nigga. That nigga on some shit." Man, that nigga got a motor.
Why even bring it up then, if that's the case?
Bruh, because I'm telling you, he got a chance to win. The only thing that I think is his problem, he does everything behind the jab. And a great boxer takes away a person's jab, especially when they fight.
Name the fight that Terrence Crawford took away somebody's jab. Name that fight. Sean Porter hit him with the jab. Kell Brook was hitting him with the jab. Jeff Horn hit him with a jab.
How did they end up, BF?
Yeah, I don't see Bud taking nobody jab away.
Name the fight
Bud
that
is gonna take the jab.
Well, he took away.
He ended all of them fights off of that shit.
I would love for you guys to tell me the fight that Terrence Crawford took away the jab.
And listen to them say, Bud
about to
switched
make a
to the
video
left.
just for the
Like I
big
said,
buzz.
He's not jabbing no more. He took the jab away.
I would love for you guys to tell me the fight where Terrence Crawford took away somebody's jab.
He took away Felix Diaz. He patted him on the head.
Okay, at one point. Okay, let me go. Tell me the fight where tell me the fight at 137 where this man took away somebody's jab.
Okay, let me.
I don't think Bud is going to take his jab away.
Because he can't take it away.
What I do think is
straight rights religiously.
Wow.
I think
His defense is
I
trash.
love it.
Stop Bud.
These niggas don't know boxing. I love it.
If he doesn't dominate Bud within about the first, check this out. If he doesn't dominate Bud within about the first 5 rounds,
I don't care how old you are.
Hold on, OG, let him cook.
I don't know what this man's talking about.
I'm saying this is all I'm saying. If he doesn't dominate Bud within the first 5 rounds, Spence is a dog, but Bud will figure him out. Bud is unlike anybody else. I go to fights all the time, man. I'm telling y'all. Bud
Okay, here we go.
I understand you, King, and I'm with you, and I respect your standpoint and everything. But just because you go to fights, don't mean you know more than somebody else.
I'm not just going to fights.
It don't mean I know. Brother, I'm not talking to you, OG.
I'm not just going to fights, but I'm
talking to the homie Dallas. So, but you can keep talking because that yak got you on one. So you keep sipping that yak. I'm gonna talk. Anyway, so homie, I understand what you're saying, homie, and I'm with you. Like I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. You know what I'm saying? What you're saying makes sense. However, you can't tell me the fight where Terrence Crawford don't take away the jab because he gets jabbed religiously. That's how Kell Brook. Kell Brook was busting him in his face over and over, and he was winning that fight. Sean Porter was catching him in his face with the jab over and over the straight. He was hitting with a straight. It wasn't even a jab, Sean Porter. It was a straight right. He just kept hitting with a straight.
Then he goes southpaw, BF. Then he goes southpaw, take that whole shit
You're
away.
right. Now here's the problem. Here's the problem that you guys are going to have. The problem that you're going to have is Errol Spence don't give nobody time to figure nothing out. You got to figure it out on the fly.
But you got to remember.
Hey,
Porter doesn't give people time.
And nobody. And you know what's so crazy? Hold on.
Porter's coming right at you.
Hold on, bro. Okay, and let me say this too. Let me get cook real quick.
All right.
And you talk about the first 5 rounds of Errol doesn't figure him out, bro. Terrence Crawford gives up the first 5 rounds down there in almost every fight.
Exactly.
And then at the same time, and check this out as well. You're not considering the fact, if we talk about you officiate all these fights and stuff, is it not true when a fighter has a long layoff, they're not going to be as their best, not at their sharpness, correct or incorrect?
It just depends. I mean, we saw what Earl did.
So I mean, but in general, what you know about boxing,
Right.
Let's be fair. In general, when you have a long layoff, you're not quite as sharp. In general, yes or no?
In general,
yes, no. Hold on. That's a yes or no question. That's a yes or no.
Hold on, man.
That's a yes or no question. Hold on.
Guys, one at a time, please.
Oh, thank you, Loyal. It's a yes or no question. In general, when you take long layoffs, year plus layoffs, are you quite as sharp?
In general,
Yes.
yes, but he's not the general
Okay.
type
Then so
fighter.
you're judging based off of Earl having these long layoffs and not having a tune-up fight. That's
Okay,
what
I got you.
that's all I'm saying.
Right.
But
Right, I
Bud
got
fought
you.
the
I'm
exact
really
same
judging
way.
off the
there
style.
earlier.
To be
Salute,
honest with
big
you, I'm
bro.
judging off the
Ohio
style.
run
I'm not
boxing
even
in the
really judging off
building.
layoffs.
There's nothing
What's
wrong with
good,
that,
guys?
Dallas. What's up, Ohio? Nothing wrong with that. I respect your standpoint, bro. There's nothing wrong with your standpoint. But what I'm saying to you is what I would say to you guys is if everybody in here knows Terrence Crawford's a slow starter. We know this.
Facts.
The man, bro, you cannot. There's two fighters right now that you can't be a slow starter with. That is Errol Spence and Jerron Boots Ennis. If you are a slow starter
Facts.
with him, you will be lucky to get to the second half of the fight. You can't
Got
just give
depleted.
those up. You think he's just going to eat shots from EJ and that's it?
You're gonna be depleted.
And
I'm just
yes,
saying, you think he's
I was
just
gonna bring
going
up
to eat
that point.
shots?
Yeah, I
Bro,
was
I mean,
bring
I
up
don't
that point
understand. Bro.
too.
Hold
I
on
mean,
one second, homie. Like, I don't understand, like, you all's mindset. You guys think that this man is invincible. He's just going to eat shots while he's
No, I
figuring it
don't
out.
think he's invincible.
No,
I think Earl can
I'm
beat
and
saying,
him.
check
let me
But
explain that.
EJ get
Hold
caught
on,
and
hold
check
on,
though.
this
hold
and
on,
check this
hold on.
out.
Ain't like
At a
EJ
time.
don't get
One at a
caught.
time.
Brothers, hold up one second. Let me let me remove that word of invincible.
Yeah, he ain't
You
invincible.
guys, you have this thought process that demands the for him being, it's going to be difficult for him to be beat or hurt or touched while he's trying to figure you out. That's what you guys had this mindset, and you just completely overlooked the fact
No, that's
that
not true.
Errol's. Okay, but you guys keep saying, "Oh, well, he's got it. He figured you out
This
the
is
first
my
couple of
point.
rounds."
Well, my
He does
point is this. My
bro.
point is
He will
this.
be lucky to get past out of the first couple of rounds. He will
Earl
be
can
lucky.
beat.
This
Earl
man
can
is
beat
going.
him.
Hey,
Errol is going to
BLT.
be. Errol,
Okay, hold
Hey,
on. I want to hear
BLT.
Paul's response.
Yeah,
Errol is going to be on
I
this
want to
man's
see
this is my
neck.
point.
BLT on
Earl
YouTube
is
now.
built. Earl is built different. He's like a big F-150. He's real durable, and he doesn't stop. He's got. I mean, the guy just keeps going. Earl can beat Crawford. My point is, after about 5 rounds, I think Crawford's going to start to figure Earl out. That's my whole point.
And let me. Oh, okay.
Can he finish this?
Oh,
Let
Let him
him
finish.
finish.
I'm
Yeah.
saying both of those guys can take a punch. I think Earl is more durable though, so I think Crawford can definitely be beat. I just think Crawford has the skill set, and I'm going off just my eye test really, because before I saw Crawford up close, I wasn't thinking like this. I was saying, oh, Earl got him. Like, I'm going for the Dallas guy. But once I saw him up close and I seen how quick he was, I know he's got power in both hands, and I know he hits you from awkward angles. And I know Earl, like when I watched him the other night, he was doing that steady jab, and he's steady coming forward. It's almost rhythmic. It's almost timed. And I think Bud is going to be able to take advantage of that. That's my whole point. I think he's got Earl slightly. That's all I'm saying.
On it.
okay, and look at okay.
And
And look at
definitely
OG.
get into it.
Look at OG.
All right, go
Look,
ahead.
okay,
Go ahead,
okay.
Lenore. Let Lenore go. Go ahead, Lenore.
I mean, look at OG over there saying, second on the sucker, man. Okay, but whatever. So here we go.
Hey,
In
BLT, send me
response,
your
in
YouTube
response, hold on. In
so I can
response,
know what they
hold
going
on, OG.
on
Hold on, OG. Hold on. In response to what we said, you still kind of didn't address the point. Talking about you gave that up. You said Crawford's a sole starter, and against somebody like Earl Spence, you cannot be. He's not going to give you time to think. He's like a locomotive train. If he gets going, it's already. Hold on, OG. God damn, OG. Hold on, man. Let me give my time to speak.
He on the
Against
yak, man.
somebody, against somebody like Earl Spence, you can't be like that because he's like a locomotive train. He's
Okay,
gonna be.
But
He's gonna
how can you say that and Earl ain't stopped
Let him
Let me
nobody
say
finish.
in less than
see, here we
5
go.
rounds
Hold on, y'all.
since
Hold on. Just
Ocampo?
let me get finish. Let
Let him
me get it
finish,
out.
man.
Hold on. Let me get it out.
All right.
So again, if he's going to your body, getting you tired, I don't care how much of a technician, like they say, the old saying goes, if you being tired makes us all humble. No matter how hard you are, when you're tired, you can't do what you want to do because you're tired, and you can't give up the first
Amen.
half of that fight. And lastly, this is my last point here. You guys all talk about how Terrence Crawford has his high ring IQ, but we're not also talking about who's in the corner of Earl Spence and the absolute great trainer he has in Derek James. Every fight I've seen Derek James officiate when he's in the corner with his fighters, he tells them what to do, and when they do it, they have success.
Yep.
You guys don't mention that. You don't mention that at all.
Yep. Okay. And
Okay. Now, can I talk?
After it's my show, I barely said anything lately.
Yeah.
So
My bad. Go ahead. You go ahead.
let me say something real quick.
Hey,
right?
I applaud you. Thank you, my man. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I will piggyback off what Ladar said because he made some good points. Because a lot of you guys, like you say, if he don't like what Paul said, like if Spence will figure him out in like 4 or 5 rounds or whatever, like Bud's gonna figure him out. But again, what you guys fail to realize, you like, Ugas stood in front of him. Kell Brook stood in front of him. None of these guys started standing in front of him.
That's not right. That's not true.
I looked at.
Let him finish.
Hold on, let him. Hey, hold on, let him finish. G.
Let him finish because that's not true. That's not true.
I watched. Listen, I want you guys to go because I like to just deal with facts, right?
Me too.
I want you to go back and just watch the film. Kell Brook and Dennis Ugas both were breathing heavy in the corner by the 5th round. Heavy. Because that motor that Spence put on people, that motor that he got, that you gotta be worried to fight all 3 minutes of that round, and you going and look at how he hurt Ugas. A lot of those shots weren't clean. Ugas hit Spence with cleaner shots than Spence hit him with. Ugas, most of the shots Ugas took was behind his guard that wrecked him. You know, and I'm trying to tell you guys now, because OG, I respect your opinion because you're right. Like Crawford do have a style to beat him, but this fight is gonna come down to durability. I'm trying to tell you guys this. This fight is gonna come down to durability because here's the other thing, OG. When Terrence Crawford is a fighter at heart, and Earl Spence has a motor, so he gonna touch you. But he gonna touch you.
But check this out.
Two of y'all done talk to me. Hold on. 2 of y'all done talk to me, and every time they talk to me, y'all won't give me no response. The next man keep grabbing it, and I'm listening.
Right.
I'm gonna let everybody go, but y'all let me respond to each one. Right. I can't even remember what the other one said.
OG, you've had like half the show. You've been talking like the whole show.
Listen. All I'm saying to you, OG, is that people think that Ugas just stood in front of.
He made him do that.
Right. He did the same. He did the same thing to Kell Brook. I watched that fight at least 20 times. You had the announcer say, "Well, I don't know. Kell Brook, slow down. These guys slow down." You're right. That these guys start to slow down because they're being physically broken down.
They're being abused.
Right. And Spence can take. I mean, Bud got that punch, that knockout. He can hurt you with any hand, but Spence he take blows better. He take blows better.
Let me ask you a quick question.
Now before y'all got 2 at a time.
Hold on. We got somebody.
Hold on. I want to hear what Paul got to say. Real quick.
This is what they underrate, though. They keep talking about Bud's resume like it's just trash or something like that at 140. But what I see about it, I see the good in his resume is the different types of fighters he fought. Jeff Horn was a big, rough fighter. Y'all can sleep on him if you want to, but you saw what he did against Manny. He's a big, rough fighter.
What does that mean?
Then you look at Sean Porter. Sean Porter's coming at you like a bulldog. If you look at the different kind of fighters he fought, regardless of
Errol Spence fought Sean Porter too. What are you talking about?
Was long.
What are you saying?
Bro, Errol Spence fought Sean Porter.
Real long. Yeah, long.
I know he fought Sean Porter, but what I'm saying is this.
But what does that have to do with 140?
Well, if you let me finish, that's what I'm gonna tell you.
Okay,
I'm saying if you look at the different kind of fighters that Bud fought, he's fought rough fighters. He's fought guys that's gonna come at him, that's not gonna let him breathe. He's fought technical fighters, and Khan. I don't care if y'all say Khan was finished. The man still has some boxing skills. Bud outboxed him. It wasn't about knocking him out. It was about the skill set of boxing. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay. Check.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Man,
I'm not talking about knockouts. I'm talking about
check this out. Check this out. Player, I forgot your name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Paul Supreme, man.
Paul, check this out.
Yeah.
People love to bring up Jeff Horn talking about the aggressive fighter. This is the same Jeff Horn, just going best over my eyes. That's uncoordinated, slow, lunges in, absolutely no boxing skill. And you're telling me you're going to compare him to Earl Spence in aggression?
No, I'm not comparing him to
Earl Spence. That's all I wanted to ask.
What I'm doing is I'm breaking up the different. What I'm doing is I'm breaking up the different elements of the fighters that he's fought against. I'm saying he's fought against boxers, he's fought against bruisers, he's fought against guys that's going to rough him up, that's going to come at him.
They don't want to hear you,
not going to let him breathe. I'm saying he's fought against different elements of fighters, and that's what you have to look at.
OG.
He goes against somebody like
Ohio guy cook. Look, man, he came in, he ain't said nothing. Now,
the truth.
All right,
chill out, OG. Let my Ohio guy cook,
guys.
man.
Hold on, guys. Just quick response to that, right? I understand everything that you said. Now, I'm gonna indulge this because what you responded to, I said nothing about anyone's resume. I just brought up a match, but I'm gonna indulge it just because, right? He has fought many different style fighters, but the best competition in all these different style fighters he's fought up to date is Sean Porter. That's the best guy that he's fought so far.
That's y'all best guy. No, it's not. He done already said that. That shit was easy.
Okay, that was the best guy.
You drunk, dude.
I know.
I think,
to me, Sean Porter, I can't think of a guy who is better than Sean Porter that he fought. Me personally.
Okay. Can I ask a question to everybody?
Sean Porter doesn't have knockout power.
Can I ask a question to everybody?
It wasn't his toughest fight.
What's your question, Ohio Runs Boxing?
No, I think Porter was his best win, but it wasn't his toughest fight.
I didn't say it was his toughest fight. I'm just saying.
No, I get what you're saying.
I'm saying
that's all I said.
Listen, what I'm saying is in terms of. Listen to what I'm saying, Marcus. I'm saying in terms of pedigree. That's what I'm talking about. So you can fight all these different styles of fighters if they pedigree ain't elite pedigree. Listen, Ndongo is different than Ricky Burns. Ricky Burns is different than Delorme. Delorme is different than Gamboa. But my point is, if you fighting guys at a certain level, it's a different ball game when you get in there with somebody who's at your level. And what I'm trying to tell you guys, and this is why I said this earlier, right? That's why I don't want Terrence Crawford to fight Keith Thurman anymore, because I want him getting there with someone who's going to push him and make him sharp. So when he get in there with Earl, he have that experience and he going in there with that momentum. I want him to have this layoff since he want to follow Earl Spence and not want to fight nobody except Earl Spence. I want him to also have that nice layoff and let EJ get more in the rhythm and he go up in there and think shit is sweet.
But check this.
Okay, but I had a question though.
All right. Okay.
I'm going next. So, I don't give a damn. I'm letting y'all know I'm talking next.
All right, cool. You can have it.
I'm gonna cut the show off, but you're gonna throw me off because I'm gonna talk.
All right.
Because I done heard 5 conversations with my name OG, and I ain't got a word out.
Okay, but here's my question to refute anyone who said that Sean Porter is not the best name on Terrence Crawford's resume.
We didn't say the name.
Yeah, we're not talking about his name.
We're saying
that's what we're saying.
No, that's not what we said. They just said he wasn't. They said he wasn't the toughest fight. They didn't say he wasn't the best name.
Yeah,
okay. Then I mixed it up there. My
that's why we stopped.
Yeah, good. But this is what I'm saying, Kwame. And OG, I'll be done after this. OG, this is all I'm saying, Kwame. Boxing is no different than what I call with the passages of leadership and management and leading people, right? Mm-hmm. There's levels to it, right? Levels of passage.
Thank you.
You learn with your frontline supervisor, you learn things about what you need to be a frontline. Then you go to manager. You learn different, you learn different, what I want to say, skills at each level. And then you apply those skills at the top level, at the elite level, CEO level. Bud has gained multiple skills by fighting different.
There you go.
At different levels. It's going to pay off against Spence. You can't say that, oh, well, those guys weren't all around like Spence is all around, so it doesn't count. Nah, when he fights a guy like Horn, he's learning he's getting that experience and he's learning what he needs to learn to fight those guys.
Man,
okay. Check.
No.
Okay, let me respond.
Okay, all right, guys. We gotta get out of here, bro.
Be upfront with you, big bro.
Okay, let's
This is what both fans do. They just start making shit up.
I'm not making it up.
But okay, Paul, check this out, brother. Paul, check this out. At this point of their careers, with everybody they fought, Paul, check this out. At this point of their careers, with everybody they fought, I can actually make the argument that Earl's learned more going into this fight, fighting Crawford and vice versa.
Exactly.
You say what now?
Now I'm gonna respond to that. So you say that Earl Spence has learned more than Crawford.
With his opposition, yes.
Okay, let me tell you why that's not true. Because how many fighters have Spence fought that was real long and taller than him? None.
Exactly.
None.
Exactly.
But but when they fight, wait, when they
finish.
Let him talk.
Okay.
You talk, now let me talk.
All right, go ahead, OG.
How many fighters have Earl met that was just a come forward fighter, just wild as hell, besides Sean Porter? And he was little.
Right.
Who did Bud fight that was come forward? Wow.
Wait a minute. Let me finish, bro. I know you want to get off because I know that killed
I thought you was finished.
You're not killing shit.
Okay,
got him.
now here's another one.
Stupid, man.
Listen, I'm justifying what I'm saying, bro.
You're not justifying.
Okay, can I answer OG's question?
So I'm justifying what I'm saying, and you finna see that. So how is he more prepared when he had to fight people at 130 that was way fucking faster than him, probably 135? He fighting little ass fast.
Ricky Burns.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. So now
Ricky Burns is not faster than Crawford. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a tough argument, OG.
You think 147 is faster than 130?
This nigga said
God bless you.
130 at 130.
So let me finish, bro. He don't want me to finish because he's so mad. Hold on.
I'm not
Stay
mad.
thirsty, my friend.
He's also fought
body armor.
right-hander.
Nigga, I ain't mad about a goddamn thing. That nigga fought Ricky Burns.
Ain't never fought no left-hander in his life.
He fought
Terrence Crawford is better than Ricky Burns by leaps and bounds, bro.
Goddamn mind. Ricky Burns and Beltran is who he fought at 35.
They were speed.
You have lost your goddamn mind. You talk about this. Oh, these guys are so faster. There's so much skill. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, Ricky Burns and Beltran. Try again, my nigga. Try
I'm trying
again.
to see which one of them things lit up. Who talking?
Man, you know who talking.
check. I know. Check and OG, check
That's
this
that
out.
nigga with that different YouTube
OG,
channel.
no.
Nigga, you know who talking. You know who talking. Try again, drunk ass nigga. Try again, OG. Try again.
Okay, OG, check this out. Check this
Nigga,
out.
try again. Try again.
And OG, check.
Are you telling me
OG,
that
check
Ricky
this.
Burns and Beltran were faster than Terrence Crawford?
I ain't arguing with that nigga there. He got a different YouTube channel. I ain't fucking with him.
I do have a different It's called BFTV Boxing. That's my
I'm gonna smoke another joint and keep
you might want to
He gonna put you in the
dirt because you listen to bullshit. So you don't listen to facts. You listen to bullshit. So I asked
Nigga,
you
ain't
said
spoke a
that
fact
135 was faster than Terrence Crawford.
That nigga say Earl Spence said you
Ricky
ain't got a
Burns and
belt, so you ain't
Beltran.
relevant.
So if Errol Spence fought Ricky Burns and Beltran, then you'd be like, oh man, he'll beat Bud. He fought Ricky Burns and Beltran.
I never said nothing about them dudes.
It's all
You just said you fighting fighters. So who at 135 then? Who?
I ain't speak on none of them dudes.
So who at 135 then?
Yeah, 135. The guys are
Those are the guys who Terrence Crawford fought at 35.
Listen to what I said, bro. Listen to what I said. I don't care if you go down to 108. Them niggas don't punch as harder, but them niggas faster. That's what I said.
But Ricky Burns,
Ricky's is not fast.
Okay, so you think the only one he had to get there to fight fucking
Ricky Burns is not faster than Danny Garcia. Beltran ain't faster than Danny Garcia.
Y'all niggas act like that nigga was 0-0 when he fought Ricky Burns. Y'all niggas crazy.
So I said
no, but you just said if he was faster.
Are not faster than
I said, listen, bro. It's just like this. If Spence moved up to 154, he probably gonna be faster than most of them dudes. That's what I'm trying to say.
So then what you're telling me is Terrence Crawford was
you understand? Does anybody comprehend what I'm saying?
You're telling me the nigga was a weight boom. He should have been at 147 a long time ago, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, he probably should have.
Man, what the?
I'm agreeing with you. Yeah,
you have to know what to do. You agree with him.
You rock him.
This nigga, no, it ain't that I didn't know what to do.
He said, "Wait a minute." He agreed with
okay, so if you're supposed to be at 130, if you're supposed to be 147 a long time ago, why are you niggas giving him credit for being a fucking weight bully? Huh? Why is you niggas giving this man credit for being a fucking weight bully then?
Hey, he was a weight bully. You're
So
right.
why are you giving him credit for being
Hell nah, he made the weight. We gonna give him credit, man.
Okay, but then
Hey,
don't
I'm
don't call
answering
Earl
what
weight
he's
bully.
saying.
But no, no.
Dude gets in
Nah,
condition.
Earl
He
ain't
can
no
lose
weight
the
bully
weight.
neither. He
Hey,
make
that's
that
an
weight.
advantage. He can lose
And
the
he been
weight.
making that weight for 10 years.
Exactly. He
Since
can
the
lose the
Olympics.
weight, but in his
But
135 for 10 years.
in his
but you guys are missing the
he's
point.
right.
I
So why
said
are
Errol
you giving
Spence
this
been
man
making
credit?
147
So
for 10
why are
years.
you
Y'all done
giving
made
this man
Marcus
credit?
Exactly. See,
So
that's why I
why
let him
are
have it
y'all
because see
giving this man credit? Why are you giving this man credit for? So you're telling me if Errol Spence was to kill himself to make 135 and beat some motherfucker down there, then all of a sudden y'all gonna give this man credit?
kill
That's
that
what you're telling
nigga.
me. That's what you're telling me. So Errol Spence gets credit to kill himself to go down to 135.
No, they'll kill his ass. He go down to 135.
I'm saying this question again because I know you don't want to answer it. So Errol Spence gets credit.
I did
if he kills
answer.
himself
They'll
to
kill
go
his
down to
ass.
135. Yes or no? Does
They'll
he get
kill his
credit?
ass.
Does Errol get credit for killing himself to go down to 135?
Yes.
You's a goddamn liar. It took you all that time
Go
to
down
answer the
there.
question.
Did
You're
you
a
ever
goddamn
quit
liar.
answering?
Don't you
You
ask
know
him if
you're
he
lying.
go BF.
You know you're
I
lying.
already
That's
told
why I
him to
told
go
you all
down
that
there.
time.
He can't go down
Lying
there.
ass nigga. You know,
He already killing
because you
himself.
could
That
have
nigga
answered
look
it
like
the
he
first
got
time I
AIDS
asked.
when he fight the other night.
You could have answered that the first time. Yo, Kwame, these are the same niggas talking about Mikey Garcia was so small, but now all of a sudden they giving him credit if he kills himself to go to 35. Mikey Garcia was
I
100.
gave you
Mikey
credit, bro.
Garcia was
I said
140-pound champion.
Crumble
Oh, ain't
was
nobody trying to listen to you, bro. Put the
I
yak down.
gave you credit.
Mikey Garcia was 140-pound champion, and they slaughtered Errol for fighting this man. Talk about he fought little Mikey. But yet this man just told me he would give Errol credit if he dropped down to 135 to fight somebody. Bang,
Doesn't
these
make sense.
man, bro, you can't make this shit make sense.
The only reason I would give you credit because you got a different YouTube channel. I don't know what
Man,
the
ain't
fuck
nobody
you
trying to
gonna
hear
say.
What?
that. Ain't nobody. Yeah, I do got
What?
different.
I'm
It's
gonna agree
called
with anything
BFTB
you
boxing.
say.
It's called
I'm gonna agree
BFTB
with
boxing.
anything you say.
Man,
I told you I would
I
never
don't give a
argue
damn
with
what you
Man,
talking
how
about,
many
bro.
cups
You
did you
drunk as fuck,
have?
bro. You drunk.
Okay,
Don't drive,
guys.
my
Man,
nigga.
I would
Stay
never
home.
argue
Well,
with
look,
If
you.
you,
guys,
bro, listen
I'm
to
about
me.
to
If
wrap
you go
this.
outside, get a DD.
All right, guys, I'm about to wrap this up, man. It was a pleasure. This was a fun one, but I gotta go to work in the morning, man. But you guys,
Yo.
listen, OG, you always welcome on my show. You know, just
Hey,
so you know, OG, you always welcome on my show. Salute to the entire panel. To
Yes,
my
salute.
co-host. Make sure you guys go subscribe to OTB Boxing Class 101, where he breaks down a lot of film on these fighters and these top fighters. I would tell everyone to go subscribe to BFTB, but most of y'all motherfuckers who over here came from BFTB.
But
But you know what I'm saying? But you can go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to BFTB Boxing. And he also got BFTB Sports. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. I'll put it out there. My final thoughts is it's going to be a great fight. You know, it's
yes,
going to be
sir.
a treat
Definitely.
for. Is it going to be a treat for the boxing fans?
We the
getting
winners.
Yes, sir.
yeah, we getting Pacquiao and Floyd. You know, when they were supposed to fight,
Right.
even though
Yes,
a lot
Yes,
of
sir.
people are
sir. Yes,
upset.
sir.
That's what
You
y'all
know that they had to wait, but
I
you know these
disagree.
guys are fighting while they're both at the top. They're both in their
Yes,
primes.
sir.
Neither one of them look old
Yes,
or
sir.
aging or nothing like that. And
Yes,
regardless
sir.
whoever wins the fight, both of these guys are champions. At the end
Yes,
of the
sir.
day,
Yes, sir.
they've accomplished great things. Spence with I don't understand how people could not like Earl Spence and say they love boxing and see how this guy how he came back to the sport and the people he's fought, and what he's come back from. So, I mean, salute to him, salute to Bud Crawford for always being disciplined and being a great fighter, and
Yeah.
being
Yes.
able to give us good fights. And for the people who don't belong in the ring with him, they don't fucking stay in the ring with him. He makes sure you get their ass the fuck up out of there. So salute to Buff
Facts.
for that, man. We gonna have we got a great one coming up. Hey,
Yes,
Bomac, I know
sir.
you was watching, right? If you listen to me, keep doing a bad job,
And
telling Bud what
sign
fights
me.
not to take.
Sign me, Bo Mac. I shut that shit down.
We don't want him to fight no Keith Thurman. We want y'all to stay rusty.
Yeah.
Y'all stay
Keep letting
rusty.
niggas get knocked out on your watch, bro, Matt.
In the words of Bo Mac, we fucking him up.
Okay.
Okay.
Only thing Bomac gonna fuck up is a burger. So
hey, Bomac say we fucking him up.
Fucking
I
up.
say mark my
Three
words.
burgers.
Don't say that, Loyal. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, man, leave Mac alone, man.
I mean, he
Yeah,
named that
Bomac
burger
said it.
Big Mac.
Hey, man, Loyal, we got to see Derrick James versus Bomac on the card. I want to see that fight.
Nah,
James
I
versus
got Derrick
Bomac,
James. I got Derrick James.
Bomac gonna be out of breath
Man.
in 35 seconds, bro. Cut it out.
I want to see.
Yeah,
Hey,
man,
Bomac
Mac
was
Bomac still be
heavyweight.
an amateur
Look,
vets and
now see
everything, man.
y'all done made me mad. Now look at this, man. My man Derrick James he be jogging. I haven't seen. I think
Derrick
last
James
time
was in
Bomac
shape.
ran it was to the fridge.
Nah,
But
I
anyway,
seen
man,
Bomac in real life running, but he was running out the food court. Swear to God.
Yeah, Derrick.
Hey, BFT.
I
Hey,
was
Come
BFT.
on,
Do
saying that
you
because
BF,
be
Derrick
like
James
Skip
man.
and Shannon,
on
bro?
Saturday. Derrick
Y'all
James in shape.
killing me, man.
But salute to you guys, man. We definitely appreciate you guys, man. Stay loyal to the game, and we out of here.
Hey, man.